Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. And I'd like to start this episode, Debate Smoke Boxing, episode one. And look, the first thing I want to say is I want to give, you know, I just want to say this, I like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for everything, for all the blessings. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful you're here. So let's go ahead and get this started and let's get into this boxing. And today, a lot of people are going to get exposed. A lot of feelings are going to get hurt. And look, man, I've noticed there's been a lot of race baiting. You're right. A lot of race baiting going on. A lot of race baiting going on. Every time we get on here, a lot of panelists get on here with the race baiting, crying, hooping, hollering, and there's a lot of victim mentality going on. And the funny thing is, the IBFP is not a place. Is not a place where we're hating on anybody being biased, racially biased, anything like that. We're fair to everybody. We're fair to every single person that comes across this panel. We're fair to every single boxer. Even with the Devin Haney stuff, man, I have a lot of positive videos about Devin Haney, and anything that's negative or critical about Devin Haney, any critique of Devin Haney is justified based on facts. That's what it is. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people get emotional when you talk about Devin Wide-Nose Haney. A lot of people get emotional when you ask them about a fact. Hey, give me a facts about this guy. And then they want to go on a whole rant about somebody else. So we're going to clear all this up today because all of this needs to be cleared up because we're not having good boxing dialogue. We're having guys getting emotional, getting their panties in a bunch, dude just coming around here and just being super sensitive, super victim mentality and mindset. And that's not what we do here on the IBFP. So from this point forward, if you get on here crying like a female dog, you're going to get checked. If you get on here acting like a victim, you're going to get checked. You get on here and it's that time of the month, then we're going to give you a pad for your period because we're no longer playing around. We shouldn't be having to discuss the same topic of race every single time we go live because somebody's feeling offended. Somebody's feeling like a victim. That doesn't make any sense. We have a panel full of guys that want to talk boxing, and then a few other guys come on here acting like victims. I've had enough of it. I've had enough of it. You're not going to be a victim. If you get on here acting like a victim, I'm going to roast that ass. That's what's going to happen. And the guys that get on here acting like a victim saying, woe is me. Why are they talking about these guys? Are the same dudes that turn around be the biggest haters. And these would be the same guys that are the biggest glazers in the sport of boxing. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, we're going to stop all this victim talk. We're going to keep it honest and unbiased. We're going to be objective. We're going to talk boxing. We're going to debate. We're going to have some respect. And you guys got to cut out the glazing or you're going to get roasted. You guys got to cut out the victim talk or you're going to get roasted. So at the end of the day, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to have everybody on from the back. We have a few people waiting backstage that's going to come up. And we're going to start getting into this, man. We got some debates to go on. We got some trash talk to go on. I dropped the link, so anybody else that want to join us, I'm going to have you on here, as well as everybody waiting backstage, man. Let's get this going. Let's have a great and blessed and prosperous live, man. And let's get into this smoke. First things first, I just want to go to the super chat. My brother Antonio Garcia says, Ashy T and Solidus Knuckles need to be put in timeout. Salute my brother Antonio Garcia. Salute my brother. I appreciate the love and respect. And let me go ahead and start at people. Round one, what's good with you, my brother?
How you doing, Nug? How you doing, man?
It's good to see you, round one. Let me ask you a quick question, round one. Um, you know, do you see a lot of people get on here acting like victims?
Man, I see it all the time. I see it all the time, man. It's like every live.
Do the people that get on here acting like victims, are these guys some of the biggest glazers, meat lovers in the sport of boxing?
Meat lovers, glazers, everything you want to call it, bro. You know, you call it because that's true.
I appreciate your honesty. Let me add the next guest. Solidus, what's good with you, Solidus?
Hey, what's good? What's good?
Good to talk to you, my
I
brother. How
be
you doing, Solidus?
doing good today.
Oh man, that's
We
good to
good. We
hear, my
good.
brother. That's good to hear. And,
Yes,
and
sir.
let me ask you a question, Solidus, and I'm gonna just keep it going. Do you hear a
Yeah.
lot of victims when you get on this live stream? Do you hear a lot of people saying, things that would be interpreted as them trying to be a victim?
Yeah, I think yeah, a lot of stuff that's been going on has been annoying. So I understand what everybody's saying. I'm guilty of it as well. I just don't like that Canelo acting like this nigga's perfect talk. I just don't like that shit. So I go off the edge with it. But yeah, I get what everybody's saying. It is annoying. That Benvidez and Canelo conversation is kind of dead, and we keep arguing about that. I was going to mention that to you, but you was busy. Me and you was kind of busy clashing. But I'm guilty of it too. There's some of that's directed towards me. My thing is, I just don't like the Canelo meat riding shit. I just don't. I'm not going to call nobody meat. Let me take that. I don't want to call nobody meat rider. I just don't like that extra Canelo shit. But I'm gonna leave that alone. I feel how I feel. Y'all feel how y'all feel. I want to just talk about boxing, so I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay, I can respect that, Solidus. Now, one thing I will say is, I don't think there's anybody on the panel that's ever said Canelo's perfect. And when people talk about when you said a lot of people get on here meat riding Canelo, I see way more people getting on here meat riding Devin Haney, David Benavidez, all those guys. And I just noticed that you didn't mention any of them, but you singled out Canelo. Is there a reason why you singled out Canelo from everybody else?
When I was coming on here and when I was like pointing out things that were like actual events, like I said, like one of the topics was when we were talking about the Bivol and Canelo thing. I talked about how Bivol just outboxed him. Instead of people saying, yeah, that happened, that's true, he lost that. It was always some kind of excuse for Canelo, some made up stuff for Canelo. And then when it comes to like Devin Haney, I've already admitted, like, yeah, he got whooped by Ryan. He ran in that Jose Ramirez fight. I've said these things about Devin Haney, and I'm so-called a Devin Haney fan. So I've never like made up or lied about Devin Haney. I've always told the truth. Like, yeah, he lost to Ryan. I understand some stuff went on. He fucked around and was running in Ramirez. I didn't like the way he fought. Hopefully he don't do that again. So I've criticized them as well. And then Benvidez, like Canelo, he's also never beat an ATG type fighter. He's just beat guys that were good, like Canelo did. So I'm not saying these guys are superheroes and then shitting on Canelo. I'm not doing that. I'm calling it all the way down the middle. I just get irritated with the doing the most for Canelo. But I don't want to, but like I said, it's a new day. I want to debate boxing. I don't want to get caught up in name calling and all that Canelo shit. Whatever topic you want to talk about, let's talk about.
I want
to get down like that.
I feel you. And I just want to clear up a few of these things. The first thing I want to clear up is that Canelo Alvarez has defeated an all-time great level fighter before, and him and Devin Haney are nowhere near in the same stratosphere. Devin Haney also, when you compare, when Devin Haney lost to Ryan, however you want to view that, and when Canelo lost to Bivol, those were two different things. I mean, Canelo was chasing greatness at a higher weight class. Well, and he lost, and I didn't hear anybody make an excuse as to why Canelo lost. Say, oh, Canelo should have won. He got robbed. Nobody said that. Canelo lost. It is what it is. We wanted the rematch. Dimitri Bivol rejected it. There's nothing you can do about it. Now, when it comes to Devin Haney, he admitted he was cherry picking Ryan Garcia. So when you talk about those situations, those are completely different situations. So the fact that anybody would try to put them in the same world don't make sense to me. Another thing is to even say that, oh, their resume is similar because they beat the same caliber opponent. That's another lie. So we got to make sure that those lies are out, because what happens is when people start getting into their feelings because they don't like Canelo or they want to diminish how great of a fighter he is, because he is a once in a generation type of fighter. Devin Haney has not proven that. He's never proven that. I'm beating George Campos is simply just not going to do that.
When I said, if I may respond, when I said same type of fighters, what I meant is they both beat like champions, like that from that caliber. Every fight is different. Every fighter is different, but they both beat like champions. Devin Haney's beat a couple of champions. Canelo's beat a lot of champions, undisputed. Like from that ilk, it's kind of the same. That's what I was saying.
Look,
And I'm not tripping off the Bivol thing. That's, I mean, we saw what happened. That's fine. I don't have a response to that.
Canelo was chasing greatness. That's like if Devin Haney moved up in weight and fought somebody that had all the advantages over him, and then he lost, but he actually went out there and gave it his all. We could respect that. But Devin Haney's never taken a fight like that, where he gave up every single advantage. Devin Haney's just never been that kind of guy. And so I'm
Nah,
glad
he's
we
not the
both
best.
have that understanding.
He's not the best. He's a good fighter, but he's not the best. I never said he was, but he's good for what he can do. He's good. He's not the best. I think Canelo's better than Devin Haney. I never said he wasn't. The only thing about it is the Canelo and Bivol fight. I'll just say this real quick. I was just surprised at how he couldn't really do nothing else but try to land power shots on Bivol. I was just surprised. I thought we'd do a little bit more. I think he'd have a plan B or make adjustments. He didn't do that. So that was just surprising to me because Canelo's so good, right? So that's all. But yeah, other than that, we good. We good.
I mean, well, and I will say in reference to that, when you face the #1 defensively rated fighter in boxing, it's going to be hard. And credit to Canelo, a guy moving up in weight, who basically, who people say is flat-footed and sucks. This guy won the first 4 rounds against Dimitri Bivol. That says a lot. And then, to go in and rip off 4 straight rounds against a fighter at that level, that really shows you that Canelo's truly a special fighter. And he's undersized. The man doesn't have the height or the reach or the footwork or the speed like all these other guys. And to go in there and rip off the first 4 rounds of an elite fighter like Dimitri Bivol, that really says a lot about how truly great Canelo is. And hopefully if there's ever a rematch, maybe we could get an adjustment. But it looks like Canelo has declined to the point where I don't even know if a rematch would make sense at this point.
You don't think so?
I mean, he's declined a lot. I mean, I wouldn't be against it. I'm never against a guy trying to test how great he is. So if Canelo wants to go in there and say, hey, let me get it, let me run it back, I would love to see it, win, lose, or draw. He would get the credit for at least going after. It's the same as David. If David went after Opataya and said, hey, let me get that smoke in, and he gets knocked out trying, respect to David, because he went up there and let it hang just because he wanted to show the world how great he is. So I would respect David even more for just going out there and fighting a guy who's big, strong, and dangerous.
So before we move forward, we all could agree, I feel this way, you feel this way, and round 1 feels this way. Canelo is better than Devin Haney. We all agree on that, right?
Oh, no doubt.
So can I please get you to check people when they try to say something crazy like I think Devin Haney is better than Canelo? You hear me say it right now. Canelo's better than Devin Haney, and I really feel I've been saying that. So I shouldn't hear nobody saying I'm glazing Devin Haney if I admitted that. Is that fair?
The problem here is, let me ask you this. Is it possible to still glaze Devin Haney? Yes, you could still be glazing. You could still be a Devin Haney glazer, even though you don't believe he's better than other people.
What's glazing?
So glazing is basically just meat riding a guy, pumping him up higher than where he belongs, talking about him or getting upset or sensitive anytime somebody gives him an actual critique that's justified. That's glazing. To say that this man is beyond reproach. How dare you criticize Devin Haney? That's what we're saying.
So, okay, I hear that part. Now, my question is saying factual things about a guy, is that considered glazing?
I don't believe that's glazing at all. That's actually speaking facts. But what we're talking about is, like, I'll give you an example. So if you were say like, oh, I'll give you this. So one time me and you had a conversation about Devin Haney, and we were talking about something else, and I mentioned Devin Haney, and you got really upset. That's glazing, because you shouldn't be getting upset when I'm speaking facts and I'm critical of Devin, because, well, you talk about Devin, but you don't talk about no Latino fighter. You don't say this about no Latino fighters. I see a lot of anti-black fighter talk on this channel, all that type of talk. Yeah, that's glazing because you don't like it both ways of the street. I mean, if you notice, there's a video that just came out. I mean, I just had a whole video about Ryan Garcia and how he sucks. And before that, there was countless other videos about me criticizing Canelo, Virgil Ortiz, Andy Ruiz. I've criticized everybody. So when we talk about it, there's no inherent racial bias where it's one way over another. You see what I'm saying? It's not one-sided over here. This is not those channels. We're keeping it a buck on both sides. You understand what I'm saying, Solidus?
Yeah, where I fucked up. Yeah, I remember that. That was last month. Where I fucked up at is I grouped you in with what everybody else was saying about Devin Haney. That's where I messed up at. So I get what you're saying.
I can respect that.
What I was saying is I just feel like a guy that's a 2-weight champion that was undisputed and undefeated, I don't think they should be subjected to that type of disrespect. That's what I was trying to say. And that's what I'm standing on. That's all. I don't think you don't really hear people like talk crazy about people with those kind of accolades until I heard you say it. But everything is good though. But I shouldn't have grouped.
No, no, hold on. In fairness to Devin Haney, his accolades look impressive, but they're also hollow. I mean, look at Adrian Broner, four-weight world champion. But the guy is not some type of legend in the sport of boxing. So, yeah, you can have accolades, but they can also be hollow. I mean, think about it. He went undisputed, and he fought, George Kambosos and got emailed the other belt. Does that really equal him to being the same type of undisputed guy that Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, Usyk, Dimitri Bivol? No, he's not on their level. His
No, he's
undisputed
not on their
crown
level.
shouldn't even be considered in the same category as theirs. Here should come Devin Haney. I'll give you an example, and this is for my brother Jigglypuff. So Devin Haney's undisputed crown is like a Timu version of what Canelo and Crawford and Usyk and Bivol. He got the Timu version of his undisputed version compared to everybody else. That doesn't take anything away from Devin. He's still a good fighter. He's still quality. And Devin Haney also has an asterisk. Devin Haney, I mean, if you notice, do you think we should give Devin Haney credit for this fight coming up with Brian Norman?
Should we give him credit?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
How much credit
Brian
do you
Norman's a
think he
dangerous fighter.
deserves? He should get if he beats Brian Norman.
Should he get credit if he beats Brian Norman? Is that the
How much
question?
credit do you think he should get if he beats Brian Norman? Like, do you say, oh, he's a pound for pound fighter? He's this fighter. Like, how much credit does Devin Haney get should he beat Brian Norman Jr.?
Yeah, I think possibly pound for pound or just simply credit. Oh, yeah, he beat Brian Norman Jr. We respect that and then just move on. It don't got to be that big of credit.
The problem we have with that, though, is I can't give him that much credit because Devin Haney basically said this is a cherry pick for him. He said Brian Norman has beaten low-tier guys. They said he's been his resume has been built. Look at Brim. His resume has been built up by Top Rank, and they moved him a certain way and tried to make him look good, but he's not really that good. So basically, he's a factory-built fighter, according to Devin Haney. He's not that good. He's a hype job. That's what we're saying. It's not like Devin Haney sees Brian Norman as some ultimate challenge and he's this great fighter. But he's saying that Brian Norman Jr. is a hype job, essentially.
I mean, every fighter is guilty of doing that. That's not just limited.
I don't think so. I've seen a lot of fighters. I've seen even Spence and Crawford both say,
whether they say it or not.
Fighters.
Whether they say it or not, a lot of fighters.
Hold on, one second. If you're saying a guy's a fraud and he's been built up a certain way, I'm not fitting. If you think he's trash, why would I give you extra credit for that? I just can't do it.
No, I'm just saying, whether you say it or not, a lot of fighters fight guys where it's kind of like, I kind of know I'm going to beat this guy, but I'm going to fight him anyways. Like, so many fighters have done that. I don't even know if we should be criticizing.
But do we
Haney
know
for that.
Devin Haney for sure is going to beat Brian Norman? Do we know
No,
that for
I said
sure?
if he wins. This is 50-50 fight.
I know, but
I don't know what's going to
a
happen.
give me fight for Devin Haney. Will we know he's going to beat Brian Norman, or is Brian Norman just trash and he's going to run through him?
No, he's not trash. Nobody's saying he's trash.
Except
what I'm saying
he's almost saying that basically saying
that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. But you've seen Brian Norman fight before. You know better, so you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Got nothing to beat. Hold on, I've never seen Brian Norman fight elite competition, but at
We're
the
about to
same
find
time,
out.
Devin Haney will be his biggest test to date. And if he
We're about
blows
to find
through
out.
Devin Haney, if he blows through Devin Haney, I was like, wow, Brian Norman has really shown me something. But at the same time, Devin Haney's talking like he's been here before. He's a dominant figure in boxing, and Brian Norman is utterly trash. That's
November 22nd, we are going to find out.
We will find out. Brim, are we going to find out how good Brian Norman Jr. is in comparison to Devin Haney?
We're going to find out a lot of things. The fact of the matter is, even though Devin Haney might have said what he said, the third weight class and him winning that fight means a lot. It does, regardless of what Devin Haney said. You know what I mean? Just being factual here. It does have a substantial amount of value, especially if he fights it in a form and fashion that is appealing to the masses. If he's able to do it in that fashion, it's going to have weight. Now, I had a phenomenal conversation last night going into this morning about the fight, and we really just got deep into it. And the truth of the matter is, both of these gentlemen are having to face something that they have not faced before in their careers. So some of these old clips are not going to have as much value as that we may put on, like, resume, who is he for? It has value, but it's not quite the same because the dynamic for Brian Norman is the last few fighters he fought was all come forward fighters. How is he going to perform with somebody who has good reflexes, who has good footwork, who is experienced in championship fights? Those elements are unknown to the mass public. Now, me personally, I feel like I know more about Norman than the mass public because I've been rocking with Norman for years, but those questions are still to be answered. Then on the other side of the coin, for Devin Haney, he's moving up to 147. So he's fighting a true welterweight. And the things that Devin Haney has been able to take advantage of through the course of his career has been his size and length. He's always been the guy who could utilize his size and length in a fight. In this fight, he has a half an inch height advantage, but he has a shorter arm reach. So the dynamic for Devin Haney, is he going to be able to control distance with a fighter who has the same length as him, that has a certain amount of athleticism that might be able to match him? So I don't think he can fight a Ramirez fight and get away with it. He's going to have to do a little bit of everything that's in his tool belt. And he has some tools. Devin Haney has some tools. Regardless of what anybody thinks about Devin Haney, he has tools in his tool belt. And I have seen a couple things from Norman, and I know a few things about Norman that some people may not know that makes me feel that he has tools in the tool belt. He's going to have an opportunity to show everyone on the 22nd. But the fact of the facts, Brian Norman has not faced a fighter of the caliber of Devin Haney in the stylistic matchup. So there are unknowns on both sides of the coin, and that's what makes the fight so much more intriguing, because those dynamics, and those are the dynamics we should be getting in multiple fights, because that's what moves boxing.
That's a very, very interesting thing. Devin Haney said that he's levels above Brian Norman. Brian Norman is largely unproven. So when you talk about getting credit, yeah, you get some credit because you beat a world champion, but I'm not giving you extra credit if you beat a guy who you're saying, who's largely unproven, looking at his resume, paper thin, and you're saying your level's above. You're going to have to show me that your level's above. The
only thing I give you pushback for, that in the sport of boxing, there's showsmanship, there's gamemanship, there's talk, there is. So are we going to take everything that these fighters say 100% literally in every capacity, or are we going to just take it at the value that he's talking junk to the guy and he's telling you, I'm better than you and I'm going to show you? That's not a reason for me to take credit away from him for moving up to the welterweight division and fighting a true welterweight who is a champion. Just because he said that does not alleviate the actual circumstances in the fight itself.
Well, I agree with you to an extent. He gets some credit. He does not get extra credit, because what he's saying is still hold on. Because what he's saying is still factual. Brian Norman has not been tested. He's not. He's like a bitch burning that needs to go to the clinic. You need to get your test in. He ain't been tested. Hold on. Brian Norman had a chance. Brian Norman had a chance to get tested.
Brim.
And Brian Norman had a chance to get tested, and he refused against Boots. Now I know that's controversial for you, but we're not here to debate that. The point is, that would have been his test. That would have been his litmus test, facing a guy like Boots Ennis. But he's not facing a guy he didn't face a Boots Ennis. Now he's moved on to Haney. We don't know what Brian Norman is. He could be a paper champion for all we know, but he has the title. He's facing Devin Haney. We shall see if Devin Haney's level's above him, or if the guy has been, remember, he said he's a made-up guy. Like, they've match-made him perfectly. So Haney's going to get some credit for moving up and getting the belt, but we also got to understand, what's one of the things that Devin Haney's been saying? Brian Norman, you're too small. Why would you say that? Because when he fought Regis Prograis, this man was hydrating up to a middleweight. You're 160 plus pounds on fight night at 140. I'm sorry. He should have been fighting at welterweight. I'm not giving him no damn cookie. But hey, if you beat Brian Norman, you put on a master class and you do it in an exciting fashion. Hey, Devin Haney, my respect to you. You went in there, you did what you were supposed to do. You got a belt in another division. You get credit for that. But I'm not going to go over the top and say, oh man, Devin Haney's the fighter of this generation. I can't do it.
It kind of sounds like you're nitpicking, bro.
But I
It kind
can't.
of sound like you nitpicking though, bro. Be honest with you.
I'm
Like
sorry
every
it
little
sounds like
thing.
that. I'm sorry hold on, sorry. I'm
Hey,
sorry facts sound like that, but sometimes facts is what hurts people's feelings. And the truth cannot be biased.
nah, you're doing too much with that.
No,
You're
I
doing
ain't
too
doing
much.
I've
too
had
much.
people
I'm
come at
doing
me.
just enough. I'm doing just enough. So okay, solid. So is Brian Norman proven?
No, what he said.
No,
No,
fuck
he's
that.
not.
No, I'm asking you
No,
a
he's
question.
not.
No, we not finna
I'm
go
answering
around
your
and rain
question.
around the roses. I'm asking you a question. Is
Yeah,
Brian
he's
Norman
not.
as
No,
proven as
Brian
Devin
Norman
Haney?
is not proven. No, I'm answering your
Thank you.
question.
So
No,
you agree with my point. This is what we're
no.
saying. I'm not getting
You're
away from the
taking,
topic
you're
today,
taking
Solomon.
too much. You're taking too much of what Devin Haney said, and you're going to use that as a reason to not
I
give him
can
full
take
credit.
whatever I want
That's
that
doing too
Devin Haney
much.
said. I can do that because he fucking said it. He said the same shit about Ryan. Said Ryan was a cherry pick and he shouldn't even be fighting Ryan because that shit was easy. Then he got knocked on his ass. So
And
now he's
sued
saying
him.
the same shit. Hold on. Now he's saying the same shit against Brian Norman. It's easy work. I'm levels above him. He can't fuck with me. He's been made up. He's been produced the right way. That's why he even looks like something, but he's fucking nothing. This is what he's saying. It's an easy fight. So I'm not going to put him on a
So if
pound
he
for
said,
pound list for an
all
easy
that
fight.
and beats him, you're not going to give him full credit. He said all that and beats him. You're not going to give him full credit because he said that.
You're talking about
That's
Brian
what you're
Norman or
saying. No, if Devin Haney beats Brian Norman after saying all that, are you still not going to give Devin Haney full credit?
he's going to get full credit. I'm saying he's not getting extra credit. I'm going to give him credit for beating a guy like Brian Norman, who does have some pop, who does have some potential, who is a bigger fighter than you're used to fighting, and who appears to be dangerous on some levels. I don't know. Maybe he's so unskilled that he can easily be picked apart. We're going to have to find out. I've never seen him in a ring with a guy that can make him think. I've never seen Brian Norman in a ring with a guy who can make him think. I've seen Brian Norman in the ring with guys who can't really do too much. That's why for me that Boots Ennis fight was a proving ground fight. So but now Devin Haney is his proving ground fight. If Brian Norman goes in there and beats Devin Haney, he gets the credit. But he doesn't get extra credit either. Because Haney, this is his first fight at 147. He's not a champion. But both of the guys get credit. What I'm saying is I'm not going to crown these guys pound for pound superstars over this fight, but I'll give them both credit and say they put on a great performance should you win. I notice what happens in fighting is that sometimes guys give guys extra credit because they like them at the end of the day. I give you a little situation here. We got I don't know if you've heard Jigglypuff, just to bring you in the conversation. I don't know if you've heard of a guy called Fannin Boxing.
Yep.
He looks like Mr. Potato Head. Yeah. I think you heard of him round one, Mr. Potato Head on crack like that. Fannin Boxing. So Fannin Boxing came out with this video, and I'm a little shocked to even say this, but he said Bud Crawford looks like he's a steroid monster. We seen what he did to Errol Spence, steroid monster. Now he's trying to do it to Canelo. And my whole thing is he's basing that off of absolutely nothing.
Salty.com.
Why would he say that, Brim?
Salty.com. He's still mad that Terrence Crawford beat Errol Spence. He's still mad at it. He's through shade at Crawford for years. So him being proven wrong and looking stupid on his own life, he's always going to have a grudge against Terrence Crawford. That's his business. It's just a good thing that his opinion don't matter. I told him that. I said,
Yeah,
good thing your opinion don't matter,
it's a
dog.
phantom excuse to make an excuse to why someone lost. It's just like, oh, he must have lost because this person's on steroids. It's a bitch ass excuse. Might as well give himself a wedgie and
Hey, before you
God,
gentlemen
that
continue
feels
though, I
good.
need y'all all to do me a favor. I need y'all to make sure y'all go to Amazon and see if there's any sale for pillows, because you need pillows for November the 22nd. You're gonna need pillows. You're gonna need some
Oh, he's
pillows.
getting
That,
promoted by Amazon now?
No. This is the Devin Haney sleepover. The Devin Haney
Oh
sleepover.
my goodness.
You're gonna need some pillows for the Devin Haney sleepover, so you can, so you'll be the, especially if you're a Devin Haney fan, then you can do what he does. You can be
I think
go to
Norman
bed.
Jr. will take it.
You think Norman takes it by knockout decision, Jiggly?
I think Norman Jr. will knock him out, honestly.
Damn.
So that means you need to go get some. You need to go get pillows with me. We need to order pillows.
Yep. I mean, Devin Haney needs a big pillow.
So I
mean, he's already got pillows in his fist.
I made a video about Fannin Boxing, I feel like a couple years ago, and I mentioned something along those lines, and he had responded back to me, and he was like, I'm not finna argue with this fucking guy, whatever. But, like, I feel like that was egregious. Look, I know that, look, I'll tell you this. I'm not picking Bud to win the fight, but if Bud won the fight, I'm not going to call him a fucking steroid monster. And now you're trying to take credit away if he should win the fight because you're calling him a steroid monster. Like
That's my
this
thoughts
is like
exactly.
classic hater shit.
Yep.
This is like super. Like this is another level. Like this. Like it's like did Bud Crawford smash his wife? Like why is he so mad? Like look like Errol Spence fight was years ago, Brim.
Almost two. This was one of the best this week. We're having the 2-year anniversary of one of the best weeks in boxing. I mean, listen, that week, that was my, it's my birthday week too. It was a phenomenal week.
Bro, so we're all
I
July
like
babies
Cool
here,
Boy
Brim?
Fulton, but I knew a new way was going to put the pause on him. And the thing is, my respect for Cool Boy is through the roof. I like after he lost, it's like, bro, no matter what you do, I'm gonna support you. I want you to do well because you went out there and made a fight that most people would go the other direction. So even if you lost, I'm not throwing you away. I put respect on you for doing it. But I knew a new way was going to win, and I knew Bub was going to win. And sitting there watching the fight, it was a fun, great experience. It was a great weekend. That's all.
Dude, that Inoue versus Fulton fight was fire.
It
was fun to watch.
And look, and Southpaw Boxing's meltdown was probably just as enjoyable for me. But one thing I will say is Fan and Boxing, I know you really didn't like our interaction last time, so I'll just say this. If you would like to come over here or have me or Brim come over there and school you on all of this, we'd be happy to do it. Brim said no thanks. I'd be happy to do it. Look, see, here's the thing. I'm gonna do this for Fannin, and then we can move on from this topic. Fannin, just because you walk around looking like a human testicle doesn't mean you can talk about fighters like Bud Crawford, who's great, who's proved he's great. The man never popped dirty. Please don't put no smut on his name and say that he looks like a steroid monster because he had to gain weight to fight at a higher weight. Show some respect to this man. And there's no reason for you to sit up here and slander his name in this disrespectful way. So Fan and Boxer, you're a hater. You can walk around and be a human testicle all you want, but that's not going to fly over here because we're going to put belt to ass. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that. We're going to keep the same energy. We're going to show some respect to Bud Crawford because that's straight up disrespectful. That's straight up disrespectful. I'm sorry. And let me pay a few bills. Antonio Garcia said, Haney don't like that meat riding. He said, I don't like that Haney meat riding. I'm sorry. I don't like that Haney meat riding. Salute to Antonio Garcia. There's a lot of Haney meat riders out there. And look, man, you guys going to need pillows. You're going to need some pillows. Hold on, wait a minute. But Haney might, but what if the unthinkable happens? What if Devin Haney says Brian Norman needs a fucking pillow?
Nah, that's not gonna happen, bro. Come on now.
That's not gonna happen. Solidus,
Nah,
how does
you're right.
Solidus, how does Haney Norman play out to you, Solidus?
I think what I think is going to happen is, I think if Norman can't knock him out, I think Haney's going to just outbox him. He's going to beat him on points. I don't see Norman beating Haney on points. If he beats Haney, it'll be like what everybody thinks is going to happen. He's going to knock Haney out. If he don't knock Haney out, if he's unable to do that, Haney will win by points.
Can Brian Norman cut off the ring?
I believe he can, yeah.
Okay. So your ultimate prediction is who wins this fight?
Want to say it again?
What's your ultimate prediction as of now? You can change your mind, but as of now, who are you predicting to win the fight? If you had to put some money on it, you had to bet your house on it, your life savings, your baby's milk. Who are you putting it on this fight? Saying this is the guy I can trust. Who are you picking?
I'm trusting Haney can avoid getting knocked out, so I'm gonna root for Haney in this one.
Okay. So we got Devin Haney, round one. Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr. You're betting your house on one of these guys. Who you got your money on?
Shit, I'm gonna take out the mortgage and put it on Brian Norman Jr.
Oh man. JMA says boxing is about perception, but you can't be blind. Good, very good point. Antonio Garcia says, didn't Solidus Knuckles defend Haney's last performance?
IBF, I'm gonna need you to defend me on that. You heard me 50 million times say I did not like the way he fought the last fight, Ramirez. I'm gonna need you to shut that. I need you to shut him down.
At a butt.
He did say that. Jiggly,
Okay.
what were you saying, Jiggly?
I said he always had an asterisk to a butt about that performance. Like, yeah, I didn't like that performance, but this is Haney
Who, me?
before and after.
Yeah, that is true. That is true as well.
What he did on this fight.
Well, what's the issue with that?
Well, then that makes an exception. When you at the butt, then there's an exception to that. Like, well, I didn't really like it, but I'm giving him a pass.
Yeah, I am, because he won the fight. I
So
reward winners.
Antonio Garcia is accurate by saying you defended Haney's last performance.
Yeah, I see what's going on here.
I'm just saying he's accurate. That's a fact.
There's
Like
no
he's
seeing what's going
accurate.
on. It's just what you said, brother.
So he won the fight, and I'm just acknowledging that. That's why I said that. That's an issue.
I'm just saying I'm not creating
No, I'm
an issue.
asking
I'm
you, is
just
that an
saying
issue? Do
he's
you see an issue
accurate
with
in what
that?
he's saying.
I mean,
His
it
statement is
is
accurate.
factual. He won the fight.
Yeah, I'm just being factual.
He did.
That's a
He did win the
criticism.
fight, but that
Okay,
doesn't
then. So
mean
what's
that
the issue?
Antonio Garcia is not accurate in his statement.
So, like I said,
Garcia has an
I didn't like
accurate
the way
statement.
Haney fought. So respond to the Jigglypuff dude. So yes, I didn't like the way Haney fought, but he did win the fight. That's what's happened. That's fact. That's what happened.
Okay. All right. You
Okay,
proved my
yeah.
point. It's good.
My brother
Okay,
Antonio,
yeah, I was factual. Yeah, prove my point.
my brother Antonio Garcia says, Regis Progress is not the same as Smith. Laughing out loud. Salute to you, my brother. My brother German says, when Canelo lost to Floyd, he was only 23 years old, weight drained at 152, and catch weight, he means. When Canelo lost to Bivol, Canelo won 4 rounds and held his own against Bivol. Canelo has barely declined. Look, how do I say this? I'm going to be honest. I'm probably one of Canelo's biggest supporters, but I do believe he's declined. I do believe he's declined. And I don't think it's barely. I think it's somewhat significant, but I think that he's still a very talented fighter and he can win a lot of these fights. I don't think if he went in there and fought Bud Crawford, I don't think that Canelo's decline is an excuse as to why he lost if he loses the fight. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. If he wins, he wins. But if he loses, he loses. But it's no decline. That I'm going to use as an excuse as why he lost. If he loses, he loses. If he wins, he wins. He should still have enough to beat Terrence Crawford. But
May I add to the super chat?
Brim.
Also, you got to remember, Canelo kind of suggested to Floyd about the 152 weight being willing to make that weight. So we can cry about it when Canelo was willing to do it and presented it in the first place.
They always leave that out.
The only caveat to that is Canelo, that is accurate. Canelo did say, I'm willing to do that to make the fight happen. But a certain amount of time had passed and everything had changed when he was willing to make the fight, and Floyd forced that catch weight. So yeah, he might have initially said it, but things had a significant amount of time had passed, and when they came to the negotiation table, Floyd said it's either this or nothing. And when you got a fighter like Floyd on the table, you're going to do anything to secure that fight.
Nuke, I gotta bust your chops a little bit because you know how you be doing ashy, right?
Talk your shit.
You just told him because he said it's winning, you're defending it. But then so
I told you
just
he does it all the time, bro.
Same thing. You did the exact same thing verbatim. And last part, Canelo.
How did I do the exact same thing, Brim? He lost.
I'm gonna let you have that. I ain't even what I'm mad at.
All right, take it. How about defending him and he lost? That don't make any sense.
No, but you put a caveat behind it, behind him taking the 152. You said it was later on and just because of this. But what Knuckles said was facts too. But when he said he won the fight, but he said he won the fight, and that was a fact.
No, hold on, Brim. Hold on, I gotta stop you there. It's not the same because he lost. It's different as, he won, but I didn't like the way he performed. I didn't say anything about his performance. All I said was, yes, the rehydration, the catch weight, time had passed, Floyd forced it, but that's a factual statement. I'm not using that as an excuse. I think Canelo was likely going to lose the fight regardless. He just was not at the point where he was going to win the fight against a guy that great at that time in his career, in my opinion. I don't even think Floyd needed the catch weight.
Nuke, you got to hear me out. I'm going to just say, when you say Canelo barely declined, I will tell you the reason why I disagree with that, because if we see a Canelo versus Danny Jacobs type performance, but can't win, I don't think he has that in him anymore. He doesn't have that type of movement anymore. That's why I know that he has some decline. But on par with what you're saying, when you look at 36-year-olds fighting 23-year-olds historically, they lose.
If you look at that matchup on paper, you would say Canelo would have won.
High percentage. Floyd's an exception to the rule. So acting like it's just a given, Floyd just did it. No, it's because Floyd was really that good of a fighter. Because most 36-year-olds to fight a 23-year-old champion.
Hold on. I just want to add something else. No, because you added your piece. I just wanted to add mine. Floyd is no average 36-year-old fighter or whatever he was. I think it was 36-23. He was no average 36-year-old fighter. Pound for pound, number one. Anybody was betting money at that time all had Floyd winning that fight. Only people that was picking Canelo was guys that were Canelo fans. People that was really into boxing knew that Floyd was talented and skilled enough to take him apart.
Fair.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying the 4-letter word, fair.
Yep.
That is very fair.
Hey, well, watching the fight, I knew Floyd was going to win. I just had hope for Canelo. I was like, I hope he wins, but I know he's going to lose.
But do you believe? Does everybody agree that Canelo has barely declined, or has more than barely declined?
Barely, bro. Barely.
A moderate amount. A moderate.
I'll say
25.
barely. I see other people decline even worse. If we're being honest, shit, Tim Zoo declined like crazy.
Josh Taylor.
Josh Taylor
was on the top,
of offense.
But also he didn't really live a boxer's lifestyle too. That's kind of expedited that process. Because I was talking about that before. I'm like, man, Josh Taylor declined at 30 years old, going on to 31. He started declining heavy.
And I got a question for everyone in the panel.
Hold on, one second, Carlos. Eden made a great point here. Eden says, what 23-year-old would you favor over Bivol, Usyk, Beterbiev? Those dudes are all around that age, and you wouldn't favor a single 23-year-old over them. Very, very astute point.
That's a good point you bring up, but I said historically. I didn't say right now if it was a 23-year-old fighting Bivol, Usyk, Beterbiev. I'm talking about what is factually documented and stated. When you have a young champion fighting an old champion, the old champion most of the time lose.
Yeah.
Brent, what could you say about Tio beating Loma? Tio was the younger champion fighting the older veteran champion.
And then there's an asterisk too going to Bam Rodriguez, who's going and conquering all these Hall of Famers too. So I mean, there's exceptions.
Yeah, he beat Estrada. Yeah, that's another one.
But it's not the exception. I'm telling you, we go and look at the history of champions is 23 and champions is 36 when they fight each other. The younger guy mostly wins. So,
yeah, Floyd's
I mean, it's fair
10,
you bring up a
10
hypothetical, but I was only talking based on actual historical.
Hold on. My brother Black and Brown said Floyd's a top 10 all-time fighter.
All-time great. So he don't even fit in that conversation because
he's a different conversation.
What up, Black and Brown?
Different conversation.
Black and Brown, get on down.
I got to give an introduction to Black and Brown real quick. The one and only Black and Brown Boxing. Go subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're excited that he's on the panel, slap yourself and your mama. Black and Brown, welcome to the panel.
Fuck Mirage.
Salute, boys. What up,
Salute.
man.
And can I get a fuck Mirage one time?
Oh yeah, fuck that boy. Hey, look, I don't have an issue with anybody picking Bud Crawford to beat Canelo Alvarez. It's gonna be a great fight. But my issue is the built-in excuses. Like, if you think the weight is gonna be an issue, well then pick Canelo to win. Don't even pick Bud to win. You know, because I hear people picking Bud to win, and then they throw a built-in excuse. Oh, well, if Canelo wins, it's going to be because of the weight. Nah, if the weight's an issue, well, then pick Canelo to win right now. Don't pick Bud to win and then throw an excuse in afterwards because you already know about the weight. It's not going to be a surprise. He all of a sudden gained hella weight. The weight's already there. He's already in a higher weight class, so.
The only excuse you give Bud for that is like he's trying to go for greatness. That's the only excuse people can give him. Though. You're right.
There's no excuse, period. The bottom line is you're moving up to fight another great fighter, and to me, it's all about, can you have the same reflexes and movement with your feet with the extra size? If you can't do it, you lose. If you can, you might win. It's just that simple for me.
Well, I like Black and Brown's point a lot. He made a very astute point. I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, we can't use anything as an excuse. And a lot of people are picking Bud Crawford, but want to have a caveat in the built-in excuse. Well, Canelo was too big. Well, this was that or that was this. No, we can't. Then why are you picking him? That's a very, very good point. And then I also see people picking Terrence Crawford, saying that, and they're not giving a real reason why. Terrence Crawford just moves different. What the fuck does that mean? Terrence Crawford built different. What does that mean? Terrence Crawford got that dog in him. What does that mean? Terrence Crawford nuts taste like cinnamon. What does that mean? So these guys got a reason why.
Why you being one-sided like Canelo fans don't be outrageous?
But you can't tell me anything else?
Nuke, why you be on one side that don't like Canelo fans and don't be outrageous too? Because I've seen it from both sides. Because I'm a person that that likes Bud, and I've never really had an issue with Canelo like some people had. I think Canelo is all-time great, but there is fans on both sides of the spectrum. This holds on a little delulu.
Break it down, Brim. Break it down. Talk to me. Tell me. Give me an example.
Oh boy.
So one
Man,
about this Bud. So they're picking Bud and saying what? That Canelo just washes Bud. That Bud can't. I mean, what?
The thing is, Bud is just trying to get the money, bro. If Bud was just trying to get the money, he would have fought McGregor. Because he was trying to make a shitload of money doing that. Now, don't get it wrong. He's getting paid handsomely, obviously. But that's not the only reason why this man is fighting him. He is not done. The thing is, they're subscribing things to Terrence Crawford that we have never seen from that man when it comes to him in the ring.
Could I cut in and say this real quick? And
Get up, Gonzalez.
also, Canelo fans are saying stupid shit like he ducked all 154. But he's fighting Canelo. Canelo was better than everybody at 154. So how am I ducking if I'm fighting a guy that's more dangerous than anybody at 154? Canelo fans say stupid shit like that too.
So I think when people talk about that, I think people are referring to it as a cash out, to my understanding. Like, oh, he's cashing out, just wants one big payday. And when they say that he wants a big payday in reference to Brim, when they say that he wants one big payday, you're right. He could have got paid $1 gazillion for a McGregor fight, but he would have got torched by the fans for taking the fight. But if he loses to Canelo, then it's like, hey, you lost to an all-time great. Who's going to criticize you for that? And not only that, he's going to get paid a crazy bag for fighting Canelo. Huge exposure. It's a win-win for Bud. He can lose the fight and still win because he's getting paid. And it really doesn't affect his legacy at all because the guy only fought one time above 147. Who's going to criticize?
Crawford's in a win-win.
Bro, I gotta disagree with you. I'm
gonna let Carlos go. I'm gonna let Carlos and Jiggly go after this. I just wanted to say one last thing. And if it was truly a legacy thing, if I'm in Crawford's corner, I would say you need to take a tune-up at either 60 or 68. I need to adjust you to that weight. It's just odd that you skip all that and say, screw that, and we just got to get this bag. It seems to me like you're in a rush.
Yeah. I want to add something to this. Solidus, you said that 150, he like ducked 154. How I see it is that when he whooped Errol Spence's ass, if you remember, Jermell Charlo was in the crowd saying, "No, I'm undisputed too." So, and Bud was talking shit to Charlo. So the path that we thought it would be, it was like, "Oh, Bud's gonna conquer 154," but that should never happen because Charlo decided to go fight Canelo, and then when Crawford saw Charlo fought Canelo how he did, he got disgusted. He didn't want to fight Charlo anymore. So it seems like his motivation at 154 went out the window. He didn't want to fight the young lions. He didn't want to fight the young bucks. So he just decided to go with the payday. And he says, well, if I beat Canelo, I could be three-time undisputed in 3 divisions. So that's just my just my take on it. But go ahead,
You don't think him wanting to fight the other last great fighter from his generation has anything to do with it before he goes out? Because they're both aging. Hold on, let me finish. Let me say this. They're both aging out. So it's like, he's the last great fighter from my era. I'm going to go ahead and fight him. It's a weight gap, but I'm going to still do it. You don't think it's that?
No. The reason why it's hard to believe that is because Bud Crawford has said for too many years that he'll never fight Canelo. It's a fight that can never happen. He would never go up that much in weight. He was saying that even up during the Errol Spence fight.
They both said they wouldn't fight each other. They didn't end up agreeing to fight each other.
Canelo has no reason to go down in weight to fight Bud Crawford. That makes no sense. So to say they both said that, it don't make sense. For Bud Crawford would be the one that would have to move up in weight to make that fight happen if it was a fight he wanted. And he's always maintained for years that that's a fight he would never take. And so it's odd that when the money comes around, you say, forget the tune-ups, forget everything. I'm willing to go for everything because it's right there. Now, look, at the end of the day, if he wins, if Canelo wins, Bud wins, credit to whoever wins, no excuses on either side. But you can't be mad at people for thinking it's a pump fake for a money play. It seems that way.
I can't be mad at him,
the only thing I would say is the reality of the situation is he's skipping guys for a guy that's better than the guys he's skipping. So that should eliminate people saying he's ducking 54.
Well, most people, hold on, one second. I'm gonna let everybody speak. I just wanted to say this. Most people would disagree with you, Solid. Most Bud Crawford fans. I've heard a ton of Bud Crawford fans that tell me that Israel Madrimov is better than Canelo, more skilled than Canelo. I've heard this. You go back and look at all the comments on my video telling me
IBF,
that
you know better
Israel
than that,
Madrimov is better than Canelo. Canelo can't lace up Madrimov's shoes. He has a slick style. Canelo too flat-footed. He can't do what Madrimov can do, and that's why Bud had a harder time with Madrimov. but Canelo's an easy fight for Bud. So that's what I'm
You
saying. It's
supposed to.
easy to say one thing, but it's a different
But
situation.
why
Is
I'll
you?
that
say this
But
and I'll
why
let
you
somebody else
accept the
talk.
lowest common
I'll say this
denominator,
and I'm
though,
done.
man?
You supposed to laugh. You supposed to laugh at nonsense like that. But go ahead. Go ahead, Brim.
Hey, I think
Yeah,
you
he be
guys were
bringing up the
talking about
lowest common denominator. We could
real
easily
quick.
bring
no,
the
I'm
lowest
bringing
common
up things
denominator
that
on
I've heard
both
a
fighters.
thousand times, Brim.
Yeah,
I
but
heard it
I've
a
heard
thousand
some of the
times.
things I'm telling you, I've heard 1,000 times. But the thing is, the reason why I think it's disingenuous for people to say, Bud, you're just trying to get a payday, because we know the backstory behind it. He said he wasn't trying to fight Canelo. You know, he did say that. But he gave the story on why he decided to fight Canelo. Bill Haney even came to him and said, bro, you could actually take Canelo. And he probably sat down and thought about it. Man, you know what? That man started at 140 him damn self. You know,
But
I mean,
Brim,
like nobody. Why can't nobody have a change of heart and a change of mind? It's like we gonna hold them to one opinion how they feel 4 years ago for the rest of their life.
No,
That
no,
don't make sense.
that's
but
not
Brim,
You'll be
it.
able to
Hold
tell.
on,
About
Brim.
done
That's
with
not it.
this.
Hold on, Brim. That's not it. He can have a change of heart. He can say, no, I really want to be great and fight. And I have no problem with that. I have no issue with that. I'm not fighting against that. I'm with you. If he feels like that's what he want to do, it's hard for me to believe because you said so many years that you're not going to do it. And it's hard for me to believe that you're going to say, I had a conversation with Bill Haney and that changed my mind on it. Who the fuck is Bill Haney? Fuck Bill Haney. Like, that don't make any sense for one. And then for two,
Probably don't
it's
make
not,
sense if somebody says they got confidence in their ability.
for two, when you move up that many weight classes, typically guys like to get acclimated to a certain weight before you jump off the deep end. I believe Andre Ward had 2 fights before he fought Kovalev or some shit like that, like
yeah,
2 tune-ups. I think that it's common for guys to try to get in some fights and a little extra work to make sure that I'm really trying to get my best version of myself in this fight. And it just seems odd that he's just not really looking at it. It's the way he's going about it makes it seem
yes,
odd to me. But look, could it possibly be a legacy fight where he's really trying to win? Sure. But to me, I'm not going to doubt anybody for believing that he's chasing a payday, because you can certainly look at it and see that you're not taking a tune-up. You're not preparing yourself. You're just sitting in the gym. You can overtrain. And not only that, you're sitting up here, since you're not acclimating to the weight, there's too many questions to be answered. You'd only fought outside of 147 one time. And you look like dog dookie. And so nigga,
and,
you're going to even move up even more weight classes, and just for the unknown, that seems like a money grab. Now, is it or not? I don't know. We'll come to find out when the fight happens. Maybe Bud shows up and shows us something. Let's find out. But I'm just saying, I can't
Do we have
bash
any
nobody
history
for
of Bud?
believing
Do
that.
we have any history of Bud not showing up for a fight?
Has
No,
he
that's
had
what I was
any?
trying to say.
There's a
Has he
reason Bud
had
didn't
any
That's
fight
what I was
Virgil
history?
trying.
Ortiz and ducked
Okay,
away
so
from
let me respond to that.
147,
Has he
bro.
had
There's a
any
reason for
history of
this.
fighting a guy the level of Canelo? No.
No.
That's
no,
the first time for everything. I didn't have any histories of fucking a fat bitch until I finally fucked one. But that's what happens. Sometimes shit happens. So we're gonna find out if he's really the guy he says he is, or he's gonna get in. He said, I ain't scared of shit. I'm
You
gonna
know
do
the thing.
this.
Well, he's
Talk
obviously
is
scared
cheap.
of
I've
Virgil.
seen a
You
lot
know
of
the thing I
guys get
push
up
back
in
on
front
you
of
the
that
most,
camera and
bro.
talk, say, I'm gonna get up here and beat this guy's ass and then get in the ring and move like a coward. So let's find out who Bud Crawford really is. If this really a money grab, or he's finna go in there and fight him like he do everybody else.
You know, one
That's what
thing
I
I
was
It's a
give
trying to
you
money
a push
say.
grab,
back
dude.
on
I'm
when
I
you
was
telling
say
you
trying to
right
say
now.
legacy,
That's
if he
why
it's a
goes in there
Bud
and
legacy
ducked
fights
fight.
like
Virgil for
Charlo,
so
if he
long.
goes in there and
Gave him
fights
all
like
these
Jermell
fucking
Charlo,
excuses
then
how
we
he had to
know
fight
it's
all
a
these
money
other
grab.
people.
But how we
Fuck
gonna
that
fight like
shit.
Jermell Charlo when Jermell Charlo can't even hold his candle? Jermell Charlo can't even make in-fight adjustments. The comparison is disrespectful. It really is.
If,
Oh
The,
my
the,
God.
if
Jermell
Brim,
Charlo was
it is.
if
undisputed at
Charlo don't make
154. I don't
in-fight
want to hear that
adjustments worth a
shit.
damn. Well, have y'all really watched
Brim,
those 2
Brim,
fights he had to have with 2
I
different
said
fighters?
if Crawford gets in that ring and fights like Charlo, then we know it was a money grab. If he does,
That's true. And it's not saying he will. It's saying if he approaches the
yeah.
fight that way, then you'll say, okay, this was just for a check. But if he's going in there really trying to put some smoke on Canelo's ass, okay, Bud is really on that legacy time and he's really showing up to show out. Then we
So
can look at it.
basically,
We're
wait till the
nobody's
fight.
saying anything about skills, Brim. All he's saying is if
Okay,
he approaches the fight in a similar fashion as Charlo, that's it.
So
got you.
basically, wait till the fight to find out for sure.
My
Because that's
biggest
the only way
pushback
you're really going to know.
My biggest pushback when you say it could be a legacy fight, the thing is, I think we're short-sighted on this fight because the truth of the matter is the winner of this fight is going to be long-term picture-wise painted as the fighter of the generation after Floyd.
I agree.
That's what it's going to be.
I
So
think so.
it's a legacy fight, whether you try to call it if it's one or not, because it is. Because in the history books, with 20 years down the road, this fight is going to have that significance on who's the fighter of that generation.
If you're
I
a
agree.
casualist.
I was never for the fight at all. I was against the fight 100%. Thought it did make any sense. But I've seen literally every pundit, trainer, boxing fan, fighter. I mean, people everywhere insisted that this is the only fight that has to happen. And if Canelo don't take it, he's a pussy. Bud Crawford's trying to go for legacy. So you've seen a lot of people saying that Bud's going to get a clean, easy win. So I'm like, fuck it. Well, I guess it's a legacy fight for both.
I mean, just like some people say, Bud has no chance he's getting sparked out in the second round. I mean, both again, like I said, there are Bud buddies and cinnamon sticks. You know what I mean? And both of them get wild.
Oh my God, bro. Say it again, Brent. Run that shit back.
I said Bud buddies and the cinnamon sticks, they both get wild. They both get wild. They put a fighter to the degree where rational thought sometimes don't equate. It ain't
repeat the cinnamon one.
Oh man,
cinnamon sticks.
The cinnamon got you. That's nice.
Yeah, the Bud buddies and the cinnamon sticks. You know, I got
my
mad
boy Brim on one today.
They're making some good brownies, I guess, bro. Fuck.
That's
got mad nicknames.
I add the cinnamon sticks to the hot chocolate man with the grandma on the front.
Yep.
I got nicknames for all the. I'm the one that came up with the whole Bud Buddy phrase. Nobody want to give me credit for it, but I'm the one that actually came up with it.
I mean, I don't think I've heard it, so yeah.
Funny,
I ain't got no pushback for that.
And I like Bud. The thing is, what made me like Bud because I was a neutral party again when it came to Bud and Arrow, but I just didn't like how they were. I felt like how they were portraying Bud and how they've been doing it for years. So I was like, man, you know what, Bud beat his ass. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man. It's a tough hill to climb, and we get to find out if he can climb it or not. But he showed climbing it against another great. So all the rest is the thing is, even though it's not on the same scale, but Norman and Bud, they're on completely different levels, but they're dealing with that resume talk. And resume matters, it does, but it don't fight for you in the ring. It can give you tools, but you still got to perform and execute in the ring against the person that you're facing. If resumes always was the end all be all, that means every person that had a great resume would be the winner every single time.
Yep. Antonio Garcia says, Solidus Knuckles has made excuses for the same reasons he criticizes Canelo for.
Hey, Nuke, did you notice that Ashley Knuckles got on for 2 seconds and notice we weren't talking about Benvidez?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I think Clavo knows this, man, that Ashley Knuckles really don't like to talk about much outside of David. I mean, am I accurate on that, Clavo, or am I off?
Bro, that's 100% because it's been a few times. It's been a few times when we're talking.
Drawn a world map over Benvidez's wrinkles on his nut skin.
Hey,
He literally has a world map of that.
Damn.
Guys. He had a doctor's appointment because he got to get the glaze pumped out of his stomach.
Oh my
Damn.
Lord.
JMA says, how can Brian Norman deal with the runner? Clavo, how can Brian Norman deal with Devin Haney if he runs?
Man, what? Just like y'all were saying, I was listening to y'all, man, and man, I mean, y'all are right. I mean, beating that Asian dude, man. That's, I mean, yeah, he did it in good fashion, but we haven't, like y'all said, we haven't seen him tested against those caliber fighters. Somebody that can move like Devin, man. Like you know, Devin, bro. I would never shame on none of his accolades and nothing like that. But whenever you fucking put a fucking lawsuit for assault and battery, dog, like you're a fighter. He's a fighter. You know what I'm saying? That right there just made me lose total credibility. But I'll give him credit for that. But I don't know how he's gonna do it. We haven't seen it. We haven't seen him with anything like that. I mean, I don't know if y'all have, but I don't know how Norman's gonna react to that. But at the same time, you know, who knows if Norman might have them hooks, bro, and catch a good one like Ryan did. So I mean, there's anything could happen. Again, this is boxing, bro. So anything could happen. It's an intriguing fight. I want to see it.
I don't understand how Brim has this confidence that Norman is going to be able to have an answer for everything.
I know something
Devin
that you
Haney
don't know. I know something that you don't know. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give y'all one secret. Because there's things that I don't know even, but there's things that I do know. And I'm going to give you guys one little bit of information that you might have not known about Brian Norman. Both hands, both stands.
But
no,
Brian Norman, Brian Norman ain't perfect though.
But you haven't seen it.
Are y'all friends? Like,
we're not going to pretend that Brian Norman is perfect. We're not saying none of that.
How do you know? How do you know these secrets? Like, are y'all close? I'm just asking. Like, honestly, bro, I'm not talking shit.
Like, truth be told, me and C, I rock with them heavy. Me, like, I've been rocking with Norman since before he was signed with Top Rank. That's how long I've been watching.
So you saying you've been watching them? You just been watching them, but like
no, but
you ain't...
also his pops is my guy. His pops is my guy. That's my guy. It's my guy.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's my dude right there. Nothing but love for him.
They're
Nothing but love.
Oh shit.
I don't know about all that. No, because if he makes a move that I don't think is the right move, in private, I would tell him, hey, bro, I don't think that might have been the best move necessarily. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they doing what they doing. They controlling their career, and I support them. You know, win, lose, or draw. But this is a challenge.
So you definitely go with Norman on this. You got Norman
I'm
on this?
riding with Brim on this one, bro. We're going Norman all the way. We need some pillow.
Oh yeah,
bro.
we need.
I got Norman too, but like.
Hey, Brim, I got a question. What was your take on when Boca Chica dropped Norman?
Oh, Boca Chica, Norman was a little bit lazy at that point and caused him to do that, and not in the right positioning as well. Now Norman don't make no excuses. So when I say this, don't say nothing like, oh, he making no, because he never said nothing about it.
I'm listening.
Them hands was broke in that fight. Hands was broke. That's why he had surgery. But there's no excuse. The fight went the way it went. I mean, he was starting to take control of the fight when it happened, when the no contest and all that happened. But at the end of the day, there were some things that anybody who was watching the fight and anybody who's a judge of boxing can have question marks about. It's fair game. I'm not a Norman fan where I'm delusioned by it.
Man, I just want you to share your secrets, bro. I just want you to share your secrets, bro. I want to know.
But Brim, I
just told you something.
Brim, I need some.
That was it. I thought you had more than that.
That's all I'm giving.
Well, it was just
so there is more. So I'm right. There is more.
Brim is like a
absolutely. But the problem. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I need you to answer this question though. But when he fought Quinton Randall, he won the decision. So you saying that he about to destroy Haney, but Haney got more accolades than Quinton Randall.
Yeah, you are absolutely correct, and that is a fair assessment. But let me tell you something. I remember right after the fight when we was talking to Senior, right? One of the things that we noticed, man, you're smothering your work. You ain't creating the distance so you can be able to get the range for your punches. What do you think they was working on? What do you think they go to the lab to do? What all these fighters do is to work and improve. And that young man has worked and improved on his craft. But the fact remains, and this is being a boxing fan first, the fact remains is that some of the skill sets that Brian Norman Jr. has, the public and the world has not seen, and it's fair for every single one of you guys to question it. I'm telling you this right now, as a Norman supporter and rocking with the camp, it's fair for you to ask that question. But I'm telling you this, my confidence in what he can do and what I've seen from him and what I'm going to have another opportunity to see, Lord willing, as he goes into this fight with Devin Haney, it's going to be fun to watch. Y'all going to get a chance. I feel like it's a coming out party.
So he's equipped. So he's equipped for the reflexes. He's equipped to try to catch him. So he's ready, is what you're saying.
He has no choice but to be. You know what I mean? He has no choice but to be.
I mean, look, bro. You know what? I don't have nothing against Norman. I actually want him to win. I need him to win. I don't want to see these sugarfoot fighters anymore, bro. Because it's the same thing over and over again. So I hope you're right, especially what I'm saying. But I just want to know, you know what I'm saying? How's he going to handle this?
Okay, well, here's a key component I want you to understand. One of the things that Devin Haney has had the privilege of and to take advantage of is the length and the size. And see, he's not a good inside fighter. So when he has that length and size, he can be able to punch and clinch and keep you from doing any work on the inside. So when you have a dynamic where you're only a half an inch taller, than the fighter you're facing, and that fighter he's facing has a longer arm reach, some of those advantages you have utilizing your jab may be taken away because you don't have that. Then on top of that, if you try to make the clinches, I don't know if Devin Haney will be strong enough to keep Norman from breaking the clinch to be able to engage on the inside. So there's a lot of dynamics in this fight for both fighters that we have not yet to see. And that's what makes this fight that intriguing. Because both fighters are facing something they have not faced before.
Yeah, both fighters ain't good on the inside.
Devin Haney chooses to fight the same fight he fought the last fight. It ain't gonna even be about Quinton or anything.
If Devin wins,
running around
if he fights that fight, he's done for. If he fights that fight, he's done for.
Hey, Brim, I think the key here for Brian Norman to win is to cut the ring. Because the last 3 fights, he has stoppages. He stopped these guys. But these last 3 fights are not Haney. Santillon
They
during
all come
Cuevas
forward
and
fighters, so you was not seeing them.
What up, Hit
yeah.
Kid?
What's up, Hit Kid?
It's been we're talking.
Hey, what's
Hello,
up,
Lev.
kids?
Hello, everyone. We're
Hello.
talking.
We're
We're
talking
talking.
actual boxing. We don't have fucking
Yeah,
ashy
yeah, yeah.
knuckles on some
I know,
bullshit.
I know.
Yes.
We don't have any of the fucking idiots. We're talking Norman Haney, aren't we?
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
Hit kid.
There.
Are you convinced that Brian Norman can cut the ring off on Devin Haney?
I can't say that with good heart. I can't. Here's the deal. If Norman cuts the ring, this is a proving ground fight for Norman. We're not convinced until we see it. I don't, because this is, as much as we bash Haney for his running, and that is fact, Haney is the best pure boxer that Norman has been in the ring with. And I think we can all agree on that. And he's definitely the most accomplished fighter Norman's been in the ring with. So overall, if Norman cuts off... If Norman cuts off the ring, I think Norman can definitely get Haney out of there, because I don't see Haney's power carrying. It didn't carry at fucking 140. Let's just be all real. It doesn't carry at 135.
Yeah, that's facts.
It doesn't carry at 140. So he's got no chance of outpowering Norman at 147. I don't care what anyone tells me on that. Haney's going to look to box Norman's head off. But the problem is he going to be a Jerry, which might be very likely. I think if Norman catches him, Norman can get him out of there. And I would like this to be a Norman showcase, because then if Norman beats Haney bad style, Norman moves up, the boots Norman fights now, a mega fight.
Boom.
I agree.
So I am going to be supporting Norman. I am going to be supporting Norman in the fight.
Wait, I do want to deviate a little bit and say one thing that I said earlier. I talked about Phantom boxing and the fact that he's saying that Bud Crawford looks like a steroid monster and juice to the gills. I know Hit Kid wanted to debate Fan, and I know Clavo didn't really like Phantom boxing, but
Man, he blocked me.
What was it? He was still saying Deontay Wilder was the best heavyweight on the planet.
No, can I give my take real quick?
Yeah, Gooch, go ahead.
Okay, I wanted to go back to Terrence Crawford. Now, people keep talking about Canelo slippage, but nobody's talking about Crawford slippage. Now, this is why. He looked like a monster against Spence, right? And
Right,
before that
Virgil.
fight, before he fought Spence was dragging his feet. He went out and got a tune-up. And I think once this is what I believe. I think once he beat Spence, his mind was set on conquering 154. Now, he got into the Madrimov fight, and I think he realized his body's not responding the way it used to. I think there's slippage there. That fight proved it. And I think that's why he didn't take a tune-up before fighting Canelo. Why wouldn't you take a tune-up before the biggest fight of your career? Because
I can tell you why. Because after the Madrimov fight,
Well, Crawford only fights once a year.
Hold on, let me finish.
Let him finish.
He didn't take it because he didn't want to fuck up the bag, and that's what I think. I think Crawford's great and all that, but I think it is a cash-out fight, and good for him. You know what? I don't fucking blame him. But again, everybody talks about Canelo slippage. Crawford's got his slippage too, man. I think he got old overnight in that Madrimov fight.
I think Gooch is on the money.
Gooch, the only caveat to that is Crawford only fights once a year, regardless of his whole career. It's what he does. So
I mean, since 2020. Since 2020.
Yeah.
And the thing about Crawford, like I can't believe him, because at the simple fact you said that you couldn't move up to Canelo's weight because he's too big. But then if you actually analyze the whole environment, that's the Canelo hating team. That's the Canelo hating Avengers. You got Andre Ward, Shakur, Timothy Bradley, now Crawford, and sometimes Mayweather's in the mix. So it's kind of like, man, they just want to dethrone the face of boxing currently. So I can't really believe what they're
And Teddy
saying.
Atlas.
Teddy Atlas as well.
Oh, and Rick Glazer.
Yeah, bro, let me just say that I think it's a fucking damn shame. I'm just saying, like, it's a shame that this fight is happening, bro. But what I've been seeing more anything online is basically like racial tribalism. Some people are talking about this. That's the only fucking bad thing about it. Why can't we just enjoy it? I mean, this is actually pretty. Despite two of the best of this era get it on. If you really think about it, bro, this is actually a true. What happened?
You should expect tribalism of this nature of a fight of this caliber. That's to be expected.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm hating. That's what I'm hating about it. And what I'm saying is, we just need to enjoy it, bro, because this is one of the greats. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a good fight. Both, you got both sides going for each other. You got the people saying Crawford's gonna beat South Canelo, vice versa, bro. But if you really think about it, this is a true pound for pound fight for Crawford.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is this is the real definition. This is Let's see if my skills at 147 are as good or better than your skills at 168. This is true pound for pound shit right here.
Can I give a
Well,
hot take? Can I
yeah,
give a
yeah.
hot take?
And one second hit, And Clavo, here's the thing about it though. We don't got much time for Canelo and Bud left, so we definitely need to enjoy both of
Appreciate
these
it.
fighters while we got them.
Exactly.
Can I give a hot
Yeah.
take? See, I still have Usyk and Inoue, pound for pound 1 and 2. Okay, you can always
Yep.
put that order, and I think that will keep even after this Canelo Crawford fight. I'm going to make the case though, and if anyone disagrees with me on that, due to inactivity, not fighting this year and all that, I think the winner of this Crawford Canelo fight is going in third place.
Yeah, no, that's what I exactly thought.
Above, because if the third fight would have happened between Bivol and Beterbiev, I would have said that. But no, I think the winner of this Crawford Canelo fight takes third place in the pound for pound list.
I agree, Hit Kid. I agree.
Does anybody?
No way they get first place. Fuck that.
Does anybody agree with Crawford slippage?
Yes, I agree on that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's there, bro. The power isn't
I
there.
partially
Your
agree
power
on
wasn't
that.
there, nor your speed. Your speed wasn't like it used to, like it was at 147. It
Reflexes
really wasn't.
either.
Yeah, true.
Hey, I got a hot take.
But hold up, I gotta push back on y'all just a little bit. Can I push back on that just a little? I'm gonna
Yes,
shut the heck up at this. The one thing that
give it to me, baby.
The one thing I push back on that is we've watched. I don't know about y'all, but I watched about 3 or 4 Maginot fights before that Bud fight. Right? Maginot fought in a way that he had never fought in his career. Complete herky jerky
Okay,
to
so they give the
avoid
same
being
excuse
counterpunched
for
by the
Skull versus Canelo.
What
counterpuncher.
does that have to do with it?
No, it's not an excuse. It's just that he had a good game plan and he fought a completely different style from what he normally does, and the adjustments had to be made on the fly. Doesn't mean that there's no slippage from Bud, but I think it's a tad bit overstated because when I watched Maginot fight against Verge, you know what I saw? A person stuck between 2 styles. And that's why he got his ass whooped, because he was stuck between 2 styles and he didn't know which style to stick to.
So you're talking about Madrimov?
Well, here's
he's trying to give the
so that means wait a minute. So that tells me
It's
that
not
Bud,
an
you should have had
excuse, bro. The results are the
you should have had an
results.
easier fight.
Hold on. If you're going there, then I'm gonna go with
Skull versus Canelo, right?
The guys
Skull
that
didn't fight that way in any of his fights ever.
The guys that Canelo's been fighting they're there for a bag. They fucking run, they tuck tail and run. So how's he supposed
I
to look
agree.
good? They're both.
I agree. Let me tell you something. When people talking about the Shiraz knocked down Berlanga and Canelo couldn't. Bro, Berlanga went into that fight against Canelo to survive. He went in that fight with Shiraz thinking he can beat him, and that's why he got his ass knocked out.
Hold on, and please don't take this as like I'm chewing anyone out here. The argument then you're making for Bud, in a sense, is invalid because they do the same. But like, it's invalid for both guys. You see where I'm coming from? Because fighters fight different fights because they're intimidated of the status of the opponent, pretty much. Crawford,
that's true.
Crawford.
Hold on, hit. I hate to do this to you, Brim, but let me go ahead and drop that bag.
I don't know how you say that. I don't know how you say that's a body bag when I agree in regards to the Canelo aspect. So how is that a body bag when I agree on both sides of the coin? But y'all can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at.
Yeah, because pretty much
you can't subscribe a thought on me that I don't subscribe to.
Fighters change their thing because of the status of a Bud Crawford, of a Canelo Alvarez. You could make the same case when they fight Naoya Inoue, how fighters change their game plans just to survive. And you can make the same case of, Alexander Usyk.
I got a hot take. I got a hot take. If Canelo beats Terrence Bud Crawford, shit, bruh. Does he has a better resume than Alexander Usyk? Is he like more?
No, I can't give you that. Not a chance.
So?
No.
But the name factor, though.
Bro, Usyk got his belts on the road, bro. He went to their homes. He fucked their bitch in their houses, bro, and took off.
On rematches.
And also name factor, Carlos. Come on. Tyson Fury, former undisputed heavyweight champion in the world.
I mean,
Anthony
unified.
Joshua, former two-time unified world
Unified.
champion. Let's just go. Like, do
Yeah,
we need to?
Tyson Fury never go down with the
He went undisputed at cruiserweight.
But Hit Kid,
And
to defend Crawford, he was the first one that put the double undisputed in style. He was the first man to do it
on the weakest run ever.
I mean,
Usyk is just great.
Usyk's run is much greater. Usyk's run is much greater.
Usyk is pound for pound personified.
Anouilh's run is better than Crawford.
Better than Crawford.
Well, the thing is about that is because Anouilh had he had two guys to go through basically because they were unified, So and Bud had a fucking run, fucking overseas and all this shit, some bullshit,
Well, hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's turn the table. Hold on, let's turn the tables. Hold on. What if Crawford beats Canelo? Does that give him above Usyk?
Oh,
hell no!
It'd be free undisputed. It would be free undisputed.
It's debatable. It's debatable as hell.
That is debatable.
I think if Crawford pulls the upset, which I don't think he's going to do, I'm very clear. I'm picking the duty. I'm picking, Canelo to stop Crawford. I've always been up about this. But if Crawford pulls the upset, I'll be honest, and this ain't a knock at Anouilh Usyk. I'd be hard not to put Crawford number one. Triple.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause it there. I'm gonna give my thoughts on this, and then I'm gonna pay some bills because I know you guys are not gonna agree. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I could give a fuck if you agree or not on this one, but the fact that everybody's rated Terrence Crawford so high, basically as the favorite over Canelo, saying that Canelo's trash, washed, all of this, can't do this, can't do that. If Canelo beats him, he deserves to be in the conversation for pound number one. I'm sorry. If Bud deserves the conversation, Canelo deserves the same thing because they're looking at him as the underdog. They're slandering this man's name every fucking 5 minutes like he's garbage and trash.
Who's looking at him the underdog? The sports books don't say he's the underdog.
Hold on.
Put yourself in the body bag.
I just want to say
the sports books don't have Canelo as the underdog.
Let's not even forget about the intangibles as well. The height and reach go to Bud Crawford. The speed go to Bud Crawford. People recognize him as a better boxer than Canelo. So they're also looking at all the intangibles and everybody else picking him, saying Canelo's declined just enough. It's in the stars for everybody to believe that Bud Crawford is the guy they want to win, and they believe he's much better than Canelo at everything. So then what the hell are we talking? I've heard people, experts, boxers, actual trainers said that he can knock out Canelo Alvarez.
But hey, to add on to that,
they were doing the same thing with Jermell Charlo, though.
I agree with you, Jiggly. I agree with you. They said that same shit.
Did that with Jermell Charlo, man. I knew Charlo was
after Canelo beat Charlo, they walked all that shit back and act like, we never said that. We never said that. We never said that. I hate that shit.
Man, Canelo, we knew Canelo was going to beat up on Charlo, man. We just thought Charlo was going to have some nuts, and that's the reason Charlo had no nuts. He turned into Giselle's own.
Here swearing up and down. It wasn't going to happen like that.
Time y'all using the lowest common denominator to try to make argument points, bro. Stop using the lowest common denominator.
No, hold on. Clavo, do you remember the lead up to the Canelo Charlo? Do you remember a lot of fans and pundits saying they can see Charlo beating Canelo?
Yeah, bro. Especially because even Jamal, even both brothers were watching him, and they say, "Man, I could beat this motherfucker Canelo." I mean, since that, basically, they've been wanting Canelo to see him since then, bro. So it's something that's been brewing for a while.
Hey, Nuke.
And hold on, and Gooch, let me ask you this, Gooch. Did you see a different energy switch up after Canelo beat him? Everybody was acting like it was a cherry pig trash. Did the energy change?
That's always the story. That's
me with this lowest comment.
Hold on.
Brim, so you're saying you never saw anybody going for Charlo? Like at all?
I saw a few people, but those ain't nothing but the nut holes.
The nut holes. That's a lie, Brim.
No, I saw a lot.
I've seen some, but those are the usual BBC boys.
No, let me tell you a comment that I saw. No, hold on, bro. I saw comments saying that, oh man, Canelo pussy, instead of fighting the 160 Charlo, he's fighting the 154 Charlo. But Charlo's still gonna beat it. He's still gonna beat his ass. Canelo fucked anyway.
That's a dumbass person to know what the fuck he's talking about. That's a dumbass person to know what he's talking about.
There's a lot of them. There's millions of them, though, bro. You should know that.
That's what you're missing,
American boxing fans are
people believing
exactly, bro. I agree. I agree
Hey,
with you, but that's
Majority of the
and that's the
boxing
point that
community are pushing that in that direction.
that's the point that you had a lot of these people saying that you really did. I saw it.
Can I
So,
say?
I'm sorry.
Well,
I gotta say this
Cravo,
real
let me
quick.
real,
I
tell
gotta
you
say
what
this.
I saw
I gotta
going
say
into
this.
this fight.
Let me say this real quick. I'm
I
sorry. I
thought
respect Yusuke,
Charlo was. Oh, go
but
ahead.
if Canelo beat Crawford, he will have 2 undisputed
You could just say,
champions
"I
in his
love
resume.
IBF."
This dude gotta have 22
I
world
love
champions
IBF.
beaten in his resume. I love Yusuke, but Yusuke doesn't have those accolades.
Hold,
He
hold
doesn't.
on, hold on, hold on. Look, the problem is that most people hate fucking winners. That's why it's not just
Fact.
the African American fans; it's also the Mexican fans that hate on Canelo. And why? Because he's a fucking winner. The guy has the best resume in fucking boxing. You know, he hasn't won them all, but that's okay because he chooses to fight, whoever's in front of him. Whoever's in his fucking way. That's the fucking problem. People hate winners, and that's what
you sure?
frustrates
Are
me.
you sure about that?
Sure about
Yeah, he
what?
Positive.
does.
He fights everybody that's in his way.
He does, bro.
Oh,
He
don't
does.
start
Come
with your
on.
fucking
Oh my
You better
God,
be
David
as
what,
shit
Benavidez
solid
Bro,
as
shit.
you
bro, bro,
fucking
Because
bro,
David
asshole.
bro.
Benavidez has ducked 10 fucking
bro,
world
bro? It's been
champions.
going good so far, man. Don't fuck it up,
Come
please.
on,
Jesus
solid
I'm
You're gonna
Christ.
get
begging
Ashy
y'all.
Hey,
Knuckles back up in here.
y'all said
Come
that
on. You gotta be solid.
people that was picking Charlo to beat Canelo were delusional. So
They
we're talking
were.
about Canelo. So
And
I
they
guess
were.
I use
Hey,
Canelo
bro,
again.
flawless.
So when
Hey,
they
bro, the
announced he was
wrestling.
fighting Bivol, people that was picking Canelo were delusional, right? Anybody that know boxing knew Bivol was going to win, but
I knew
people that
Bivol.
picked
Most
Canelo were
I
people
knew
don't know
delusional,
he's a
Bivol
right?
was
cherry
gonna
picker.
Actually,
win.
no.
If she go
Wait a
boxing,
minute. Wait a
hold
minute.
on,
Were
hold
you
on,
here when that happened?
Hold on,
Let me
everybody.
let me
Let's
Were
say
get
you
this.
some
here when
order.
No,
that
Let's
happened?
Bravo, let
get
me
some
ask you
order.
this.
So everybody, hold on, everybody. Let's get some order so everybody can respond to Solidus. I'm gonna go to Clavo first. Before I do, I just want to say, how many rounds did Charlo win compared to Canelo? Canelo looked like he washed Charlo, and
That's not
Canelo
my
won at
point.
least. Hold on. Solidus,
But
relax.
but
It
it's a
looks
good
like
point.
Canelo washed Charlo, and Canelo won at least the first 4 rounds against Bivol. That's all I'm
Hey,
gonna say. But
let me
Oh,
ask
and that's
Clavo. Let
according
me
to
ask
Bivol,
Clavo.
and that's
Hold on,
according to
Clavo.
Solidus.
Bivol.
You
Hey,
asked your
Clavo.
question. I'm gonna go to Clavo.
Hey, Clavo.
Go
So
ahead.
when they announced Bivol and Canelo was fighting, people that really understand boxing, did you really think Canelo was going to win that fight, knowing
No,
boxing?
I
Like
didn't.
I understand
But
you're a Canelo fan. That's cool. Canelo, yeah, that's fine. But you didn't think he was going to beat him, did you?
no, I did not. Bivol, no.
Okay.
Bivol,
All right. All
but you
right.
had a lot. Hold on. But you had a lot of people saying that this was a
Love you
cherry
too.
pick. A lot of people cherry pick gone wrong.
That's not a cherry pick.
Cherry
That was
pick.
And
fucking.
it's not
Yeah, a
it
lot of
never
people
was a
was
cherry
saying
pick,
it.
bro.
That's
If you have a brain,
But that's
hold
the
on. If you
problem,
have a
though. But
brain,
now me and you can agree on this. That's the problem. A lot of casuals are talking. People that
Oh
knew boxing, they weren't saying that was a cherry pick.
look. So
but
No,
look.
no,
what is
hold
but
on,
what
hold
does
on,
this
hold
have
on,
to
hold
Too
on,
many
hold
too
on,
many
hold on, hold on, hold
casuals.
on. A lot of
I think
people
the
that
but
knew
what
problem
is this?
is
boxing.
What's this got to do with
we
the
listen to
Charlo
too many
fight?
casuals.
But what does this have to do with the
What's
Charlo
up?
fight? What does
Nah,
this have to
because
do with the Charlo fight?
you're saying that a lot of
Bro, you
fans
got
were delusional. A lot of people were delusional for Canelo too, for thinking he can beat Bivol. It's the same thing.
Not a lot. Hold on. First off,
No,
Because
the
because
Bivol
anybody who
Bivol
picked
Canelo.
Canelo beating Bivol is
Bivol was a
delusional.
50-50 fight.
Hold on. Let me hold up on
Wasn't a
this.
cherry
That
pick.
Canelo's
wasn't really the point of that
hold on,
conversation.
fellas. Hold on.
Nah, he said millions of
No,
people were
I
delusional.
know.
It could
Hold
be
on
applied to that too.
One second. You're not delusional for believing Canelo could beat Dimitri Bivol at that time.
Oh my
Canelo
God,
was
bro.
only 2 rounds off from getting a draw, 3 from winning the fight. And
Corrupt.
we're
Nigga,
talking
they
about
had
a
it
Canelo
118.
Alvarez.
They had it
Hold on.
118 to 110 versus
Hold on.
Golovkin.
Wait a minute. Solidus, let me finish.
Oh my
Damn.
God, bro.
Damn. He won 4 straight rounds against this man. 4 straight rounds.
Oh my God.
4. He only needed 2 more for a draw. 3 to win.
Zerto
What are you
didn't
talking
win.
about?
Zerto
He
didn't
couldn't
win.
knock him out. We
The
already
third,
because
know
the
that. So
favorable
it's not
the
scorecard. Let's
out
keep
of
it
the
a
realm.
bean. It
Hold
was
it,
9-3 at
I'll,
best.
I'll just say
9-3
this.
at best.
Let me
Favorable
finish.
scorecard. Keep it a bean.
Hold on. Let me finish, fellas. Let me finish. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that Canelo could have won. Whether you had him winning or losing is
You're talking about what
irrelevant.
happened after the fight
Dude,
was announced.
Let me finish. So it's goddamn, you worse than Ashy Knuckles. Let me finish.
You
Only
t-
thing I'm saying is it's not out of the realm of possibility that Canelo could have beat Dimitri Bivol because he wasn't far from it, even though he gassed out. It didn't matter if he gassed or just got outboxed. Maybe he got gassed because Dimitri Bivol was so great and he made him gas. It does not matter why he lost. The point being is Canelo Alvarez could have won the fight. And I even going into the fight, I was one of the only few people saying, hey, I think this is a very hard fight for Canelo. I think it's a very tough fight. I think it's 50-50. I think Canelo has a chance to win, but I could also see it going the other way. I said that before the fight, but you're not delusional to believe that Canelo did not have a chance. The man just went undisputed in a weight class he was undersized in. And Canelo Alvarez coming. Hold on, let me finish. And then Canelo goes into the fight and rips off 4 straight rounds. If Canelo could have continued that pace, he would have won.
Yes.
So to say delusional,
I can't use the asterisk for Haney, but you can use the asterisk for Canelo. There we go.
Stop interrupting me.
With the cap.
Hold on. Let me finish. So my point is, you've never seen that from Charlo to make that comparison. This is why the comparison is for a dumbass to make. Charlo didn't go in there thinking he could win the fight. Hold on.
Bro, you talking too much, bro. Come on, man.
Hold on. Charlo went in the fight like a coward. That's how he went in the fight. He fought to survive. He didn't go in there to try to put the smack down on Canelo and do nothing. He didn't do that. Canelo went in there to win. And Canelo's a better fighter than Jermell Charlo historically. So people were delusional. Hold on. Canelo's never lost to somebody the level of a Brian Castano.
No. That was a robbery.
So let me ask this. Let me say this.
Canelo, hold on. Let me finish. Canelo's never lost to somebody the level of a Tony Harrison. So when the fact that you make this dumbass comparison don't make sense, it seems like just another way you just trying to come out here and put smut. It don't make sense.
You said I was using the asterisk on Haney, but then you're doing it for Canelo. Canelo went into that fight with Bivol. Hold up. Canelo went into that fight. Hold up. Canelo went into that fight. Let me say this. Canelo went into that fight with Bivol, confident he can beat him. Then when he loses, all of a sudden, all this extra shit you're saying, come on, bro. And the point I'm trying to make is, Charlo, people that thought Charlo was going to beat Canelo were delusional, just like people that thought Canelo was going to beat Bivol are delusional. That's my point.
What shit did I say?
Nah, Bivol did this, he did that. Nigga, just call it spade a spade. He lost the fight. It's that simple.
No, be specific. Be specific. Bivol did this, Bivol that.
Tell me the extra shit that I said. No. Strap on your nuts and tell me the extra shit that I said.
You said Canelo was daring to be great. It's okay that he lost. He was fighting a guy bigger than him. You could have just kept it real. You could have kept it real and said, you could have, nah, this is what's a fact.
That's a fucking fact.
This is what's a fact. You could have kept it real and said, hey, he lost the fight, so it is what it is. He gets excuses, though.
But what the fuck, dude?
He gets excuses.
Was he not daring to be great?
Oh my God.
No.
I mean, compared
to the issue is. This is what the issue is. This is what the issue is. This is what the issue is.
Hold on. I was trying to be nice to you today, so I was really trying to be nice.
Nah, it ain't about being nice.
Dude, Solid Steve's got his asshole on fucking Devin Haney's fucking pillow face.
No. You did this shit to yourself, Solid. You know all the. Hold on, everybody. 1 second. Hold on, 1 second. You know all the race baiting we have on him is because of a sensitive pussy ass bitch like you, Solid, that comes on here and talks that shit. No. Just hear me out, Solid.
Hey, it's easy to talk shit behind a computer screen. I can't get offended by that. It's easy to talk shit behind a computer screen.
Just keep it 100 with
bro, you've gotten offended with way less.
Pussy ass bitch behind a computer screen, bro.
Bro, you've gotten offended with way less.
You sucking this. Hey, bro, you sucking this nigga dick behind a.
Hold on. You come on here like a fucking bitch every week, acting like somebody took your cookies. You the biggest victim in this bitch. I seen you on the comments yesterday talking about why is there talking about black fighters on this video with Ryan Garcia? What are you, the fucking police of the fucking comment sections, bitch?
Man, you the bitch ass nigga that don't even show yourself, bro.
You lost your mind, Solidus? What the fuck you talking about? And you can't tell me shit about boxing.
Fuck you,
ain't no Timberwolves fan.
Bro.
Hey, are you a fan of losers? Ain't no Timberwolves fan can tell me a motherfucking thing about
Where's
no
your
fucking
face?
boxing.
You don't show your face either. So what the
fuck are you talking about, Solid?
Hey, that's cowardly, bro. That's cowardly, bro.
I need the floor for 1 second.
I got more receipts for you. So you talking about this is more proof for being anti-black in the video because people talked about Devin Haney and the entire video was about Ryan Garcia Latino and you getting offended because somebody mentioned Devin Haney, you's a bitch. You shouldn't even be worrying about no fucking
Nigga,
Devin
you
Haney.
sucking
You
this
sitting
nigga
here
dick,
holding
bringing
this
this
man's
nigga up.
nuts. Don't
You
make no
get these
fucking
niggas. Hey,
sense.
so these
You
niggas get a
working a
pass for
job is
hating?
just to talk about
Oh,
another
that's some bitch
man.
ass shit,
The
bro.
fuck's wrong with you, son?
Hey, you
Damn,
lucky you got
Nuke
flunkies
a
that's
different
loyal to
breed
you, bro.
today.
Everybody know you a sucker,
Nuke a
bro.
different
No, you
breed
a
today.
fucking
Everybody know you a sucker. You
sit
lucky
here
you
and
got
act
flunkies
like
that's loyal to you,
everybody's
bro.
gonna ignore you being a race baiter, bro. You do this shit every live.
Nigga,
You
who
do
I
this
call
shit
a
every
racial slur?
live. The
Who did I
whole
call a racial
conversation
slur?
revolves around you
Who
and
did I call a
Haney's
racial
nuts.
slur?
It's you and Haney's
Nigga,
nuts.
you crashing out
Every
on
5
me.
minutes,
I'm
it's
laughing at
you
you, bro.
and
Nah,
You're
Haney's
talking
nuts.
tough behind the
That's all
computer
we
screen, bro.
heard.
I can't take that
All we heard.
serious. I can't take.
No, it's you and Haney's nuts. That's
It's
it.
you
The
and
whole
Canelo's nuts.
conversation.
Nigga, you
The
got
whole
Canelo's dick in your mouth
conversation.
right
Oh,
now,
you
nigga.
forgot you said the
who's gonna
taco
send the
community.
You
N-word?
You
Wait,
gargling
what's
said
Canelo
the
semen
nice
right
and
now.
shit. And when we brought it up to you, you fucking lied
Nigga
about
got
it 3
Canelo's name
times.
tattooed on
I
his
don't
ass.
remember
Nigga, you's a
saying it.
fag,
No, I
bro.
didn't saying it. No,
I'll
I didn't
just
Hey, the
remember
F
prove
and
it
saying it.
right
IBS
Oh,
now,
stand
did I
for
really
fag,
say
nigga.
it? Like, you know what the fuck you said?
And they
Stand
just
on what
called
you
him an
stand on.
effing
Don't
Fuck
be a
out of here with that
bitch.
shit.
unbelievable.
If I said taco
Crying like
community, I
bitches over
stand
a
on
little
that shit.
racist joke.
cried over a little racist
Get
joke.
the
I just
fuck
made a
Fuck
out of
out of
here.
racist
here.
joke. Who cares? You know,
I'm talking about
racism. It's
boxing.
all
He go
good.
into this rant. He
May
go
I,
into this
may
little
I
crash
please
out
speak
rant.
for 1 second, please?
Nigga,
Go
what
ahead,
I say
Brim.
that
Go
what I
ahead,
say
May I
Brim.
that was
speak for 1
racial.
second? 'Cause, I mean,
Hey man, you gotta
Dude,
stand
shut
on
the
what you
fuck
said,
up, bro.
Solomon.
Bitch ass nigga.
Kick him off the fucking
I,
panel.
Yeah, it is funny.
Yeah, it is
Solidus, you
funny.
lost me on the back end, but on the front end, I didn't get a chance. We went way past where I was calling Nuke cap, because you know where he was capping at when he was talking about the football fight. It was around from being a draw, man. Listen,
Whole
as
ass
great as
nigga
I
be
know
lying, man.
Canelo is, he has always gotten favorable scorecards, and let's not
Hey,
pretend that
hey,
he don't. Because
Solomon.
the fact of the
Always?
matter,
Hey,
that fight was
hey,
Hey,
Solomon.
9-3
IBS
Okay.
and Canelo dick
easy
sucking. That's what
Okay.
they
work.
niggas
Okay.
is.
9-3
Hold
easy
on, Brim.
work.
Fat nigga
Hold
hide
on,
The
behind the
cap
computer
hold on,
screen
Nuke.
talking
everybody.
shit.
Hold
Nuke
on.
got a
Hold on.
9-3
Brim want a piece of
easy
this.
work, and you
Hold on, Brim
cap
want
it.
a piece of this.
Cap.
Starter
Cap.
cap.
Hold on, no.
Starter
Hey,
Brim,
cap.
IBS, you a
cap.
Canelo dick
Cap
sucker,
that
nigga.
9-3
fucking hat,
easy
Brim.
work
That's why
the
your baby
ball.
mama don't
Capping
fuck with
right
you
Easy
no
now.
work.
more,
Cap
Capping
bitch.
that
right now.
Biased
hat, Brim.
tribal Brim.
So how
You
did
capping
Canelo
right now,
lose?
Brim.
So how did Canelo lose?
Hold on. I'm talking to Brim. Hold on. So you're calling Cap on what rounds? What were you saying, Brim?
Bro, you basically said that he was around the way from making it a draw. Yeah,
I
because
said he
the
was 2
No,
favorable
he
rounds away
said he
from a
was
draw.
2
He
IBS,
rounds
won
away
you's
two
a
from
rounds,
making
bitch
it a
5
ass
draw.
rounds.
he
liar,
lost
nigga.
I said he won 2.
9-3
Hold on. So
Are you
you
kidding?
have to
9-3
open the bag and shut the fuck
clean.
up when a grown
Bro,
man's talking.
Nigga, you ain't a
that
I
grown
ain't got
man.
Canelo
time
You
had
for
a
to get
you.
kid,
favorable
nigga.
You
scorecards.
got to shut the
It
fuck
doesn't
up when
change
I'm
his
talking.
greatness
I
that
ain't
he
You
got
a
no
get
time
kid,
for
favorable
a
nigga.
little
scorecards.
bitch
And if
sitting up
you
here acting
deny
like a
that, you
victim.
attack
If you stood
Jesus.
on what you stood
Bro,
on
he
and you
got
You
a
a
said that I
kid,
was
nigga.
getting
fluid.
shit, I'd
Come
have
on, he
respect
get
That's why
for
your
you.
favorable
baby
But you
mom
don't
don't even
stand
fuck
on
with
what
you
you
no
scorecards.
stand
more.
on. So you want
Lame.
to act like a bitch, I'll treat you like a bitch.
Oh man.
So
Keep it a
please,
beam, my
Brim.
brother.
Fuck out of
Damn,
Hold
what's
here.
on, Brim.
happening,
Fat
bro?
nigga hide
Bro,
behind the computer
hold on,
screen calling
Brim. I
somebody a
told you
bitch.
he
Fuck
was
out of
2
here.
rounds away. I told you he was 2 rounds away from a draw. I didn't say 1, I said 2.
Cap.
All
Hey,
right.
2.
Can I?
Nuke.
But
Your
wind it
bitch
back,
ass should go
you
back
deaf
and read the
motherfucker.
All right.
scorecards.
Do you not remember what I said?
No, he
I
did
said
say that.
2.
He said it was 2 from a draw, 3 from a win. He did say that.
Hey, Nuke,
Yeah.
let me give these guys facts. They think that Canelo got beat as bad as Zulu Ramirez. Zulu Ramirez got watched by Bivol.
Thank you.
Look at the
Thank
card.
you.
Hey,
Look at the
Thank
Canelo
card.
got
you.
washed too.
Thank you.
115,
Hold on.
113
Fuck that. I got to
Canelo.
put the body bags up.
Body
Let's put
bag.
the fucking bags up. Then you ain't
Damn.
Canelo
on
Dick.
no
Hey,
shit.
this channel is
Sit
called
up here and
Canelo
sit
Dick
around
Sucking
and
Yeah.
Central.
capping.
Yeah.
Want
To be fair,
revisionist
watch
history and
12 more
shit.
Bivol
Get the
against
fuck out of here
Cyril.
with that dumb
That's all
shit.
you're
Excuse me as
allowed
I
to
go
say
find
now,
me a
huh?
bigger
IBS,
cap.
you's a
I
hoe
gotta
ass
go get
nigga,
me a
bro. I
bigger
swear.
cap to
Hey,
put
let me tell you
right
something
now.
against
I
I
Cyril.
need
promise.
a
I
bigger
promise you
cap
that.
right now. Yo, Nuke, I gotta go get me a bigger cap right now.
uh,
Fat
I gotta
fuck.
go get me a bigger
nigga.
This nigga left.
Hey, look at the
Can I
scorecard
quickly
for
take it?
Julio Ramirez. 117,
Can I quickly
111.
take it off
Bitch
subject?
made,
118,
this bitch made
110.
ass nigga,
What
man.
are we talking about here?
Can I
Nigga,
take it
I'm
off?
talking about boxing. This fuck ass nigga talking about I brought up race. I
Hey,
didn't say
which
nothing on
Bro,
the
you
whole
don't
show
need
You
to
you
put
racial.
did
that
all them
shit on
fucking
And
his
I don't
titles
give a
on
record.
race
fuck
on that
about no
Ryan
fucking
Garcia
Mexican
video. You
crying
on there
about some
crying like
racist
a little
jokes.
bitch.
Bro,
Give a
you
fuck
You
don't
about
sitting
need
there
that
to
shit.
acting
put
like you didn't say
Yeah,
Fuck
that.
is you
solid
talking
is
You
about,
sitting
good,
up
nigga?
there
dude.
crying
do
like a
that,
little
bro.
bitch in
I'm
the
talking to
comment
you
section. I
straight up.
seen
Nigga
your
ain't no
shit.
bitch over
What the
here.
fuck
Fuck is
wrong
you
with you?
talking
The
about, nigga?
comment police.
You're a
You got
You
bitch.
your
lame?
flashlight out talking
You
about
lame, nigga.
everybody talking about
Yo,
racism.
Luke,
I'm
Hey,
not
if
Nigga,
no
I
I'm the
seen
comment
racist.
you.
police, you the
I
dick
whooped
police,
your ass.
nigga.
The
You
fucking
the
hey,
dick
yo,
flashlight
police. If
Luke,
ass
I'm the
out.
I did see
Fuck
him do
wrong
one
with
to
Pick
you?
him
Maybe
from the
jiggly, but I'm
manor.
jiggling on your fucking bitch ass fucking
for
face,
real,
dude.
you the
Oh,
dick police,
leave.
nigga.
Damn.
And shut your meth head looking ass up.
Leave the fucking panel, please.
I guess
Just
This
so
so,
I
shit
can
dude.
is
move the
lit.
panel.
Oh, junky
Hey,
motherfucker
You want to
talking
show
hey,
my
shit. Shut the
face, but
fuck
you're
up.
complaining he won't show his
Solid, why
face?
you tripping?
Fucking
Because
fake
he
ass
talking the
motherfucker.
truth.
Dirty looking motherfucker, caveman looking
Hey,
motherfucker.
y'all think that Canelo
Solid
Hey,
is
Alvarez
look.
man,
can
To
that's
have
be
man
honest,
matchup
look.
power.
with Julio
I
Hey,
look
Ramirez?
I
solid.
did
Is
it.
that
I
first,
did
bro?
see you bring up
You
the
did
whole
come
shit on another
about racial
panel, bro.
slurs,
Come
bro.
on
That's
now.
why we're
Nigga,
talking.
was
That's
I
what we're
calling
talking
people
about.
out their names saying racial
No,
slurs
Fucking
bro.
where
You
I could be
network.
really
no,
certified?
bro. You bring it
No.
up
All
every
right then.
time.
Miss me with that
Now,
bullshit.
Nah, it doesn't fucking matter.
Shut
You
that
have
bitch ass
comedians
shit up,
talking about
nigga.
racial ass shit, and now
You always
you're
talk
acting
about
like you have
nasty
it.
booty
That's the
tickle.
shit I'm talking
Fucking
about,
booty
bro.
Nigga,
You
I'm
need to
tickle.
not.
go back
What
to
did
the
I?
Nasty
live,
booty
and you need to
tickle.
What
go
am I
back and
denying?
listen on how
He's
many
a
times you
victim.
brought
What am I
racial ass
He's
shit
denying?
a
up.
victim.
You done
We're
brought
talking
racist
about
shit
a
up so many
victim.
times. You must
What
have
did I
forgot.
say?
Source of
Okay, I
all the
brought
You
it
video
up.
tags
victim.
you
So
can't
if
You
I
find.
brought it up,
victim.
you would know what I said, right? What
You're
did I say?
victimizing yourself. Yes, sir. You were talking about,
Victimizing
bro.
myself. All
You were
right.
talking
You're
about
All
a
that
right.
you were
Check this
victim.
out.
dealing.
Check this out.
You were dealing
You're a
with racial
victim.
You got
comments
it. Okay.
in
What
the
did I say
chat.
that was racial?
You're
What
a
did I say
victim,
that was
bro.
racial?
You're
No,
a
No,
I
you
victim,
said
bring
it
it
bro.
so you
up,
know it.
bro.
What did
You're
I
a
You
victim.
say?
bring
The
it up
taco
every
community.
time.
You said the taco community. Is that
What
not
else? What
racial?
else? What else?
You
What
didn't say
else?
that. You didn't say that.
No. What else did I say?
Did
That's
you
one
say
thing.
it
What
though?
else did I say
And what
racist?
else did you say? Did you say it?
No, 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 no.
But
What
did
else
you
did I
say
say
it?
racist?
Did you
Nah, answer
say
my
it?
question,
I'll
I'm
nigga.
say
What
it
else
right
did
asking
I
you a
say
now.
racist,
question.
You
Did
nigga?
said
you
that
say
almost
taco
everyone
community or
has
What else
not?
white
did I
people
say
as
on the
their
Did
panel
you
that's
say
political
it or
racist?
class.
not?
You
Yeah, that's what
overbring
I
it up
thought.
every
That's
That's what
what
I
I
time.
thought,
thought.
nigga.
Shut
No,
your
I'm telling
bitch
you right
ass
now,
up.
you said
You
Bitch
came
everyone
ass
here
has
to
their
nigga.
say some
political
racial and I
opinion
showed
that
you.
Fuck
black
out of
And you
here.
can't even fucking
damn.
say nothing
Bro,
about it.
You ain't even
And
got
most of
evidence
those
I
same
said
niggas
this
that
Sitting
shit.
out
say
here with this
anti-black
Fuck
shit
out of
emotional
don't
here.
hurt
shit.
them, dude.
I'll bring it up.
You're
Not
fucking
that,
weird.
but
Whole ass
Fucking
nigga.
stand on what you
not the
want to stand
You
comments.
on.
Gamble,
motherfucking
gamble.
weird
Bro,
ass boxing
Yeah,
panel,
man.
nigga.
Fucking
bro.
That's why they
like
call your
it's
ass the
days like
KKK
this
of
where I'm
Then
boxing.
like,
get the
damn, is
fuck out of
Ashley
here.
Knuckles better than
Did they
you?
just mention the KKK? I don't believe
What you
this
do better
chat.
than me?
The KKK. And he said he's
Everything.
not doing
You
racial
suck.
stuff. What the fuck?
Okay, Solidus. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Just
You always
leave.
bring up
Leave
Fuck
that
and
out of
go
here
shit
with
find
that
another
every
And
shit.
you
channel.
time.
fucking
He
hate
don't
this
know who he's
channel so
talking
much you
to.
can
He
fuck
must have
out
thought
of
I was
here.
one of y'all.
Get the
He don't
fuck
talk.
off
He
the
don't say
panel.
anything to
Just
me.
leave. You're doing more
I'll
damage to
say it to you
yourself.
New,
first.
kick
That's
him
Nigga,
you
you
off.
don't
right
say you
there,
don't talk.
buddy.
You don't say anything to me.
Dude.
You can other
New,
funky
kick
ass
him
niggas.
off.
They'll let you say
Oh
whatever. That ain't
God,
gonna
you
work with me,
Kick
stupid
him
hoe.
off.
No, but
Kick
I'm
him
saying
off.
Solidus. Now I'm not saying it's the whole thing with
man.
Get
racism.
rid of
All
the
I'm saying
You're a
is you
weird
KKK.
ass
bring it up
Nigga talking
motherfucker,
about
bro.
nigga talking
all the
about I'm
time.
racist and shit. Can't even say what I said
Bro,
racist.
you bring
You
it up
just said
every
the
time. Every
KKK,
time. Oh my
Solidus.
god.
Fuck out of here.
Did you
Come
not
on.
just say KKK shit right now,
Oh my
bro?
god.
No, what I said was
Yes,
people call
you
IBS the KKK of boxing.
fucking
There
That's
you
what
liar.
I
go.
said.
Then
IBS
what
know
the
what I'm
fuck,
talking
dog?
about.
Come
You know
on.
KKK
what
is
I'm
a
talking
race,
about.
dude. We know the
He's
KKK
not
is racist.
telling
You
you
know this.
shit for
Come
boxing,
on
bro.
now.
Come on.
Wait a
No, so
minute,
What
niggas
you
ain't
Solid.
trying to do?
listening.
Hold on,
Stop
Solid.
you.
Hold on, Solid. Who calls me the
Solidus
KKK?
booty tickle.
Nah, you know.
Who?
I
I don't
did
know.
my
I'm asking
research.
you. Who calls me
I
the
did my
KKK?
research.
Who?
I did my research. You know what I'm
Okay,
talking
you did
about.
your research. Who calls me
Nigga,
that?
people been coming at you saying you was racist. So
Who?
we know what time it
Who?
is.
More victims? More fucking
Nah, it
victims?
ain't you
More
ain't
fucking
victimized.
victims? I
You
don't give
ain't
a fuck
victimized
what a
nobody to be
victim
called nobody a
say.
victim.
Check my receipts. You can
I'm
see
sitting
that ain't
here.
no fucking KKK, ain't no racist shit over
I'm
here, none
sitting
of that.
here
So
talking
hold on,
about
fuck that.
boxing.
So let's
I
clear
make a
this up.
factual point about
So let's clear
Canelo.
this up.
You
Let's
crashing
clear
out.
this up once and for all. Let's
Nigga,
clear this
take
up
that
once
nigga
and for
dick
all.
out your mouth. He don't even
Okay,
know
hold on.
your ass.
Let's clear
Probably
this
wouldn't
up
even shake
once and
your
for
hand if
all.
he met you.
Let's clear this up once and
Solidus,
for
bro.
all,
First
Solidus.
of
Lame
all,
as
Do you
hell, bro.
you
hold on,
bring up
Solidus?
all
Open
this
the
shit
bag
You
and shut
lame.
the
every
fuck up.
channel. Every
Solidus,
channel, bro.
let's
You
clear this
bring it
up.
up
Do
every
Nah,
you
we're
think
not
channel.
I'm
clearing nothing
racist?
up, bro.
Do you
We going
think
to
I'm
class. We
racist?
going to
Hold on,
class.
Solidus. Do
Every
you
Ain't
think
nothing to
I'm
channel
clear
racist?
talks
up.
about this. You
Do you
contradict
think
us
I'm
every
racist?
channel.
Nah, I don't give a fuck if you are. What I'm saying is, I made a
Hold on, but
factual
you
point
can't
about
even say
Canelo
it.
and you
You
crash
can't
out
even.
like
You don't
this.
give a fuck if I am.
Okay,
I'm
Information
asking
so
you,
we're
every
gonna
so
have
am
to
I
channel.
racially
clash
biased
then.
or not? Yes or
Solidus,
We're
I'm
no?
gonna
telling
have
you,
to
fall
clash then.
victim in all
I'm
the
asking you a
channels,
question.
bro.
Am I
That's
racially
No,
biased or
hold up,
not?
hold up. Your Your bitch ass decided to crash out over me saying something
Told
about
I
you.
didn't
Canelo.
crash out. I
Bro,
changed
that's
your
dick
bitch ass
sucking,
over
nigga.
some shit
This
you
all
said.
started over
Over some
Canelo,
shit you
nigga.
said
I made a
all in the
factual point
comments.
about
You
Bivol and
gonna get called
Canelo,
out on
and
it,
then
bro.
here
I'm
you
not
are
gonna let
coming
you
with
sit
this
and walk
shit.
around here
Then here you are
and
coming
talk
with this shit.
crazy and
Talking about I'm
reckless.
the
This
comment
You
guy,
police.
the
Nigga, you the
comment
dick
Devin,
police,
police. You
Devin
got
nigga.
your
Haney's nose. You
flashlight
know what
and
you know what to
whistle
do.
running down the comments talking about he said this about a black fighter. He said this about a Latino fighter. What the fuck? Who are you? Put your whistle up, bitch.
Nah,
This
bitch, you
dog
the dick
seems
police.
a
That's what
Ain't
fucking
I'm
nobody
weirdo,
crying
saying.
in your
bro.
comment
Sitting up here
section.
in they fucking feelings. The fuck
So
we
if that's
talking
true,
about? This
if
shit don't
that's
make no
true, then that
sense.
means you
Sit up
accept that
here
bullshit
blowing
they
the
saying.
whistle. He said something about Devin Haney. He talked about Haney. Don't talk about Haney when you talk about Ryan Garcia. You didn't say
Hey,
that.
you wanna know how I know you
You
lying?
didn't say
It
that.
was
Hold
about
on. You
Tank.
didn't
It wasn't
say
even
that.
about
You
Devin
didn't
Haney.
say
Lying
that.
ass.
You didn't say that.
Nigga, it
That's
was
what I
about
thought,
Tank. It
bitch.
wasn't about Ryan. It
That's
wasn't
what I
about
thought.
Devin Haney.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Cause you
Keep
said
grouping
it
me with
and you
Devin
act
Haney for
like
some
you
reason.
didn't. That's why.
Keep
That's
grouping
why I
me with
called
Devin
you a
Haney.
bitch. That's why I pulled your card
Told you.
today just
Hey,
to
that's
show the
okay.
whole
It's not
world
this
you racially
social media,
biased on
bro.
some
Can I
This
bullshit.
social
share one
media.
thing before
Told
y'all
you.
finish
This
That's
social
all
arguing?
this
Can
media.
I
shit
share some
was.
of y'all finish
Anybody finna get
arguing?
mad about
Can
getting
I
called
share
a bitch
some of
on
y'all
This
social
finish
is
media?
arguing?
dissolid.
You know what
Because
This
time
is
it
why
is.
because I
this is
get called
why
a
you
lot of
lost
names
all
on
your
here, and I
credibility
don't give
because
a
you're a
shit.
professional
Somebody just
victim.
called me a moon cricket in the chat, and I don't give a fuck what they call me because what they eat don't make me shit. I don't give a fuck what people think about me. Don't mean nothing. At the end
So
of the day,
tell this
we here
bitch ass
talking
nigga
boxing.
IBS to
What
follow
they
those
think
same
about me,
rules.
they talk about, oh, you a racist. These people don't know me, so it don't fucking matter what they think. They can talk to their faces blue. I'm here to chop it up with Nuke, to talk boxing with all the panel other people,
All right, yeah,
talk
let's get
about
back to
boxing.
boxing.
I
Fuck Solidus T.
don't watch
No, but
boxing
this
based
is
on a
what
skin
Solidus
pigment.
does,
If
bro.
anybody subscribes me to that,
Solidus
it
does
don't matter to me because
channel,
I know
bro.
myself,
I've
and what you
seen
think
it.
of me don't fucking matter, dog.
Okay, look,
You can
let's
call
get
me a
back
Get
to
moon
back to
cookie, you can
let's
call me
boxing.
get
Let's
back
whatever
to
get
you
back to
want.
boxing.
Solidus
Fuck
too.
you and the
That
horse you
guy's a
came on,
weirdo.
bitch ass nigga in the chat.
Hold on, let's get
That's
back
all I
to
gotta say to you.
hold on.
Fuck you and the horse you
I've
came
got
on.
something.
You
I've
called
got
me a
something.
moon cricket. No, somebody in the chat called me a moon cricket, so I want to address him. Fuck you and the host you came on. You don't know me. My favorite fighter all time, top 5 is Little Hands and Stone. He's the reason why I watch smaller weight classes. I don't watch boxing for skin pigment. Don't subscribe me to your fuckboy shit. I don't operate that way. So you can eat a dick up to your hiccup, bitch nigga. Facts.
Oh, fuego
All
I
right,
don't know
reverse.
his word
let's
that
get
Hey,
much.
back to
IBF,
boxing.
you can eat a dick
Hold on.
up
Let's
too.
get back
Hey,
to
my
boxing.
boy. Hey,
Let me get
I'm
these
back in
chats
my
in real
boy.
quick, and then we'll finish our topics. El Caesar says, I think I got El Caesar's next. El Caesar says, all right. Since it's a debate smoke panel today, let's get it right now. Brim versus Solidus T, Haney versus Norman. Brim, do you and Solidus want to debate Haney versus Norman?
Now
Fun or no?
they want to pit us against each other now.
It's just a
Nah,
question.
Oh,
what
well,
the
first of all, if
heck?
you
All
going
right,
for Norman, you
again, bitches.
Fucking
against me no
victim.
matter where. I mean, if you going for Haney, you against me no matter where you at, though. Just to
Bro,
be on the
it's
real,
not
because this is
personal.
boxing, right?
It's
Yeah,
just boxing
personal, dude.
talk.
All right, we could do that.
Oh, now you
Fucking
good.
victim.
Nah.
If you picking Haney, you against me, dog.
You
If you
picking
say
him,
it
yeah?
like that, yeah.
Why is Haney gonna beat Norman then?
Well,
He
like I
don't
said
know.
earlier, I think if Norman can't knock him out, I can see Haney beating him on points.
Now, what if I told you Norman don't have to knock him out to win? So if Norman peppers that grill piece and if Devin Haney don't like it, that bicycle gonna get real. And the thing is, it's going to be about the terms of engagement. He dictates the fight. And the thing is Devin Haney gonna be to dictate the fight on the back foot without the reach advantage, or is Devin Haney or is Brian Norman gonna be to cut off the ring and not give a fuck what Devin does and be able to place proper, patient pressure and do what the fuck he want and dictate the terms that make Devin Haney uncomfortable?
Or is
Well,
Norman gonna throw a good punch and
like you
Devin
said,
Haney's gonna
Norman's
win
never
his
fought
fights
nobody
going
with
ropes
the
rope like a
toolbox like
parry?
Haney, so we'll see what
And
kind of
Devin
challenge it
Haney ain't
presents.
never
But
been
I
in
believe,
140. Ain't never fought with
hold
nobody that can thump.
up. I believe that if Norman, now what you saying, if that happens, okay, yeah, he might beat him. Okay, he cracks him. He got him scared of the power. Okay, yeah, that could happen. Don't rule that out. But if he's unable to do that and Haney has the toolbox to get around all that, I believe Haney will win on points. That's how I think that fight will
Fair,
go out.
fair that you can say that. I will say this: who has
Hey,
Devin Haney
solid.
fought that can crack outside
Hey,
of
solid.
Ryan Garcia?
If
For
can
real,
I
for
add
real.
something real quick? Can I add something too real quick? Um,
Sure.
why Haney had to be on the back foot against an old ass Jose Ramirez?
That was some
I don't
bitch
feel
ass shit.
confident.
Exactly.
I don't feel confident him going with Brian
Solidus
Norman,
T
who is
still doesn't
young and
have an
strong.
answer for that.
He
He doesn't.
doesn't.
I already told y'all I did not like that performance. That
I
was
know you
lackluster.
don't like
I
it, but you
already
don't have
told
an
y'all
answer
that.
for it.
Why
Why
And
keep
did
you
you
know
asking
do
me
what
it?
else
that?
about that performance?
It
You know
was
what
a
else
poor
about that
performance.
performance? It shortchanged Devin Haney because
Yep.
he needed to actually be able to get back in the ring and get that experience of getting hit, being able to utilize his skill set, and just going back in a straight line is not the defense that you want to adopt against
Brim,
anybody that got any type of feet and any ability to cut off the ring. So he shortchanged himself by fighting that way as well.
Can I follow?
Yeah, because he could have went out and gave a
Can I
fucking
follow
fat
up? Can I
performance. He
follow
could
up
have
on that
stopped.
point?
He
Yes,
could
sir.
have stopped Rodriguez. He could have stopped him easy.
This is how, and here's the answer why Devin Haney had that horrible performance, the runner man performance, which it was against Ramirez, who was
He was shell
passionate and
shocked.
fucked, because he has the fear of death in him of what
Shell
happened in the
shocked.
Ryan Garcia fight happening to him.
That
Let's
yeah,
just be honest. He has a fear of getting hurt
yeah, he
again
does. He
in
does,
what
bro.
happened in the Ryan Garcia. And if you fight with fear, I'm sorry, it's going to come around and it's going to get you knocked the fuck out.
Hey, hey kid,
Yep.
you know what's
That's
ironic?
that.
Hey kid, you know what's ironic? Ryan Garcia got the same fear too. When he gets dropped, he
Yep.
don't.
Oh yeah, he goes into a shell.
That's
That's
a
Yeah,
what
good
happened in
point.
the Roman
That's a good
fight.
Yep.
point.
That is very. There is something I wanted to get into, and it's a little topic if it's all right. Just from just because I weren't here to recap on the first live this week, last week's boxing.
Say what you got to say, Hit.
Why the fuck is Bias
my
Brim
boy,
shirtless?
he called him
What
Bob
that's what I want to know.
Brim.
Every time he shows,
Whoa.
why are you having on a shirt?
I need to ask everyone. 1, Usyk is greatness. 2, Bam Rodriguez is greatness. Okay.
Woo! I like it.
Great.
Okay,
If anyone saw that Bam Rodriguez fight, I'm dead serious on this.
bro.
You know
That's
how
crazy,
people are
bro.
wondering You know how people, it's a real good question. People always ask who's going to be the next great Latino fighter after Canelo
Bro,
leaves
it's
the sport.
banned, bro. It's
How many
banned.
times have we seen that? You know, people put that question. Who's going to be the
Hey,
next great?
Hickett, I got a question for you,
Who's the
Hickett.
guy?
Who's
Hold
younger?
on, Carlos.
Go
Hold
ahead,
on.
go ahead.
I'm proposing mine. I would say that is going to be Bam Rodriguez. I dare anyone
Well,
to
yeah, I
argue with
would
me
say
with the
that
resume
too.
he's doing and the way he's doing it and his age. Third thing, how fucking garbage is Mario Barrios to rob Manny Pacquiao in that fight? I had that as a robbery.
I
thought
don't
Pacquiao
have it
won
as a
that.
robbery, hit kid.
No, he
I'm
got
sorry.
brought back
It wasn't a
I
real
don't have it as a
fight.
robbery, hit kid.
Barrios lost
That
that.
wasn't a real fight here,
Barrios
kid.
lost that fight.
Hey,
Pacquiao
Barrios
wasn't in
lost
on
that.
the.
Manny
Barrios
should have won
lost
that
it. I
shit.
would
Pacquiao
call it a
wasn't no.
robbery because I
Hold up,
looked
guys.
at the bout
Pacquiao
numbers
wasn't
throughout the
in
fight.
on the fix. They told Barrios take it easy, don't
It
throw
wasn't a
punches. Because when
robbery.
Mario Barrios with his nose smash and all that, he still throw punches. In this fight, he didn't throw no punches. They
Hey,
said, "Listen,
I'm
make
intrigued
the
though.
fight look interesting. Don't try
The
to hurt
worst
Pacquiao. We'll
champion.
give you
I
a
want
draw.
to
You
see
can
the
keep
worst
your belt."
Brim,
That wasn't a real fight. That was a glorified sparring session.
If it was a fully fixed fight, I would get that as well, and it wouldn't surprise me without dirty and shady PBC are. Okay?
Yeah, look.
PBC is the
Hey,
shadiest of the
who do you
shady.
guys got? Who do you guys-
The truth is, though, Barrios did lose that fight.
I
Hey,
had
He
it
did.
Barrios
7-5
lost.
for
I thought Pacquiao
Pacquiao.
won too.
I had it
Barrios
7-5
versus
for
Hey, Hickett,
Pacquiao, but
I
it could have
agree with
gone
you.
either way or a draw.
I had it 8-4 Pacquiao. I don't know.
Fuck
How,
you.
Jiggle, you
Let's
just
Who do
think
you
it
guys
was a
got?
close
Barrios
fight. Could have
versus
gone either way.
Rolly. They fight. If they put Barrios and Rolly, who do you guys got?
Rolly, give me Rolly.
Oh, hold on. They're
Rolly.
talking about Rolly and Manny or Rolly and
The
Ryan in a
fans
rematch.
lose.
Yes.
The fans lose.
I'd rather see Rolly fight
I'm with
Barrios.
you,
The
Brim.
two trash
Hey,
champions
Carlos,
fight
what was
each
your
other.
question?
Hey, Hickett, I got a question for you. And actually, I agree with you with the Bandman Rodriguez leading as one of the faces of the Latino community. My question to you is, who's younger, Bandman Rodriguez or David Benavidez?
It's Bam Rodriguez.
And who has better accolades?
Bam Rodriguez. That's the,
Damn.
no. And please don't think it's
That's
me
the truth.
bashing on. Please don't think this is a me bashing on David right here.
Oh,
The
it is.
truth is, when it's something which makes me laugh though, when people ask who I think the next great Mexican fighter is, it's Bam over David any day of the week if you're looking at the
Bro,
resume.
of course.
people really glaze
Well,
David.
no,
They
you
glaze- This is the glaze we talking about David. This is why I call people.
If you're looking at
fucking
resume, it's
glazers of
Bam over
because
David
they really
easily.
think he's the next guy.
I would
He's
still
not
put
the
Virgil
next
over
guy.
David.
Look, let me tell you guys too. David is not a star. He's not a twinkle in the sky. The next star that could be for the Latinos.
Listen. I've been dead adamant on this, and I really mean this. And I don't know where Brim stands on David, but I really mean this. I think Benvidez beats Anthony Yard. Okay. I think because I think
I
Yard
got Benavidez for that fight.
I think Yard is past it. Look at the performance against Lydia Nava. It was god awful, that trilogy fight. It was one of the worst fights I've watched.
I got it 60-40 for David.
Yeah,
And
I have
crazy.
Benavidez as favorite, but I need to make something abundantly clear. Benavidez, in my opinion, really badly needs stoppage in that fight. He can't win that fight. I know people want to say. I know people want to say. No. Here's the thing. I know that people want to say that Benvidez needs to just keep winning. In my opinion, he needs to stop in that fight.
Look. He's a cookie monster for a reason. This is why I call him the Mexican cookie monster.
God.
Bro. Them hands is break. They ain't knocking out. They eating.
They crumbling. They crumbling round one.
If he can't stop, in my opinion, a washed
Hey, can I make a point right now that no one's ever mentioned that Ashley Knuckles refuses to mention?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna make a point right now that's fucking just gonna crush his fucking whole thing.
Go ahead. I want to hear this.
Okay, so when Benvidez enforced his mandatory for that fucking Bivol fight, he had a fucking broken hand when he wasn't even able to fight so-called to September.
You're
But
right
he
on
wanted to get
that.
that fight in July. So he called that fight in July for that fucking mandatory, which he couldn't even fight. He couldn't even fight it. That's the
true.
fuck that pissed
That
me
is
off.
fact.
He couldn't even fight the
That is a
fight,
fact.
but he got the mandatory in the email bout for that shit. That's what pissed me off the most.
What did
And
I say
Ashley
about
Knuckles never doesn't want to mention
WBC? What
it.
did I say about
That
WBC?
motherfucker has a broken hand.
By the way, it's Benavidez.
Nuke, what did I say about the
Yo,
WBC?
Nuke.
Yep, you
I'm
called
sorry.
him
I'm
garbage.
sorry to interrupt 1 second, Nuke. I know just free reign and all that, but there's a couple people in your chat that if I met them face to face, I'd probably beat the shit out of them. I'm just being honest. They're saying some shit for me because I don't roll like that in any capacity. Some of the shit they saying is unacceptable, and if I saw them face to face, I'd probably break a couple of limbs. I'm just
Hey,
being
feel
real.
free.
I'm just
Hold
being
on,
real.
Brim.
Weren't you
Hold on,
Watch your
Brim.
weren't
mouth,
you
Drop
weren't
guys.
you
drop their
saying a
names,
Watch
little
your
Brim.
while
mouth
Drop
ago
and
their
to
watch
names.
what
brush
you
it
say.
off?
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth and what you
Brim,
say.
drop their names.
Watch your mouth. If you gonna do it to the wrong person, you might lose your life.
Brim,
Brim,
drop
drop
their
the
names.
names.
Stop playing
Drop
with
the
people and
names.
talking the way you talking.
Brim,
Oh, he's
drop the
talking about
names.
me.
All right, I'm
You
gonna
got
tell you the first name. I'm snitching. I don't give a fuck because I ain't in the streets, bitch ass clowns. McNutt, get him the fuck out of here. Get McNutt.
McNutt?
McNutt.
No, yeah,
Where he went?
I'll get the channel up.
Oh, okay, because he was
Hey,
breaking
just
up
a
for a
couple minutes
second.
ago,
Then
you're
he
saying to
disappeared.
brush it off.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
hear the last part. It was a breakup.
I'm sorry, but like, if Benvidez can't stop Yard,
But
terrible
that's
luck.
the thing, though. That's the thing. He can't, bro. Look. We've seen it, and look. I've seen fighters like great, good fighters like Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney move up. They don't have stoppages. Look, Benavidez the same way. He's moved up, no stoppages. So I'm not gonna bank on David to stop anybody because I already know that's not his stop, bro. Especially up there with the big boys. And then, we talking, people talking like, oh, he could fight, oh, Bataya or Zuder at cruiserweight, bro.
Oh, he has
He ain't
no
gonna get
chance
shit.
against Giant Serdo. Come on,
Bro,
mate.
he got no one up there.
Let's
Yeah,
be
bro.
real.
So,
David has no
and
chance
look,
against Giant
I was
Serdo.
the guy that was talking shit about David. Remember, I was like, oh, Calvin Smith and Yard, he should have take these fights. He should take another fight after the Morrell fight. Remember, I was calling him like the next undisputed interim champion, bro. I was telling him this shit, bro. But look, clearly he got a world title by Amazon. The Amazon
Oh God, here we
Yep,
go.
I knew it. I
Here
knew
we
Ashy
go.
Evans would come
I
on
had to
after
call the
fucking
devil's
Firmus
name.
Benvidez. Fuck
I
you,
had to
Ashy.
call the devil's name. Here we go.
Oh,
did
bitch.
I started it up, I
Hey,
think.
look, man.
And you know what, man? If your boy can't
Whoever,
stop Anthony Yard, he's
whoever,
tough.
and whatever
I've
your
been
name is,
waiting. I've been waiting.
whatever your name is, that need to go ahead and put the razor to that bed. Look here, man. I ain't been on the show fucking 5 seconds, and there you go slurping me off.
Yeah, because I've
Didn't I
been
tell
waiting
you,
to
man?
destroy you.
Look, if you want to join the line,
Razor
just let me
puppy.
know, man. God damn, I know you love me.
Well, hold on. This is a debate show. Ashley, can we get you and Jigglypuff in a David Benavidez debate right now?
Look, man.
Real
Any
quick,
man,
we
Oh,
listen,
I'm
man.
gonna
Listen,
destroy him.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna destroy
debating
him.
any
Let's
man
get it.
that call himself
I'm gonna
Jigglypuff.
destroy him.
I'm not even trying to debate him.
hey,
So
Yeah,
you
I know he
ducking
doesn't want to
Ashley?
debate me because
So
why
The
am
you
I gonna
ducking
word,
beat his
Ashley?
mouth?
listen, man, is
That's
Is it
an
a
no
duck?
excuse,
nothing,
right? That's
nothing
what he
about the
just said.
word jiggly
He's like,
supposed to
I'm
go
not
with a
gonna
man. Come
debate
on,
a man
man.
I'm
his
just
name's
asking Ashley. Are
Jigglypuff.
you gonna duck?
Duck what? I know. Listen, man. I
You want
don't.
me
I
to
don't want
destroy
to
it or
debate
not?
nobody called Jigglypuff, son. That I mean, either you gonna respect it or you
Actually,
not.
then,
that's a
hold
duck
on,
talk right there.
hold on. He won't debate Jiggly. We debate me right now.
No,
We
fuck
debate me
that.
right now.
What
Fuck
you want
that,
to
Hit
debate?
Kid. Fuck
Hey,
that,
what you
Hit
want to
Kid.
debate about,
He ain't
man? Let
gonna
me know.
skate around this.
Tell me what you want to debate about.
Jigglypuff on all the
I don't get
smoke.
why
Put
you
your
don't want
Ashley's
to debate
scared.
bullshit
Jiggly.
ass
Ashley got
fucking
no
shit
smoke
you
because
I
she
just
got
put
that
out there, and
Jigglypuff.
I'll
He's scared
destroy
of
it.
Jigglypuff, but he's not scared of you,
Jigglypuff.
Hit.
My point is, and I made it very clear.
Hold on. Right before you debate, let me just finish this super chat because he's scared of Jigglypuff, but he's not afraid of Hit. So that's why he's ducking Jiggly, but he'll
He's
debate you.
ducking Jiggly, bro. That's a straight
I'm not
That's
duck.
ducking
crazy.
nobody, man. Look here, like I just said,
Oh, so
man.
you gonna debate him, Ashley?
Either you
Yeah,
want
you're
to
gonna
respect it
debate
or you
me? You
listen.
want me to
I'm
destroy
not. I'm
you and
not
make you look like
debating
a
no
little bitch? Let's
disrespectful.
do it.
Listen, man. If I
Drop the
can't get
Wait,
ducks
along
in the
with your
chat.
mouth,
Drop
if
the
I
ducks
can't
in
get
the
along with
chat.
your mouth, I'm not going to
Duck
debate with
talk,
you. That's
duck
just what it
talk.
is. Call it what you want.
Duck
At least I
talk.
could talk with it. There's no
Duck
disrespect
talk.
Walk
with a
like a
back and
duck,
forth with me and
talk
him.
like a
Duck
duck. Let's
talk.
be a duck.
quack, quack.
Call it
Duck.
what you
Calling him
want.
from
Duck
space.
I'm
talk.
Quack,
scared.
quack.
Shucky ducky quack quack. Call me the duck,
Quack,
man.
quack,
I'm the
quack.
duck
Do it.
man.
All right,
You want to do
What's a
it?
ducky?
All right, all right. I'm gonna let him and Hit get into it. Let me just read this comment, and then I'm gonna let you
Oh
guys
my
get it.
God!
Go on,
You're
read
gonna
the
let him
comment and then I'll
slam this
start.
dude?
Hold on. Let me read this comment. I can't believe he's ducking Jigglypuff. Hold on. Let me read this. JMA says, if one doesn't win, the other one does. Say a name. He also says, so we can't cry against Kovalev. Edgar Moreno says, it's not for greatness. It's a payday period for Bud Crawford. JMA says,
Agreed.
Haney thought he could win against Ryan.
And got
He
battered.
did. JMA says, does Canelo have the power to knock out Crawford? Why doubting? Canelo absolutely has the power to knock out Crawford.
Canelo is going to stop Crawford.
N1 Ballers says, Solid has blamed Canelo for the death of
Crawford, but he
Ozzy
definitely has the power.
Osbourne and Hulk Hogan. That's fucked up.
That's low.
That's fucked up.
And just so you guys know, I got 8% on my phone, so I only got 8% to fuck this guy up.
I got you. I got you, Jiggly. I'm almost done. Marcus said, truth be told, but Canelo and Bud both avoided contenders. I don't know if you guys agree with that. Yes or no? I know Ashley agrees with that. Antonio Garcia says, Brim, because I know something you don't know. Fingernail polish. Oh, that's fucked up.
Man.
Hey, Luke, I'm gonna jump back on. I gotta drop my daughter off to my grandma. So I gotta drop my daughter off to her mom. I'll be right back on, okay?
All right, Jiggly, I got you.
All right, I'll be right back on.
All right. And Edgar Moreno says, can't join today, but salute everyone next time. Absolutely.
We'll see you next time, Edgar.
And we need a moment of silence. Rest in peace for the immortal Hulk Hogan. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, one of the greatest to ever do it. Hit Kid's absolute favorite. And I'm going to tell you, man, we got a lot of respect for Hulk Hogan.
No, he wasn't.
And so, look, I know Hit Kid's going to have his Vince McMahon shirt on next week. So we're really...
Fucking no, I'm dancing on that fucker's grave. I'm dancing on that fucker's grave. Let me be clear. With Hulk, I'll just, because I'm the wrestling guy, with Hulk Hogan... Great for the wrestling industry, revolutionized the sport. Rest in peace for that. Obviously, there was questions about the human being and all that. Like, that's just the first take.
Well, that's Terry, not Hulk Hogan. The Hulk Hogan character.
The only thing I can say about that Hit Kid is just like simply, it's simple, but not everybody in the world is perfect. You know what I mean?
No, I
exactly.
agree.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's
perfect.
perfect.
I hated Hulk Hogan.
Rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. And
rest in peace to Hulk. To the Hulkamania, Hulk Hogan.
Vince McMahon's a different matter. Fuck that guy.
Hold on. And Stephanie, if you ever want to breastfeed anybody, call me. Let's get to the next one. JMA says, can't fix stupid. Domo says, the chaos.
That was doing it and Solidus.
And Domo says, why is Solidus so hurt? Laughing my ass off. What the fuck? It's just YouTube. It ain't real. And Solidus know me and him are good. We good, right, Solidus?
No, I think I'm gonna have to sub Park Streets. I think me and you need to box.
Damn.
That's what me and you.
Oh,
yeah, I don't like the talking crazy over.
Luke, I got an unpopular real phrase.
I think we should solve that.
The problem
We can solve that. I'm good.
You know what the problem with the world is?
Yeah, Brim.
They talk about the internet's not a real place. Everywhere I go, it's going to be real. I'm going to be exactly who I am. The problem is people try to make things not real places so they can be inauthentic and create a character. Be real wherever you at. Watch your mouth and the things that you say. Because the thing is, you can say that to the wrong person, it can cost you your life. Behind the keyboard comfortably, you can say some of the things you say, fair, fine, and dandy. But just remember, those words in real life, since this isn't a real place, can get your ass hemmed up in a really bad spot. You can talk your shit boxing, but keep it there. Keep it there.
That's true. And one thing I will say is, you don't know everybody. You might think you know people, but you don't know who you're dealing with, because there's some people out there. Like I always tell people, don't let the nice guy attitude fool you. There's a monster here, and you don't really want to wake him up. My brother Domo says, I've never seen a crash out like this. My brother Noe says, say you're a victim without saying you're a victim. Salute to Noe. Oh, my brother Noe, my brother from another mother. Man, salute to you, Noe. Mexican 69 Killer says, Nuke dropped a screenshot where he said it, laughing my ass off. I can make a video about it and show the screenshot. How about that? I'll do one better. And JMA says, this pussy said Mexicans be crying when Shakur won. He is a bitch and won't say it, Nuke. I mean, I believe I heard that exact phrase. He said Mexicans were crying when Shakur won. Did you say that, Silas? I think you did say it.
Like I said, a lot of people were in denial, just like that right there. Everybody knows that was going on, but whatever. Everybody knows there were Mexicans that was saying bullshit. Like, oh, Zepeda won the first 5 rounds. Everybody knows that.
Hold on. Actually, that reminds me. I need to go on my X and scroll back.
Hold on. We got the debate with Hit Kid and Ashley. Got to take place real quick. Let me finish this. Domo says Solidus must like girls because Mexican women are hot. What the fuck? Domo also says at Hit Kid, no, that motherfucker better stop Yard. He has not stopped any fighter after they've been stopped previously by other fighters. What's the hype about? That's 100% true.
That's
I
what
mean,
the
David
debate's about to
Benavidez
be.
has to stop
That's
Yard
what the
if he
debate was
wants to
about to
keep that
be.
monster's title.
You
I don't
know,
know how you can call a guy a monster
But
and you're not stopping
that
no
is
monster.
listen, man.
that
I'm
is
a, I'm a, I'm a, I'm a, I'm a, I'm gonna show y'all how psychologically pathetic y'all is because y'all reaching, y'all want the
Bro,
man to
calm
lose
down.
I'm
so
not
What are you
bad.
reaching.
talking about?
Y'all
You're
want
What
the
are you
man to
talking
lose.
about,
Listen,
Ashy?
man. Okay,
Hold on,
just
you're
pause
losing the
your voice,
context.
man. Pause your
You're
voice for a
losing your
second.
context.
Pause your voice. Wait your turn, man. This is a line.
You
Wait
have
your
lost
turn.
the context
Wait
already.
your turn. Wait your turn.
Good grief.
Y'all so pathetic that y'all want this man to lose so bad so y'all can prove a point about it. He's just a hype job that it's come down. Y'all don't even think about, well, we got to give him credit for winning. It done came down to he got to knock him out. It's so sad that he got to knock out everybody now. Everybody he fight because they
No,
call
he
him the
don't, because he
monster.
ain't knocked
Now they
nobody.
call
I
up.
thought Hit
They
Kid.
call
Knock
I thought
monster.
nobody
Hit
out. What
Kid.
are
They
you talking
call
about?
monster in a way.
Hold
They
on.
call in a way a
Hold
monster,
on.
right?
He
The
is a real
Yeah,
motherfucker
but
got
monster.
because
He's
dropped
the
a real
noise
twice in.
stops
monster.
He
everybody.
got
He's a
dropped
real
twice in
monster.
I
his
That's
thought.
why
fucking
he's the
career,
real
And
monster.
he's
just
Yeah.
like
stopping
y'all could say
everyone.
David Benavidez got dropped
Ashy
twice,
Knuckles.
right? But
Ashy
he's
Knuckles.
still a monster. It doesn't matter. But
Come on,
David
Ashy.
I
Benavidez
thought
gonna
Hit
knock
Ashy,
Kid
out
was
just,
the
everybody he
monster.
Ashy's
fight
decided
just
to
I
to
only
be
thought.
a
get into
monster,
no
just
before I
to
even get
prove,
into even
just
get
to
into
make
my
y'all
point.
feel better, so y'all could be like
Ashy's
David
getting into the
Benavidez is a
attack
bum.
now because he
But
I thought
realizes
Hit
I'm
Kid
about
was
to
that's
the
how
monster.
y'all
bag
want to run
But
with it. See,
they
that's what I'm
say
saying.
who
When the
he
brother start
is.
talking, I got like
him.
50
Ashy's
people
about,
talking
he's
over
going
me.
on the
Give it
attack
to
now because
Like,
I'm
him.
about to bag him.
go ahead, man,
But
get it out your system. Here, speak.
yeah,
Bro,
okay,
Hold on. I'm
that
gonna
was
let you
just
guys debate. Hold on. Let me just finish this because we only
all
got
right.
two more
Hurry up
questions.
because I'm gonna expose the bullshit that was.
Expose the bullshit hit. Let me
Please
finish this.
do, man. Please
Mexican
expose it.
6'9" killer says Ashy Knuckles. I'm a Las Vegas fighter. Knuckles laughing my ass off when he dug Jigglypuff right there. He's a Las Vegas fighter. He just won't duck him because of his name. Domo says at Ashy Knuckles, we don't want the motherfucker to lose. We simply curious on what the hype is all about. Y'all hype this guy up only for y'all to not know why we're asking where this monster is. A monster would have knocked out Caleb Plant. A monster would have knocked out Volstick. Both of those guys have been stopped. And if he's truly a monster, you should definitely knock out this guy, Anthony Yard, who's been stopped twice. So I
Okay,
want to
so
see
can
the
I?
Round the
So
monster
can,
floor.
if
can
he's
so can
truly
I
that
get a
monster.
he's
rebuttal
a
to that?
monster
Round
though.
the
Hey,
Can I
floor.
he's
get
a
a
monster
rebuttal
though.
to
No,
that?
He's a
no, because
fucking
you debate me.
monster.
No,
Can I get a
I'll
rebuttal
give
to
you.
that?
Okay, fuck it.
Can I get a rebuttal to
Let
that?
Ashley rebuttal and then Hit Kid, you take it off.
So basically, you saying all that got to happen just based on the strength that they nicknamed him the monster. Am I correct?
He named himself the Mexican
So
monster.
because
Okay,
they
look,
call
look,
hold up,
Ashley,
hold
Ashley,
up,
why do you
because
do
they
this?
call him the Mexican monster because Mike
The
Tyson named
Cookie
him the
Monster, the
Mexican
Cookie
monster,
Monster.
He
and
named
Yes,
he
himself
ran with
that.
that.
proves.
And he
Well,
ran with
that
that. Now,
proves.
before
Hey,
he was the
Hickett, I'll go
Mexican
after you,
monster, he
Hickett.
was El Bandero Roja.
He
Yeah,
still
it
is.
was
He
a
still
problem
is
then.
in
He was
my
hyped up
eyes.
then. He was hyped up when he's the
He
monster.
wasn't,
So if
bro.
he just regular David Benavidez, it's still gonna be a problem. The
No,
problem
the
is
Cookie
y'all just
Monster.
don't like the fact that people like him and say that he would beat Canelo and that he's
No,
ducking
bro.
Canelo.
You guys
That's
just
This
why
has
y'all
nothing
so
disagree.
to
hurt.
do with
That's why
Canelo.
y'all
My
so
Well,
point
hey,
booty
is
hey,
hurt.
about
That's
to
why
But
mention.
that's why
yeah,
y'all
look, this is
backside
why
hurt right now.
Ashley
Please
should
That's
don't
what it
think
really
I'm
all
getting
hey, can
boils
into
I
down
All
to.
Canelo
right,
debate. I'm
hold on,
not.
everybody.
All
Hold
right,
on. I'm
look,
gonna
Because
let
if
everybody
look,
everybody,
respond,
if
but
let me get
everybody
on this.
agreed that
I'm gonna let
David
everybody
Benavidez
respond.
would
Let
lose to
Ashley finish real
Canelo,
quick.
y'all wouldn't dislike David Benavidez.
All right,
If everybody
hold on,
said
everybody.
Benavidez would
Let
lose,
Ashley
y'all would
finish.
love it.
Solidus, do you agree with that? Do you co-sign with Ashley saying that everybody would love David more if if it wasn't for the Canelo thing where everybody's trying to protect Canelo more or less, and that's
Yeah,
why all the hate is for David is because of
I
that.
agree. Because David Benavidez has the style that's very fan pleasing. So why would you criticize him? They don't, these Canelo fans or Canelo dick suckers, they don't like the idea that if they were to fight, there's a good chance Benavidez might beat him. So because of that, they downplay everything about Benavidez, like that dumb shit
Oh
Hit
my
Kid and
god.
everybody else, because they know if they fight, there's a good chance Benavidez will win.
I'm
But
just gonna
Benavidez,
have.
as an individual, he has the kind of fighting style that's pleasing for a fan. So what the fuck are you criticizing him for? That's
Hey,
how I know. It's
but
this
Okay.
Canelo.
Okay,
listen,
now
this
let me
is
go
the
to
hold
let
up.
me go
This
Well,
to
is the
Carlos. Hold
cherry
on, let
on.
me go to Carlos. Let me
This
go
is
to Carlos, Hit
unbelievable.
Kid, then round
I'll be
one,
quick.
and
Don't
then
No,
worry.
I'm
Brim.
starting my point, Nuke, after Carlos.
I
I'm starting
promise.
my
I
point.
promise.
I'll be
I
quick.
promise that. I
Don't worry,
promise. promise. I
I'll
promise.
be quick.
Crazy.
I
Hey,
promise you. I
short and
promise.
sweet.
I
Short and
promise.
sweet.
And Domo says, at Ashy Knuckles, I'm simply asking where the monster at. You all hyped up. I don't like that people base that shit on nothing. Just vibes, propaganda. What the fuck?
Thank
And
you.
that's a very
Thank
fair
you.
point. Domo speaking facts right here.
All
Go
right.
ahead, Carlos.
Go on,
What's your
Carlos.
rebuttal
That
to all
was-
this,
I'm
Carlos?
taking the floor.
Don't worry.
What everybody's saying, Carlos?
Short and sweet. It's are we wrong for saying that David Benavidez needs to stop Yard? Ain't Yard got stopped by two older fighters in Kovalev and Beterbiev? Motherfucker, you about to be 29 this year.
Woo! Let me drop
So
that
Yeah.
body out
hold up.
there for you. You did a
If
great job.
you so I mean,
Put him in the coffin.
basing
Put
on
him in
what
the
he
coffin,
listen,
Put him in the
he
Carlos.
should
coffin.
is
Put
it
him in
is
the
it
coffin,
listen,
Carlos.
is it David Benavidez should knock him out because
No,
he's
no,
been
no, no,
knocked
no,
out by
no. He's not.
Beterbiev, or should they,
No.
or is it
Look, this is
David
what I'm.
Benavidez should knock him out
Look,
because they
no,
call
no,
him the
no. This
monster?
is what
Which
I'm
one
No,
is it?
saying.
Let me
it's
know.
because he's and I think actually I'm gonna let Hit go, but it appears that Yard might be washed, and that's and Benavidez is supposed to be a monster. Yard is washed.
Based
You
on what?
should be able to do it.
He's
Let
washed
me
based
let
on what though?
let the
He's
fucking
been
brother
stopped
land his
twice, never
plane.
been a world champion. Went
Stopped
life
by
and death
who?
with
Hold up,
Lyndon
no. You
Arthur. What
gotta
do you
put
mean? Have you
you
not
gotta
watched his
put
career?
you gotta put context. Who he was
That
stopped
is the
by?
context.
Who he was
Anyway,
stopped by though?
so let me go to Hit Kid because Hit Kid got to get
All
his
right,
point off.
so
One second. Let me read this last one. I'm so sorry, Hit. He said people are mad because we're asking y'all to hold this motherfucker to y'all own expectations. They so pressed for what?
He
I
live up
agree.
to our
Why are you so
expectations
pressed?
because
Like
he's winning.
we
He
just
didn't
want
lose
you to
yet.
hold him to
all
your
right,
own standards.
can I just have the
There you
floor
go, Hit.
here?
You're
All right,
good.
let me have the floor. The first fight Anthony Yard lost against Sergey Kovalev was a round 11 stoppage. That was because Yard emptied his tank in round 10, if you remember, when he had Kovalev hurt. It was his first world title fight. You can put that down to inexperience. He gassed himself out. Kovalev then, stopped him being the experienced champion he is and being, the great fighter. And I dare anyone to tell me Sergey Kovalev was not a great fighter on this panel. Please, if anyone's going to tell me Sergey Kovalev weren't a great fighter, you need to leave the room. That's just part one.
Certified Hall of Famer.
Hold on. But don't hold it. Don't y'all give don't he get like big credit as far as in being one of those fighters on Canelo's resume?
I'm saying he's a great fighter, Antonio.
No, you say he's not a good fighter. You didn't say nothing about great. You say he's not a good fighter. That's what you said.
Wait. Are you saying that I'm saying that Sergey Kovalev is not a good fighter?
I don't know. You tell me. That's what I'm asking you.
I'm telling you he's a great fighter. Nick, is this guy deaf?
He's deaf. Actually, Hit Kid is simply saying that Sergey Kovalev is a great fighter, and if you disagree with him, you need to slap yourself silly. So he's saying Sergey Kovalev is a great fighter.
Not at the time when that fight was going down. Let's be
with
honest.
Anthony Yard.
Yeah, pretty much leading up to that Canelo fight.
Hold on, wait a minute. Actually, that strengthens Hit Kid's point. If Sergey Kovalev was not a great fighter when he stopped Anthony Yard, then that really shows you that Anthony Yard is worse than you thought he was.
Yeah.
He gets stopped by a lesser version of Sergey Kovalev.
Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm correct, if I look up Sergey Kovalev's record right now, that Yard fight was after the Canelo fight, if I'm correct.
No, before.
It was before.
It was just
before.
before.
Right before.
But it was after the loss to Andre Ward. The two controversial.
Correct.
The robbery in the first fight. Let's all just be clear. The robbery in the first
he had
fight.
3 losses at that time.
The robbery in the first fight, and then of course the low blows in the second fight, which they were low blows. Yard then lost to Lydian Arthur, where he got comprehensively outboxed in the first fight, and Lydian Arthur is British European level at best. He ain't world level. Look what happened when Arthur fought Bivol on one of these recent Riyadh cards. Bivol dispatched him in 2 rounds, guys, okay? If y'all remember. It was like 3-4 rounds where Bivol dispatched him, okay? So, and then, of course, Yard fought Beterbiev. They slugged it out. To be honest, it was a really entertaining fight. But he got stopped in round 8, if you remember, because of Beterbiev's power.
Man, I won some money on that.
That was a great fight.
That was a good fight, though. That was a great fight.
The thing is, Yard's then bounced back with 2 journeymen, and then he did the trilogy fight with Lydian Arthur on the undercard of the Conor Benn versus Eubank Jr. fight. And it was a boring, unanimous decision where Yard looked lethargic, he looked slow, and it looked like the damage which he has withstood in the fights against, Beterbiev, especially, if I'm allowed to say that, he's finally catching up with him. Now, Yard has been a constant 175er. That's been his whole career. He's always been at 175, okay? David Benavidez has come up from 168 to 175. He's coming off a win over Gastiev, and he's coming off a win over David Morrell. A win over David Morrell where he was technically dropped, even though it weren't fully a real knockdown. I'll fully admit that. And he was hurt with an uppercut in round 4, which we all clearly saw, okay? I'm expecting David Benavidez to win this fight and stop him, because the truth of the matter is, the fight we want to see for David after this is the Bivol Beterbiev winner.
Correct.
What reason would I have if David Benavidez can't stop Anthony Yarde, who, in my opinion, the damage has caught up, he is ready to be taken out? If we're supposed to take David as a serious threat at 175, and this ain't me bashing him, in my opinion, he has to stop this man. Because am I realistically putting Benavidez over Beterbiev and Bivol if he can't stop him? Truthfully, like, that's just me point right there. I don't think he can.
It is true, bro.
Hey, like I said, hey kid.
Listen, because what you listen, because of what you think, because of what you think is going to happen. Unfortunately, Mr. Hits, sir, that's not reality. So we don't know what's going to happen until the fight comes. Because we could have found out a little bit earlier, being that we don't have no date for the rubber match. We could have found this out a little bit earlier if fucking Bivol wouldn't have been a pussy and just go ahead and took the fight instead of dropping his fucking bet. So this is the question. Since you saying he need all his power, he got to knock out Yarde, because if he don't, that means he really don't have a chance against Bivol. Hold on, let me finish. I'm giving you rebuttal to your argument. I'm giving you it. This is a back and forth. So you said he need all his power. He need to knock out Yarde, because if not, it's really not going to show he's going to really be able to stand up to a Bivol or a fucking Beterbiev. Number one, if it came to Beterbiev, Bivol don't. What is his KO ratio? His record, he got what, 12 knockouts? So it's not about. It's not about knocking out every motherfucking body. Long as you outbox them, long as you beat them when the 12-round ring, long as you the last motherfucking man standing and your hand is raised, that's all that fucking matters. That's why my man still has his 0 pause on his record. Somebody got to beat him. Y'all wishing, y'all hoping. What it is, hit, you already know what's going to happen. You already know David Benavidez is about to go in here and beat motherfucking what's the name up for 12 rounds. It's not going to be no knockout. I'm letting you know what's going to happen right now. So don't say hold up. It's not going to be no motherfucking knockout. It's either going to be a towel going to get thrown over their head, or he's going to take a beating for 12 rounds. And David Benavidez's hands going to be raised, and the round's going to be something like 8-4. That's what it's going to be, about an 8-4 round. That's
you didn't listen to Hit Kid at all. You didn't listen to Hit Kid at all, Ashley.
He didn't listen to me at all.
You didn't listen at all.
What I'm saying,
not every English is the same.
what I am saying, and this is the truth right here, is the Benavidez, if he is going to make a statement to the 2 top champions,
you don't have to make a statement. They gotta fight him. What are you talking about? Long as he wins, that's the statement. The statement is winning. The statement is advancing. Come on, this is not fucking elementary. This is not checkers hit. This is fucking chess, brother. You don't have to make a hard statement. Long as you win to get the fight, that's all that matters. That's what Turkey said. Turkey said he wants to see the fight. He don't give a fuck if Benavidez don't knock him out, long as Benavidez wins. That's all.
He does have to make a statement, though. No, you're gonna let me speak.
Hey, like they say in the UK, you're talking rubbish right now.
Hold on, let him get his point on real quick, Ashley. Let him get his point on.
Let me get the point.
Go ahead and hit.
Ashley, he has to make a statement, because now the best win on David Benavidez's resume, people would say no, is David Morrell. True or false, everyone would say that. And David Morrell just last week got a fucking robbery against Kamiev. I don't care what anyone tells me on that ring card. That was a fucking robbery. Morrell lost that fight. Anyone saying he didn't is fucking deluded. And he got dropped heavily.
Listen, man, what you talking about don't make no sense, because this is not going to be no close fight for somebody to be like, David Benavidez. They robbed Yarde. No, this is going to be a beat up to the point that everybything knows Benavidez won 8-4. The fuck is he talking about?
I don't know how you're doing it. Ashy knuckles, bro. Everything is flying over your head, dog. Unfortunately, I hope I can give some clarity here. David Benavidez is considered the Mexican monster. He is looked at, but people are looking at him as a pound for pound top 10 moving up the charge fighter. For him at 175, he has not gotten a stoppage. If he is
he gotta have a knockout.
Let me finish. To put a stamp on himself and the perception of the direction of his career and what his potential prospects are for his next fight, a statement is very important for him to make in this fight, especially when we've seen Anthony Yarde and the deficiencies that he has. Anthony Yarde is an inaccurate puncher with a low gas tank, but he has power. Benvidez need to get him up out of here. If he does not impressive in doing so, the question marks will be there. They call him the Mexican monster, dog. Actually, no, you can't refute.
I hear what you're saying,
He needs to be
brother. I hear what
impressive.
you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but what I'm asking you is, so if Benvidez going there, right, beat his ass up 9 rounds to 3 or 8 rounds to 4, right? And that wouldn't be a statement. A statement got to be a straight knockout. It got to be a knockout. It can't be a straight beating. So if you beat a motherfucker 9-3, if you beat a motherfucker 9-3 or 8 rounds to 4, and you beat him, I mean, you bloody him up for all those rounds. That's not a statement.
Okay, so let me let me moderate this a little bit.
I mean, knowing this.
Hold on, let me moderate this a little bit. Let me moderate because this is out of control. Hold on, everybody, 1 second. Let me moderate. Hold on, Ashley. Mirage, right? One second. Let me moderate this real quick. Hit Kid, Ashley is saying it's a statement if he wins, even if it's just a decision against a guy like Anthony Yarde.
That's not
all right. Let me say that. No. Let me say this. Let me say this. It's a statement. It's a statement decision if he wins 12-4. If he wins 12-4, or as Ashley said, if he wins 10-2. If it's a close fight, 8-4, actually 7-5, that ain't a statement. Come on, bro. That's not a statement.
What? Hold up. Now hold up, man. I do believe.
That's not a statement.
Hold up, man. Let me say something here. Let me just say one thing. I do believe there was a couple of episodes back on a couple of arguments back when David Benvidez first got there. Everybody was screaming, "I want to see him fight Callum Smith or Anthony Yarde."
That was Still Mills.
Now,
Still Mills.
No, it wasn't just Still Mills. It was there's no way y'all gonna tell me Still Mill was the only one throwing those two names out there, and none of y'all was fucking co-signing on that
but
shit.
they didn't get Callum
Let's
Smith.
fucking stop.
Callum Smith.
Let's keep it gangster.
Everybody wanted Callum Smith. We're not fighting Callum Smith.
Listen. So all right. So who fought David ain't fighting Callum Smith? Is it David or is it Callum?
Like I said, after
Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's know since y'all brought Callum Smith in this shit. Can we be real right now? Who fought is it that he's not fighting Callum?
Actually,
yeah, bro.
On David Callum, the truth is it's both guys' fault. David, because he
hold on.
It's both guys' fault. I'm blaming both.
How is it David's fault? How is it David's fault?
Yeah, explain how it was David's fault that he didn't take this contract right now, this time, when they offered it to him. When they offered it to him.
Yeah, 1 second, Ashley. Let him respond. Go ahead.
Okay, because first of all, there was the offer from Turkey, and it was well reported that Benvidez' team
Did
turned
Callum
it down.
Smith want that fight?
Hold on, Mirage. 1 second, let him finish.
Come on,
Mirage. Let him speak, and then I'm gonna let you and Ashley return. I promise.
Everybody.
Just let him respond. Just let Hit Kid respond. Hit Kid is gonna make a diabolical point.
I'm blaming both fighters. The first time it was because Benvidez didn't accept the Saudi offer to run it at Riyadh season against Callum Smith. The second time, the more recent time, was Callum Smith because he's deciding now to keep his WBO mandatory, which gets him a undisputed title fight down the line. Both fighters are at fault. I'm being
Good.
further.
Let me respond. Firstly, are you aware that the second offer that Callum Smith rejected was also a Saudi offer? It was a PBC offer. Then Turkey came in and he gave him an offer, and Callum rejected it.
Wait a minute. The only thing I have to interject here, just on a factual basis, as a moderator, Callum Smith has denied that that's the truth. He said that's a lie.
Okay, his own promoter, Eddie Hearn, is on video saying he rejected an offer from Turkey, okay?
Callum Smith said that's not true.
Okay, Callum Smith's lying. Number one, there's no evidence. If Callum Smith rejected this offer, then he clearly never wanted the original offer anyway.
Kid, check your DM.
He never wanted the original offer anyway, so that would have never happened anyway. He didn't want it, period.
Check your DM. He denies it ever happened.
He had the WBO belt.
Hold on 1 second, Mirage. If it's word against word, it's hard to prove.
Yeah.
No, it's not, because Callum Smith's obviously fucking trying to defend himself because for ducking. So he
has David ever?
Look, it's a bird. It's a plane.
Bring him back on there. I backed up both fighters. fighters. I said on the original offer, which was well reported, it was David's fault, and on the second offer, it's Callum Smith's fault. What can you not accept?
You have no evidence.
Blaming both fighters.
Listen, you have no evidence. Callum Smith wanted the first offer either. You have no. You're just assuming.
It was reported.
No, it was reported. No, it was reported. It was reported. Turkey offered David the fight. There was no report on whether Callum Smith was on board. Oh my God. He was never on board, and it's proven by ultimately ducking. Number two, apparently, I heard you say David has no chance against Zerto. Did I hear that correctly?
Cruiserweight, absolutely.
Okay, so you're confident. I want to test that confidence. Do you want to make a bet on it?
How much? How much? If that ever happens?
No, this is better than money. The loser is banned from this channel for life.
Bro, that's gonna be you, bro. Are you really want to bet?
Hey! I don't want to hear talk. Do you want to take the bet or not?
If that fight happens, I'll happily take the bet. I can make my own channel and you can come on there.
Okay, you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? I trust you to enforce the bet and permanently ban little hit kid because he's going to lose. He's going to lose.
Fucking hell, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, the audience, I just got rid of hit kid.
Can we make one more bet? Hold on, fellas. Can we make one more bet? There's talk about David Benvidez versus Opataya. Who wins that fight in your opinion, Mirage?
Die by knockout.
He said
I've got David. I've got David.
Give me that one. Give me that one. I'll put double on it.
I heard no confidence. I heard no confidence in Mirage Benvidez's voice. Hold up. Mirage Benvidez had no confidence in that answer.
I'll take. Which one do you want to give me? Do you want to give me Serdo or do you want to give me Jai? I'll take both.
I'm not a fucking Dumbo here. That's obviously a tough fight, so it's not a layup. Zerto is a layup.
Do you want to give me Serdo? You think Zerdo's a layup?
The Zerto fight, I think it's a layup for David. That's why I made the bet. So that's done. That's booked.
I don't get how you can make that.
But you don't get a lot of stuff. You don't get like 1 + 1.
Reason why David Benvidez is ready to jump on that Zerto fight is because, like he said in his interview, them two done sparred each other so much that he know he could beat him. He like, I could beat him. That's why he's so quick to want to fight.
Just like Zerto knew he could beat Bivol before.
Trust me, man. If David knew he have no wins against Zerto, he would not have even stepped in the ring with him.
Hold on. Someone tell me this isn't whack energy here, though. If Benvidez goes up to fight Serdo, yes, he's fighting a unified champion and all that, but is it me or is Benvidez ducking pound for pound names? In better be Evan Bivol.
What are you talking about? Bivol, the guy who dropped his belt?
How is he ducking him when Bivol, like everybody know, there is still no date for the rubber match.
No, I agree. That's bullshit.
Which means he had ample. Hold up, Hitman. Which means he had ample opportunity to keep his belt. Tell Turkey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take this fight. Then after I beat him, so like everybody's so confident that Bivol would do. After I beat him, we're gonna just go ahead and have the rubber match. Because rubber match, we still don't know when the rubber match is going to be.
Bivol was going to fight a bum at the end of the year, probably Michael Eifert. That's what's going to happen. The better this fight's not happening this year, and then Bivol's going to be
being that he dropped his belt. Everybody said because Turkey told him he knows what he better do. He should be like, you know what? I want to go back and get my motherfucking belt so I can still be undisputed. So that's where the pressure. That's where y'all supposed to be on his motherfucking.
But they're trying to turn it on David or David.
We should want David Benvidez.
Hold on, one second. I have a question for the panel real quick. Hold on, one second. I'm gonna let us return to the debate. I'm gonna let us return to the debate. I just have a quick question for the panel real quick. I'm gonna start with Solidus. Solidus, are you there, Solidus?
Yeah.
All right, so a lot of fighters still have lost their O. A lot of fighters still have their O. Bud Crawford still undefeated. David Benvidez is still undefeated. Who's more likely to lose their O next? And within the next 12 months, Terrence Crawford or David Benvidez. Keep in mind that David Benvidez is likely going to fight the winner of the trilogy at some point within the next 12 months.
Let me see. I think
Solidus, you've been doing good work here, man. You've been putting hands on these fools. So shout out to Solidus, keeping it real on the panel. I like your work.
Good looking. Honestly, it kind of hurts me to say this, but I think Terrence Crawford, unfortunately, is going to lose his O. I just think the weight gap is just too much. I would love for him to win, but the weight is going to 68.
But
He
why
got
does
it.
it hurt you though? Why does it hurt you? I want to know that part.
To be honest with you, it hurts me because I'm gonna keep it real.
He's going for
Now
greatness.
that's fine, but what the reason? My thing is when it comes to boxing, I just think Crawford is a more talented boxer than Canelo. Canelo is good, but I just think Crawford is a little bit more talented. So I like Crawford more. So I would like for Crawford to win. I just
Cat,
don't like his weight.
can I answer next?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna have you. I got to go to round one, then I'll go to you, Ashley. And so,
Somebody said Cap.
hold on 1 second. 1 second. Did you finish, Solid? Is there anything else you wanted to add on that before we go?
Yeah, I'm done. But did somebody say Cap?
No. Did anybody say Cap?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, Park Street said Cap. Oh my God.
Oh, I know where he stands, so I ain't worried about him.
I actually got to apologize to
What
Solidus
were you saying?
from my
Hold
last
on.
live
Park
two
Street got
lives
a quick
ago.
apology to Solidus, real quick.
Yeah, because he wasn't the one that said that Bivol had less footwork than Boo Boo Andre. That was Ashy Knuckles.
What?
So yeah,
Hold on,
shout out
what?
to my boy Solidus. I take
Damn,
that back. That was
Ashley.
on me.
Hold on. What
Ashley, what
happened?
the fuck?
Okay, so who talk what?
All
Hold
right.
on, what happened now?
Ashley was saying that Boo Boo Andre got better footwork than Bivol.
Oh my God. That's wild.
If you
Yeah,
said that,
I
Ashley,
thought
you
it was
should be banned. You should be.
Listen, man.
You should be
Listen,
banned from
can
every
we be
single
honest?
boxing channel.
Can we be honest?
You
So
should be
y'all tell
banned
me.
from
So
talking
y'all telling me
You
his
said that,
footwork.
Ashley. Knuckles, you
So
should be banned
that
from every
bobbing in
channel,
and out.
dog.
Hold up, that bobbing in and out, right? For him to keep distance, that shit when he go back and forth like he a fucking like he's a pendulum. When he go back and
Yeah.
forth, y'all saying that's just that all that right there. What he's doing, that's just straight footwork right there.
Hey,
Yes,
No
Ashley,
it
you
is.
went.
pivoting,
Hey,
Yeah,
no
that's
Ashley,
part of
turning
footwork.
nobody.
Yeah.
hold
So
up.
hold up,
so
hold
he
up.
does. So you
Hold
see.
on.
So
Let's
when did
finish.
Bibble
Let's
turn
finish the
fucking
question,
better
and we'll
Beav in
come
that
back
fight?
to it, Ashley.
Okay.
We'll come
The
back
only
to it.
thing I
I
seen
Hold
was
promise.
a lot of bouncing in and out and
Okay,
backing up
Ashley.
against better
We'll
Beav.
come
That's
right
all
back
I
to
seen.
it. We'll come right back to it. Round one. Who's losing their O within the next 12 months, assuming David fights the winner of
The
the
fuck?
trilogy, like
Get the
Turkey
fuck
Al
out of
Sheik
here.
said? Who's more likely to lose their O next, Bud Crawford or David Benavidez?
Well, since Bud Crawford is gonna be in like what, couple months, like not too far from now, bro. I'm gonna have to say Bud, bro. He's gonna lose that. Oh, maybe if David fought Pitbull instead, because look, Anthony Yard, yes, I remember saying this, but at the same time, Anthony Yard, I'm not going for him. I'm going for David. But maybe if he fought Better Be over Pitbull before Canelo fought Bud, I would pick David to lose his own. But because he's not fighting the best of the best, and Canelo is fighting a dude who's the best out of his division and all these weight classes. I'm gonna have to go with this. This is the first fight that we're gonna see Bud get that O taken away for a big bat. That's it.
Okay, and before we get to the next one, I just want to say this. Steel Mills left a comment in chat and says, I really want to know where this high opinion of David Benavidez is coming from when he hasn't proven he's worthy of it. And this is the same comment that we got from Domo, my brother. And Domo and Steel Mills are both saying that David Benavidez, this high opinion of
And I
him
can
being
I
this
can tell
guy,
you that, Nuke.
where,
I can tell you
where did
why.
this opinion come
I can
from?
tell you why. I can tell you.
I gotta ask Mirage. Where did this high opinion of David Benavidez come from?
It came from Mirage.
I would say maybe you should ask Canelo, the guy who wanted $200 million to get in the fucking ring with him. Ask Canelo, where did you get this big opinion of David? That's what I
Because
would say.
everybody wants to see that fight, you fucking retard. That's why he put a bag on. What are you talking about?
Why does everybody want to see that fight?
So that's
Because they
why
have a high opinion. They have a high opinion of David for some
No,
reason.
because they're supposedly the best of the best, right? So we want
Okay,
to see
well,
the best against the best. So
no,
if
so
they
no,
know that
no,
we're
they
willing
no,
to
think
see,
David's
no,
the
we're
best
willing to
already.
pay
He's
for it. What are you talking
demonstrated.
about?
David moved
Okay,
up.
so
He's
What are you
one of
talking
the
about?
best of the best at
who's the
175.
only
So the
He's
short
moved
answer,
up.
David's been beating
who's
everybody's
the only
ass, and he
person
looks
that can
like a
pay that
fucking
money?
Yeah, he
beast.
ain't been
Hold
That's
beating
on.
why.
nobody yet.
Who's the only person right now in boxing who could pay that money that Canelo wants for the Benavidez?
Yeah.
All of
And
the
guess
sanctioning
what?
bodies if they actually work
He
together.
still isn't paying. Hey,
Hold
guess
on.
what?
It's
Not
only
even
one
Turkey
person, right?
is
It's
paying
only
that
one
money.
man. It's only one man that can produce that kind
That's
of money,
not
right?
true. That's not true, Ashley.
Who
If the
else?
And he
sanctioning
won't
bodies
even
work
pay it.
together, they could pull it off.
Like who? Name them. Who? The
Hold
PBC?
All of
on.
the sanctioning bodies. What are you
PBC and
talking
who?
about?
1 second. 1 second. We're getting
Hold
sidetracked.
on.
PBC,
Hold on. I'm the only one that's saying
Hold
them
on.
on this.
Because every time we
Matchroom.
start a comment through,
What are you talking about?
hold on 1 second. 1 second. Every time we get a comment thing going, we never finish it. Let's just finish this one. Ashley, if David's going to fight the trilogy within the next 12 months, who's more likely to lose their old Bud Crawford or David Benavidez?
Me, honestly, I don't think neither one of them gonna lose their O.
So you think they're both going to just keep winning?
Yes, definitely. Because
I
me,
can
like I
respect.
said, after Bud win this fight, I truly believe he's retiring. I don't
I
think
can,
he's
I,
going
I can,
on no further.
I can
And as
respect that,
far as
Ashley.
with Benavidez, like I said, I know y'all gonna damn me for when I say this, but it's like I said, I'm gonna have my time to sit on here and be like, I told y'all didn't want to listen to me. It's destined. Some people is just destined for
That
greatness.
time hasn't
And
come yet,
David
Ashley, and you've been
Benavidez
on the
time,
channel for
listen,
a
man,
year.
the only obstacle in front of him that could stop him is Bivol. If Bivol don't stop him, if Bivol don't put him out, he's going to outpoint Bivol, and that's what I
You
already know.
crazy as
He's going to
fuck.
outwork Bivol,
You
man.
Hold
crazy
I'm
as
telling.
fuck.
on.
Listen, man,
You think David
y'all going
Benavidez
because
is gonna
listen,
outpoint
man,
Dimitri
listen, man,
Bivol?
listen,
Yeah, that pitter patter
listen, man.
stuff bouncing in
I'm
and
What
out.
the fuck
That
listen,
is
goes
he
man,
take care of
smoking?
the.
Because I
listen,
That
need
man,
some of
goes
that.
take
listen,
care of
What
the.
are you
listen,
talking
Goes
about?
take
listen,
care of the.
listen. I'm gonna tell you why. Because think about it now. Like I said, now remove your
What
fan
elite
feelings.
boxers has he
Listen, man,
outpointed?
let me tell you something. Remove your fan feelings. Put yourself as the boxer, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he knew he could for surely beat David Benavidez with no motherfucking problem, trust me, he wouldn't have dropped that motherfucking belt, bruh. It wouldn't have been no
Facts.
because you're a
Facts.
warrior. Because when you're a fighter,
That's
it's about
facts.
being.
That is
Listen,
that ain't
man,
no
you
different.
don't want to be the
That's
man.
no
Listen,
different
man,
than Canelo
y'all can't
dropping his belt to
say.
fight Skull. What are you
Can
talking
you let
about?
me finish? Can you let me finish? Let me finish. You can't say he did it because he's going to get more money. He's going to get more money fighting better beat
Dimitri
than he would have
Bivol
fought
dropping the
than
belt
he
is
would
the
have got
same as
fighting
Canelo
Benavidez.
dropping the belt so he couldn't fight
For
Skull. He
real,
didn't want to
bro.
fight
What are you
Skull.
talking
That's the
about?
same
Yeah,
thing. What are
he
you
didn't want.
talking about?
Listen, no. It's not the same thing. The reason why he didn't want to fight Skull because Skull was a no name that nobody was going to pay for.
David is another no
Everybody's going
name.
to
What are you
pay for it.
talking about?
Everybody's
Get
going to
the
want to
fuck
pay
out of
for
here,
it.
man.
Benavidez versus
What are
goddamn
you
Bivol.
talking
That's
You
about?
know
chill,
that.
bro.
Stop
Let me
fucking
tell you
playing, bro.
something.
You
Let
can't
me tell you
compare.
Listen,
something.
it's a
You
meat
can't
riding
compare Skull.
carousel, and y'all
You
all
can't
got
Hey,
big
compare
hey,
tickets.
Skull.
David,
You
hey,
can't
shout out
compare
David for
Skull to
retiring, man.
David
It'll be nice.
Benavidez right now.
Okay.
Hey,
22 years
listen,
old, and he put
y'all
hands on
ride,
someone retiring.
y'all riding meat at a
22.
microscopic level.
Okay, well, if that's the
Hey,
case,
bro.
your favorite fighter, you riding his meat
Hey,
because
can
there's
I
really
say
no
something real
difference.
quick?
Bro, how
And
is
I'm
Yeah,
that
pretty
not
sure
the
hold
you have
on.
a
Let
same,
me
favorite
get to
bro?
the
fighter.
next one.
As
Hold
a
on.
matter of
Let me
fact,
get
you
to the
might
next
have
one.
more than
Hold
one.
How
So
you
that
riding
means
meat
on.
with
Hold on. I
somebody that's
respect what
doing
so
Ashley
that
food
means
Knuckles.
you
environment?
sharing
Hold
a
on,
lot of
everybody.
beef,
Hold on
my
If
one
you
brother.
second. One
support
second. One
Haney, you're
second.
So
fighting.
that
You've been
that
in
Hold
one of
means
the
you
on
sharing a
one
camps.
lot of
second.
beef,
One
my brother.
second.
If you
One
got
second.
more than one good fighter in your camp, that means you riding a lot of meat. I only got
Hold
one good fighter in my camp, but
on
that
one
means you
second.
got
One
many.
second.
He's
One second,
barely
Ashley.
that.
Hold on one second, Park. So I respect Ashley Knuckles' comment. I think it was fair. He picked Bud Crawford to win. He stayed consistent, and he believes David Benavidez is the guy that can beat Bivol and that can overcome these odds. He believes that these are just two great fighters. I do respect the fact that he stood on what he said. Brim, are you there, my brother?
Brim.
Brim, are you
I don't
there, my
think
brother?
so.
Bud, because he fights
I think he
first.
went to
End of
sleep
story.
after all of this.
Bud, because he fights first. End of story.
Bro, because he fights first.
Brim,
Good
will
shit, Brim.
David Benavidez lose after the win? Will he lose to the winner of the trilogy?
Yes.
That's a definitive answer. He didn't
No,
even have to think about it. He just knows. Hit kid.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
you know for a fact that I think Bud Crawford's losing his offers because he's first scheduled. Bud Crawford is losing his oath to Canelo Alvarez. I think Canelo is stopping Bud Crawford. I have been dead honest about this. I have Benavidez losing to the winner of the trilogy and better be a Bivol. Bivol via decision. Better be a fire stoppage. Pretty much. I think David. In my opinion, David will beat Anthony Yard. Everyone thinks I'm picking. No, I'm picking David to win that fight. All I want to see him do is stop Yard, please. Make me believe in you. That's what I've been trying to say.
I think he'll stop Yard. I'm very confident, very, very
Bro,
confident.
he's not gonna stop Yard, bro. How?
I don't believe in David. He's an imaginary monster.
Hold on. I need to ask something then.
All right.
If Benavidez doesn't stop Mirage, because this was the point I just got on with Ashley about,
Mm-hmm.
and this is me being totally fair here. If Benavidez doesn't stop Yard, which you're very confident about, you've just come out openly and stated you're very confident David stops Anthony Yard, then will you be on here that same night in case, it's a decision, if I might say? And let me be clear, if it's a beatdown decision, 12-0, then I'll give Benavidez his praise. But if it's a close fight and David wins a close fight, are you going to be on here to criticize Benavidez?
Yes, if he has a back and forth fight with Anthony Yard, I will criticise him on this panel 100%.
That's all I could ask.
Well, it's definitely not going to be a boxing match. It's definitely going to be a fight.
It's going to be a brawl.
It's going to be exactly.
But
It's
And there's
not
no
going to be
way
a
that
boxing
can go
match.
12. There's no way that can
about
go 12, man. It's not
No,
happening.
somebody's getting knocked out for sure.
I think Benvidez is going to stop Yard. I'll be honest.
Wait a minute. Park Street. Who
Yes,
loses
sir.
their Benvidez or Bud Crawford in the next 12 to 14 months?
Hey,
Bud already got his pronto ready for him.
Hold up, before Park Streets go. Now I don't think he heard me respond. Now I want to be a fair nigga. Since he apologized, I accept his apology. I was disappointed when he said that because I know I didn't say that, and it was proven I didn't say it as he cleared it up. So I accept his apology. He apologized. Good on you.
Real shit.
All right, I'm done.
That's real talk,
can I
fellas.
say
That's
something
real
Yeah, that's
talk.
real shit.
MW2 Vibes. Are you there, my brother?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Same question to you, my brother.
Do you guys hear me good?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for me, since Bud's got a good test with Canelo, I got Bud losing his O first, just because he's gonna face Canelo. With Benavidez, I think Benavidez is gonna win against Yard. I do see him winning by decision, but when it comes to the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev, depending which one he fights, for me, if he fights Beterbiev, I got him getting stopped. But if he goes against Bivol, I got Bivol schooling him.
So wait a minute. So if you got Bivol versus Beterbiev, Bivol, Jayo Pataya, you think he loses to all of them?
Yes, yeah, Benavidez loses to all of them. Correct.
And what about Sordo Ramirez? You think he loses to Sordo as well?
Oh yeah, Zurdo can box this shit.
Yeah, I think Zurdo takes him to school as well.
So really, this is David's last stretch. He's going to get exposed and beat by all of those top tier fighters.
Unless he proves he's
look,
great.
for me,
Unless he proves he's great.
Yes, if he gets past whatever Turkey puts in front of him, nobody can say anything about Benavidez.
Listen, I can't talk shit. If he beats one of these guys, I can't talk shit. I have to eat shit. That's what we want to see. After the Yard fight, we want to see him in there against one of these guys.
Wait a minute. So, but if he loses, does Mirage and Ashy Knuckles have to eat shit?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
A whole plate of it.
Yes.
Of course.
A whole plate of it.
Look, man,
vintage shit.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but
Straight from the cow's ass.
with all that hype, they got it, man. They got to eat shit.
But you know what's funny? The Canelo fanboys, I know you want David to lose, but actually you should.
No, we want David to fight quality opposition. That's a difference.
You should.
No, hey, Mirage.
Hey, Mirage, I'm actually neutral, man. I don't
Watch when all this shit play out, right? This is how they gonna move the goalposts on us when we come on here and talk shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Bivol lose, right, they're gonna be like, oh,
he already lost. It don't matter.
No, this is what they're gonna say. The only reason why Benvidez beat him is because he took that last fight between Beterbiev. He took a beating, so that's why he lost. I still think he was out of it.
If he beat Bivol, there's no excuses. If he beat Bivol, there's no excuses.
If Beterbiev win and he beat him, they're gonna be like, you know what, man? He just was old. How old Beterbiev is now? He like 41. So David Benavidez beat a 41-year-old.
That's half. Eric Randy Law is 43 years old and he's a world champion, knocking niggas out at 160. Stop with that old shit.
Yeah, let him kid respond to this real quick, fellas. Let him kid respond.
Tell you what kills Ash's argument right there. End of story. It's pretty much there is no excuse for either Beterbiev or Bivol if they fight Benavidez next for one simple reason. Because the public's opinion, and this is truthful, would say you were in with a better fighter last time out.
Listen, y'all don't go along with the public opinion now.
And please, before you think, I'm shitting on David, the public will say to the winner of Beterbiev Bivol, if they couldn't beat David, you have no excuse. You beat a better fighter last time out.
Can I say something real quick?
Facts.
Can I say something real quick? I just can't get this off my mind, man. The disrespect of Bivol's footwork. We're talking about the only man that lasted 4 rounds.
Over here saying,
like I said, man, I'm tired of y'all coming on here talking about all this footwork. Can y'all please stop bringing some footage so y'all can show the example so we can be like, oh, you know what?
You would have footage. You on here running your mouth about a fighter you don't know about.
Wait a minute. Let me clear this up. Let me
what are we talking about?
Do you even know
statistics? I gotta ask Mirage.
How do you know how much knowledge I know about Bivol?
Okay, hold on 1 second, Ashley. Mirage, who has better footwork, Dimitri Bivol or What's his
Boo
fucking
Boo
name?
Andre.
Demetrius Andre.
They've got very different footwork. They're
But who
very
has
different.
better
Exactly.
No, no,
footwork?
no,
I'm
no.
not
He said
asking who has
Bivol,
better.
not
Andre's
David.
Who's
very
better?
I know David's
unorthodox.
on your breath.
Who's better? Oh, Mirage,
Andre's
just answer
very
who's better.
unorthodox.
Who's better?
I mean, Bivol's probably got better defense because he stays out of range.
No,
And
he
he has
said
better
footwork. He
footwork
said
or no?
footwork.
Footwork.
Probably
I really
Bivol
can't
might have
call
the
it, my
edge.
opinion.
Probably Bivol.
So
But
yes.
Andre's very
Fuck
unorthodox. He's
you,
got a different
Mirage.
style.
You
Very
little
different
bitch.
style.
All right, wait, all right, come on with me,
Punk ass
Mirage.
Mirage,
Good
motherfucker.
at
come on,
Fuck
it.
you,
bro.
Mirage.
Get that dopamine
Hold
out the
on,
throat.
everybody.
Mirage
We got
finally
Jiggly.
said
Hold
his
on,
one.
But
Jiggly.
ABC. Bivol's got good foot, but it's ABC. That's
Hold
why.
on,
Hold on, let me
Jigglypuff got an
say.
important message for the panel. Hold on 1 second. Jiggly, the floor is yours. You got an important message?
Yeah, you know, fuck you, Mirage, you little punk ass motherfucker.
Are you getting emotional
Everyone
again,
hates you, bro.
Jigglypuff? Hey,
Everyone hates
Jigglypuff's
you.
upset.
Get the
Why are
fuck
you
out of
upset,
here.
Jigglypuff?
Oh, Jigglypoof.
Yeah,
Jigglypoof.
Jigglypuff.
Why don't you
Exactly.
get a
That's your
little
name.
Joey?
Change your name.
Hey
Suits you better.
Ashley.
Exactly.
Hey,
That's it.
Ashley. Check the private chat. The link in the private chat. There's a breakdown there of the Bivol better be a fight.
Damn,
No, but
bro,
I have
come
I have
on.
Dude,
unfinished
I'm
business with
interested in
fucking
breakdowns.
Special
When are they
K-Dog.
going to get in the ring with David? That's what I want to know. I don't want to hear what they're going to do, what's going to happen. Get in the ring.
Listen,
When?
David can fight Bivol right now. What are you talking about?
Where's Bivol? Where is he?
David can fight Bivol right now. Fuck
Why?
that
No,
8
no,
million yard fight.
Wait,
He
Bivol.
can fight
Bivol's hiding.
Bivol right
I'm
now.
sorry, did
He is
Bivol was
still the
hiding in the
mandatory. Come on, man.
shadows.
Stop
Benavidez
the
and
chat.
force his
Bivol was
mandatory
hiding in the
fucking injury?
shadows
Couldn't
when
you make
Y'all
a
David
never
fucking
want to
fight?
hold David accountable for the lack of his
Hey,
behavior.
listen, man. Listen, how to
What
Let's
behavior?
explain?
Bivol
Hold
dropped
on,
his
hold on, hold on,
belt
hold on.
because he didn't want to
let's
Hold
fight
on,
him.
hold on,
What
hold on, hold
behavior
on.
are you talking about, man?
Explain to us how he
You
can
was
have a Bivol fight right now.
you was
Bro.
Mirage was the same dude that said there was no such thing as mandatories and
There
activations.
isn't.
As soon as David went up, he activated a mandatory and took a belt. Come on, bro. What are you talking
Dude,
about? Why is
Mirage
this
is
guy
fucking
still allowed on
Mirage.
here?
He's the
Park
clown
Street.
too.
Bivol
That's
doesn't want
facts.
it. That's the fact.
Mark
Bivol
Street.
doesn't want it, and you're going to understand
So
that.
so
He
hold on. So
doesn't
you
want it.
telling
He
me
doesn't want the monster. He doesn't want it.
Bivol didn't have a choice to fight for his belt? He had to
Bro,
give it up.
but Turbiev is
No, hold
better
on, no,
than
just
David
answer.
Benavidez.
Yeah,
Where?
Whoa.
But
When's he fighting
Turbiev is
Hold
Beterbiev?
up,
better
hold
than
up, man.
David
Hold up,
Benavidez.
hold
When's he
up,
fighting
hold up,
Beterbiev?
hold
When?
up.
Come on now, bro.
Before
Get out of
you.
here.
So what I'm asking you to answer is, why did he not take that, knowing that
Because
there
he
was no
took
rubber match
trilogy
coming
with
up
a
no
real
time soon?
Well,
When
because
he
monster,
he
took
bro.
that
A
jab.
already
real
agreed to
monster,
let
bro.
them
A
have
real
the
a
third fight.
cookie monster.
Hey,
He
A
agreed
when's
to
the
real
let
rubber
them
monster,
match
have
bro.
happening?
agreed to let them have the
When's it
third fight,
happening?
Hold
bro.
up.
A monster
How
that
did
he
he agree and
beat,
there never
though.
was
Come
a
on
date
now,
He
to it?
bro.
literally said,
A
"I'm
There
okay with
monster
never
that
that
was
in
a
the third
date to
fight."
the
Bro.
rubber
yo,
match.
David jumped that
Hey,
He
I want to
motherfucker.
literally
see
said
him
that in
fight
the
your
third.
mouth, man. Turn that shit off.
Energy, fight sports star. What are you talking about?
There never was a how you gonna agree? There never was a contract. There never was a date.
There's a
What?
video of him saying it. What are you talking
How,
about? You
wait,
Hey,
fucking
explain.
when's
retard.
the date?
Listen,
When are
man.
they fighting? Did I
Explain.
miss
Look,
Oh
something?
all
my
right.
When's the
So if
god,
that's
fight?
the
bro.
case, listen.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
that's
When's
yeah.
the
the
case,
rubber match?
Y'all
Tell
some
me when.
clowns. Hey,
Mirage
Luke,
is a
did you find
nice
that
they
guy,
shit
signed a
yet?
bro. He's a
contract.
good
Listen,
Luke,
fighter.
if
did
they
you
signed
find
a
that shit yet?
contract, can you
Park
listen and just
Street.
answer the
When is
question,
the
man? If
trilogy?
they
What date?
signed a
Tell me right now.
contract, who breached the contract, and why the fuck did Better Beef come out and say he feel
Man, none
that
of
Bivol
that
was
shit
trying
matters.
to?
Okay, let me
David is
How
the
it
explain
don't
one
something
that
real
matter,
said
quick.
he
man?
was
If they
Benvidez,
okay
signed the
with
Ashley,
letting him
contract,
fight
Michael.
the
won't
third
you
fight.
explain? No,
And
no,
now that
no,
the
no,
third fight is
no,
in shambles,
no.
David should be
Don't try to
pushing to
talk
fight
your way.
Bivol now.
No,
David ain't the
Mr.
best.
Expert,
David
David
should
ain't the
be
explain to
best,
us.
pushing
bro.
to
Calm
fight
down.
Bivol
No,
now since
Mr.
the
No, no.
third fight
Why
is
isn't
Expert.
in shambles.
Bivol pushing
No,
for it?
Mr.
Why
I
isn't
have
Expert.
some
You're
Bivol
gonna
pushing
have
unfinished
no
for it?
business
being
with
that you done
Ashley.
stepped in the
Hold
shit.
on,
Now you're
hold
gonna
on.
have to explain how
Hold
you
on.
got shit
See,
on your
but
feet.
y'all not
All right,
taking the
so
same energy.
explain to
Because
us.
I will
y'all are the
explain to
same
you.
ones
Dumbass
that
is
say,
wrong.
Explain to us,
I'll
man. If
explain to
there
you
was
right
a
now.
no,
contract,
I'm
who
about to
breached,
explain it. I'm
I'll
about to
and why
explain it.
explain
did he
right
Y'all
say
are
now.
the
that the
same
mandatory
ones
he
on. Let
that
Park
said
Street
everybody
explain
was
this real
ducking.
quick, fellas. Hold on,
Y'all was
everybody.
the
Let
same
Park
ones
Street get
that
this one
said
off.
everybody was ducking David. And
Listen,
now
yo,
that
Lou,
David
that's
has
Hey,
the
Park.
question I
you
Hey,
should
asked
be
Park.
you,
calling this
man.
Let
out.
me explain this
What are
to
we
Park
talking
I
real
about?
quick.
asked you.
Hold
What
on, let
happened?
Park
What
Street
Dimitri
get
happened?
this one off
Bivol,
real quick, Ashy.
Dimitri Bivol doesn't have a fight right now. So
Park.
So
why
why
isn't
didn't he
David
fight
pushing for
David?
the
Why
fight
didn't
right
why
now?
One
didn't people
second,
pick up
Mirage.
the
1 second.
phone and fight
Mirage, 1
David?
second. Let
Why
him finish.
isn't David pushing
Hey,
for the fight right now with Bivol?
Because he's so-called making this shit up with the fucking Russians, dummy. You didn't know that?
Man, get the
oh
fuck
my
out of
God,
here, man.
You
dude.
Get
didn't
the
know
fuck
that?
Let
out
me
of here.
just
That's
school
another.
Ash
They're
real
trying to
quick, and then
negotiate
you
a
can
rubber
just school
match.
this motherfucker
Because
real
if
quick.
that's the case,
David
if
is
that's
a
the case,
pimp.
then why the fuck is
David
you crying
indicated
about a
he
We've
rubber
been
he
match
waiting to
then?
do
wants
this
to
for
fight.
so long.
If
Please,
Dimitri
that's
let
the
me
case,
school this
why is you
motherfucker.
crying about the rubber match? That
All right, all
he
right.
made
Let
a
me let me
he made
let
a
me let
commitment.
me
Is no
let
fair.
me all
Okay,
energy
No
I'm
fair.
on
gonna
this.
school
He
you
should
right
be
now,
fighting
Ashy,
David.
and it's gonna be sad.
He's
It's gonna
like,
be
yeah,
sad.
Man,
let
look
me
here.
all
You
It's
energy
sound
gonna
on
listen,
this.
happen.
man. You sound dumb as fuck. I don't even know
Guys,
why
You
I'm
are
I'm
dumb
even
as
debating
fuck,
with
and I'm
your
gonna
little
school
young
you right
ass,
now.
man. Learn
guys,
something, man.
Hey, Nuke, did you find that gym yet in Philly?
Hey, I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done.
Can
guys,
I
let me
just
just
please school this
I'm gonna
fucking
remind you
dumbass
every
right now?
drive I'm on. I'm gonna remind you.
I got you, Park.
Jiggly, let me just take this, and I need to make this point clear. The truth is, over the Better Bivol trilogy, it is a mess. I am fully agreed on that. It is an absolute embarrassment. I want the fight made. Why are they trying to do it in Russia? I actually agree with Ashi and Mirage on that. I actually will agree with them on that. But
I agree with them on that too.
Here's the truth, though. The WBC, in my opinion, fucked Benvidez over by giving him the email belt. Because here's the thing, Benvidez was the
It's
mandatory.
always David's fault. You're trying to turn it on the David.
I'm not blaming
Bivol's fault.
David.
Bivol dropped the
I'm
belt.
not
Man, let him
blaming
explain
David.
his
Doesn't want the
perspective.
fight. Bivol doesn't
Let me
want the
finish.
smoke. It's David's
Let me
fault.
finish.
It's
Go
always
ahead,
David.
Richard.
Let
Okay.
him finish, Mirage. Mirage, let him finish. Let him
Was I
finish.
Go ahead, Richard.
Nuke, was I blaming David there at all?
No, you were not. You were not.
Thank you. What I'm trying to say is because of the mandatory situation, because the WBC jumped the line, we should make this very clear. They jumped the line. They were behind the IBF. They were behind the WBO. They were behind I believe they were behind the IBF and WBA. And then it was, WBC, then WBO.
Who gives a shit? Is he
Dickhead,
fighting
you're
the man?
making
I'm
the
making the
point.
point, Mirage. I'm making the
Let
point.
him
No,
make
your
the point,
point is
Mirage.
dog shit.
Let me
Your
make the
point
point.
is dog shit. That's my point.
No, I'm
Go ahead,
telling
Fuck you, Mirage, dude. Shut the fuck up.
you, my man. I'm
Is he
telling you, the reason.
Is he fighting the
Jiggly, sing this nigga to
IBF
sleep.
Because
champion?
Dickhead doesn't, I'm serious.
Excuse me, I can't even make
Oh
the
my
point
god,
because of
bro.
this.
Just let me go.
Man,
Hold
Bivol
on,
is
let
showing
him
bonus.
finish,
I want
fellas.
to fight David.
Hold on,
Let's go.
let him. Mirage, you gotta let him finish.
Mirage, shut
What
up.
I'm trying to say is because the WBC jumping the line, stripping Bivol of the belt and giving Benvidez the belt, and saying he's the
But
full
why
WBC.
should he get the belt when he was injured and couldn't even make the fight, kid? He couldn't even
No,
make
When
the
was the
fight.
fight
You wanted to
happening?
fight
Hey,
in July and he
Jigglypuff,
was
I
injured.
heard that some
What
point.
the fuck?
When do you think the fight
I'll
was
let
going to
you go
happen?
on that. Jiggly, I'll let you go on that. What I'm saying is the WBC actually hurt David, though, because here's the thing. If they would have let Bivol keep the belt, kept with the mandatories, Bivol can still fight Morel, still fight, Yard.
I get that he
He
jumped the line, but he couldn't have made the fight
Jiggly, he can
anyway.
still
That's my
fight
point. He couldn't have made the fight
interim
anyway. He was
champion.
injured.
But
He's
listen,
injured.
He has the mandatory shot
WBC
there where we can
Jiggly, who was
clearly
injured?
call it a
Before
draw.
it was injured?
Benavidez
Who was
was
it?
injured, you fucking
Benavidez was
dumbass. He
injured.
has
He's
hands
Oh,
injured. He
okay.
couldn't
David
fight
was
till like
injured.
September, August.
So,
Hey,
He was trying to
Jiggly.
make the fight in
so
When
this is
was
September,
where
they
August
going
Jiggly
to
got it.
against
fight?
Hold
Bivol.
on, Mirage. You got to let him talk because
What's his
Jiggly got
injury,
a
Jiggly?
masterful point here. Jiggly is basically saying David was hurt, which is
That
true.
was after the Bostic fight. What is he talking about? That wasn't after
What
the
injury did he
Morrell
have,
fight.
Ashley?
He
Ashley,
had
what
the
injury did
injury.
he have?
He had the
He
injury.
said he had a hand
He
injury
had the
and
hand
couldn't fight
injury
till
so
late
called
in the
after the
year.
Bostic fight.
So, but yeah,
Then
he
he fought
pushed the
Morrell.
fucking mandatory when he knew he couldn't fight it fairly. And if he did accept the
Come on,
fight,
man.
he would
He was
use the
supposed to
same
have the
example if
mandatory
they
after
lost
the
the
first
fight to be
fight.
like, oh, I'm injured. No,
Jiggly,
fuck
how
that,
long
dude.
has
He
David been
lost
injured?
that.
Get the fuck out of here,
Fuck
bro.
that, dude. You
Fucking
guys are
when
some
was
weird
David
shit
fight?
with Benavidez.
Wait, his kid, is
When
that why David not getting no knockouts? He been fighting his last 10 fights injured?
Hey, it's up to you.
Jiggly, when couldn't David fight? When was he unavailable? When? For
Y'all
what
the
date?
ones screaming he hurt.
Well, first of all,
That's y'all
let's
I
put it
didn't know
this
he
way
was
though.
hurt.
Let's put it this way
No,
though.
that's what they
He was
call it.
hurt after
I
the
ain't.
Gosling
Hey,
Listen,
fight,
Mirage,
and he was hurt
I
after the
remember,
his
fucking
I
hand
Morel
heard
wasn't
fight.
hurt.
He
Mirage
was
just
hurt
ask
with
His
the
his
hand
hands
wasn't
question.
on
hurt
both
when he
Hold
was
up,
fights.
punching
Mirage.
Morrell in the
Hold
face.
up, guys.
Because he's
Mirage
not
just
the
asked the
monster.
question, guys. Hold up, Mirage just asked the question. The voice of treason just asked the question. Check it out. He had a chance to fight Beterbiev when they gave him put him in the #1 slot years ago.
Well, you
You
got
forgot
back to the
about that?
I was
2020
about to say
dumbass
that,
talking
Brandon.
point.
I
No,
was
you
about to
said
say
when they had a
that.
chance to. You asked when they had a chance to
And
fight him,
He
so
said
I answered your
Beterbiev,
question.
that's true.
Don't play goofy now, voice of treason.
Hey, Brem.
He was never
Clarko
offered the Beterbiev fight.
Brem.
That's cap.
Clarko brings
okay,
that up.
listen, and so
Clarko
listen.
brings that up every live, and he
Okay,
knows
okay.
it.
Say he didn't say, being that he didn't take the fight. So what do that mean? That mean David saw he can't
No,
fight
he would have
because he
lost.
I
didn't take
think
the
he
belt.
is.
He's scary.
It means it was a dog
No,
fight.
that
I'm
means
not
that
saying
he
that, but
didn't know
I'm
he
not saying that. But
injured and
Mirage
didn't
coming up
fucking
here,
get it, bro.
Mirage a fan of
Oh, don't worry about
Venus coming up here
that.
capping.
I don't understand.
Okay. Listen.
Did they
Who's
ever offer
your
David the
favorite?
Beterbiev fight?
Who's your
Did I miss
favorite
something?
fighter right now? Who's your
Mirage,
favorite
just
fighter
shut
right
the
now?
fuck up, dude. You don't
Who,
know shit about
me?
boxing.
Yeah, you.
Make me.
Brian Norman Jr.
Brian Norman Jr. Are you a Canelo fan?
I like
Okay.
Canelo. I'm not a Canelo fan, but I
Listen,
like
out of
Canelo.
everybody
You can
been
direct it. Don't worry about
fighting.
it, Brim. I got
And
your
I
back,
didn't
Brim.
get
Go ahead and
asked
direct
to
that to me,
ask you,
Ashley.
dude. I'll fucking
Out of
explain it.
everybody,
Let me finish
Actually,
Out
why
of
are you going down the
everybody,
Canelo route again?
hold on, man. Let me finish saying what I'm saying. Here,
Come
I'll
on,
get to
my
you.
man.
Out of everybody, last 4 fights.
Actually, no one cares what you're
Out of
saying. You just
everybody
talk the
last
same
4
bullshit
fights,
every
if you
fucking
look at
time.
the competition
Every
level,
fucking time it's the same
can't
fucking
nobody
sentences, bro.
on here
You
say
never change up.
they
The
had
same
4
fucking
harder
Why
fights
bullshit.
is
than fucking
Canelo
both
like
Every
him
fucking
Benavidez
again?
had.
time,
Hold
bro.
up, you
The
gotta
same fucking
stop this,
bullshit.
bro. Because another thing
If
is
we're
another
going to be
problem I have with
honest,
people
Brim,
going. Here's a
if
problem
we're
I got
going
a
to be
problem with people
honest,
to go with
all of the
Canelo.
fighters of
This
the
is a
last
problem I
four
got
fighters of
people.
the fighters that you just mentioned are all on the same level. They're all on the same level.
Hold up. This is the problem I got when people be always coming at Canelo talking about, oh, he's been fighting bumps. Man, if you took his last 4 fights and it was Benvidez, people would not be saying the same thing. The only reason why they saying is because
Facts.
Canelo's the face of
But it
boxing.
ain't
He's
Canelo's the
considered to be a
Benevides.
champion.
certified.
Benevides
Canelo,
was.
Oh,
you
really?
denying
Hey,
cherry
Brim,
hang on.
You know why
how many
Benevides?
wins win in the
Are you
world?
denying Canelo
You know.
cherry picked his last 4 or 5 fights,
They're gonna
Brim?
get mad at you,
It's
Brim.
not cherry
You
picking
know
his
what? You know why?
mandatory, you dumb
You
piece of
You know
shit.
why
retard.
those
Shut
are
up.
not the
I
last
don't
four
care.
fights.
The truth.
You know why the last four
Is that
So
fights
if
for
no?
Benavidez
Benavidez
wasn't
was the
like that?
fucking
It's because
undisputed champion and
he
finding his
heard
mandatory,
bitches
you'd be
like y'all
talking shit
crying,
on him?
talking about he's
You'd be
gonna fight
talking shit on
Jesse
him?
Hart. So
Are
no,
you
he gonna give you
denying
what you
Ryder,
want. That's
Charlo,
why.
Mandatory,
uh,
dude, shut the
Munguia,
fuck up, Mirage.
Berlanga
So
were
if,
cherry
Listen,
picked?
oh wait, let's switch,
I need y'all to
hey man,
stop
I just
trying to
want to hear
shit on
this. Let's
Charlo
just switch
Yeah,
the
why
because
are you
fucking,
Charlo
attacking
has
let's
a
just
better
switch
Oh,
the
wait,
career
hold
fucking
on,
than
feud.
everybody.
Benavidez.
One
Let's
second,
switch the
one
fucking
second,
feud.
everybody.
Charlo
One
was
If
second.
undefeated.
Hold on,
Benavidez is the one that
everybody.
went
One second, one
undisputed
second.
and finding his
Hey,
Hey,
you
hey,
mandatory,
know why
wait,
we
one
shitting
second,
on?
one
You know
second.
why we
I'm gonna
shitting
get to
on Charlo?
everybody.
Stop
Hold
pretending
on,
like
hold
we
on. I
don't
don't
know
want to
why
get
we
to
If
shitting on
everybody.
Charlo
Charlo.
was the same
I need
size as
everybody
Daniel
to pause for
Charlo,
one
what
Charlo's
weight
second.
is
going to
that?
connect him
Luke,
150
I need
for a
everybody to
pounder.
pause for one second. One
Luke,
second.
I need to say something.
One second. Hit. I'm gonna let you go. Jigglypuff, can you repeat what you just said a minute ago?
I said, so if Benavidez was the one that went undisputed and finding his mandatory, he's a bitch and a cherry picker, right?
Yep.
Yep. You're gonna
All
agree with
right.
that?
Say what now?
You just fucking heard me, you dumbass piece of shit.
Your mother.
If fucking
You know what? Listen,
Benavidez
man.
was undisputed,
Listen, man.
fighting his
Listen, man.
fucking
Listen, man.
mandatory, that's a cherry
Being that you
picker, right?
being that your mom's taught me the facts of life, I can't be no dumber than her.
Oh
So
no, now it's my mom and
let's
shit.
just keep
Fuck
Why
yeah.
you,
you
you
Now it's
little
your
getting
mom.
ashy piece of
emotional,
shit.
Now it's your
Ash?
mom.
Yeah,
Yes.
guess what?
Ash,
That
Come
means
on,
why
Ash.
you
Ashy
Just
getting
keep
knows
it
I'm
on the
here.
emotional?
boxing, Ash.
Fucking
Don't bring his
Ashy
mom
knows
in here,
nothing.
Either
man.
Benavidez knows
Family.
knuckle
Why you
dragon.
getting
That's the
emotional?
either
knuckle
say
Listen,
what
dragon
you're
Ash,
calling
gonna
you
your
got
say
knuckle
or
and
move
booty
the
suck your
fuck
clap.
mom.
on, bro. Either say what
Ash,
you're
you
gonna
got
say
booty
or
clap, bro.
move the
He
fuck
bringing
on. I'm not
brothers
gonna
up.
keep going back
Your
and
mom
forth
was
with you,
playing
brother.
ping pong, baby, and I'm just got one
Luke,
pad on two
I have
balls.
something to say. I have something to say. And I've waited for this body bag, but I've been waiting since last week since
Oh,
that
I
ring
body
Set it
bagged
start.
the
up.
shit with
Set
it a
it up,
second
hit.
ago.
There's a body bag coming here directly aimed at Mirage.
Mm.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mirage who likes to criticize, other fighters, likes to criticize great fighters like Dimitri Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. Last week we all saw how David Morrell got a robbery against Kamiev. I think the panel could agree. Round one, solid
Correct.
as
Yep.
rain.
Kavio definitely won that fight.
We all agree.
Everyone
Yeah,
could
we
all agree
agree.
Kamiev fought in the ring.
When rewatching
Correct
it,
me,
I agree.
no. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't this bitch right here said he will pick David Morrell over Dimitri Bivol
Yep. He did.
on this live?
He did.
Boom!
Hold up.
Do you
So
He
can
think
I ask
did.
you a
do you think
question, man?
Body
Can I
He
bag.
ask you a
put the
question?
body up.
Go ahead.
Can I
He
Yeah,
ask
go
you a
put
ahead.
the
Throw them
question?
body
bodies
up.
up there.
Can I ask you a
comparable
question?
in
So
styles,
hold
those
up.
two
So
That's a
opponents?
British
so
body bag.
Oh,
That's
styles
a
hold
make
up.
British
fights.
body
Very
bag.
So
high,
hold
Styles
up.
make
comparable
So
in
fights.
style.
Fuck you.
Hey,
so
hey, hey, look
because
here.
hold
Ask
up.
all
Let,
that
let,
shit
let
you
me
can
let
hit
me
about
put it
on
this right,
war.
man.
Dude, that
Hold up. Let
Cavalier
me
dude is the new
let
Baturkiev.
me
It's,
hold up.
That's
Hold up.
morality.
Hold up.
Hey,
Hold
bro,
So
up.
you don't
Hold
try
up.
to
Morel,
Hold up.
Morel
fuck
Hold
just
up.
it.
Hold
defeated
up.
the new
hey,
Let me
Jiggly, go get.
hold up,
I
man.
see you sipping on
I
something, man.
gotta
Go
ask
get
you.
get about on war.
I gotta ask you, boxing geniuses, this. Because Morrell had a close fight and got because really that's why y'all really
It
saying
wasn't
well he
a
lost the
close
fight
fight. It was
is
a
No, that
because he
wasn't
robbery.
a
got
close
knocked
It
down.
fight.
was a
He
Is
lost.
robbery.
because he got knocked down.
He lost
But
easily,
It was
bro.
a
so y'all telling
robbery.
me, hold up. So y'all
Come
telling
on.
me,
That
so
wasn't
y'all
a close
telling me,
fight.
so y'all telling me you coming up as a young fighter, you being great. If you get knocked down or you have a close fight that you maybe won that everybody else feel you lost, that means you're gonna lose the Bibble. That's what you're telling me. So
No, when you
there's no
put
way
that
Morrell
guy
could
that,
beat
What
the.
depends on
oh
when
my
you
god,
knew it.
bro,
Ashy,
So
when
there's
you
no
put
way
that
he
It
could
depends
beat
on
fucking
when
Matt
you
guy as
Hoffa.
like
lose.
a good
Oh
win
my
on
All
God,
someone,
because
bro.
and then he
he
loses
had a hard time
horribly
with that
again against no
fucking,
one. Like,
all
what the
because he
fuck are
had a
you
hard
talking
time
about,
with that
Ashy?
And
fucking
This is why I
Katsayev was
fucking hate
killing
you,
him
bro.
with footwork.
You're a fucking dumbass. You don't know shit about
this is how
boxing.
clear the
See
bias
that
goes because
Katsayev
you
fights
completely
opposite to Bivol.
you've completely missed the point though. Pretty
I know I
much
didn't, because basically
You don't
what
know
y'all
what your
saying
point
is,
no,
is,
no, no.
dumbass. You don't even know what your point
Let me
is.
go. Let me go, because I'm
let
fucking
me
getting
go,
this
let me
point.
go. Calm down,
Get him
Lucky
hit. Get him
Charms.
hit.
Calm
Because
down,
here's the
Lucky
deal.
Charms.
Actually, it's
Calm
not
down, Lucky
saying,
Charms.
because
Oh, the
Morales is a young
disrespect, Ashley. That
fighter.
nigga not.
The
That nigga
disrespect
not
is not even
Irish.
Calm down,
Irish. What
calm
the
Shit.
down.
fuck?
Actually,
He's not
if
Irish,
Morales,
Ashley. Come on,
That's
man.
okay. He sound like it to me. I don't give a fuck.
actually, if Morales
Oh
was
my
a
God, you
young
sound
Hey,
fighter,
stupid.
Ashley, remember
Oh my
that movie on
God.
Disney Channel, The Luck of the Irish?
Fucking
no,
purple
For
horseshoes
real,
and all that good shit.
It's a hit kid.
I know a Conor
guys,
McGregor talking.
guys, if Ashy is saying that Morel is a young fighter, then
Ashy's a bitch.
excuse me while I say this. Why was the Benvidez fight so close? If Ashy's saying Morel was a young fighter,
Because you could be a
Boom.
Yeah.
because you could be a young fighter,
Roasted. He
and
roasted you.
That's a body.
you're an elite good fighter. That's why.
I want to
why.
follow up
If
with
he's
what
an
he
elite,
asked
someone
you
that's
too.
not
Because if
elite
that's
or
the
wait,
anywhere
case,
wait,
near it.
listen,
hold on,
man.
hold
If
on.
that's the case, why the fuck he still sitting with his zero then? Why? Because you gonna
I'm
say he
sorry,
ain't
that's
fighting
another
nobody?
bag for
He,
him.
Wasn't
the
He
only
nobody
should
reason
be
he's
jumping in the
sitting
sitting
there
with
with
ring?
his
zero.
I
zero.
didn't
He
hear
should be
nobody
sitting
in
there with not a
168
zero.
calling out David
Damn.
Morrell. Wasn't
Hey,
nobody doing it. So
Hey,
let's
No,
just be
the
actually,
real.
you know
That's
what,
why
Ashley?
everybody
You
was
know what,
saying
the
people
only
Ashley?
was
reason
ducking him.
David Morrell doesn't have
Because
another
before
cut
he
on his
fought
name is because of Morocco.
Morocco
Here we
calling
go.
David Morrell a bum.
Here we go.
Before they was
Hey,
talking, before he
reason why.
fought,
Listen,
and
the
then
reason.
when they signed the fight to fight, David fought to fight Morrell. Then Morales like, oh yeah, he's a
David
tough
wasn't.
competitor.
Listen,
He's a
David
quality
wasn't.
opponent. Then he started
Hey,
And I
hey,
didn't
disrespecting
hey,
even
Morrell.
listen.
finish my
David
one-on-one
wasn't
with
worrying about.
Musashi
I got
because
David
I
first
wasn't
wanted to
worrying.
destroy him.
David wasn't
He's
worrying about Morrell.
approaching and he starts nothing
Morrell,
but
the one who
injuries.
chased him to
Coach
175,
Hey,
still
Preem,
Mirage,
talking
shut
shit.
the fuck
So
up,
being
dude.
that he
You
chased
little
him and kept
bitch.
running his
hey
mouth,
Preem, I got that
Coach
that
he went in
saying
there
Preem.
and
there, nigga.
he did something
Preem.
that Canelo wouldn't do. A motherfucker that's running your mouth, you're gonna go ahead and give him a shot and beat his fucking ass to let
Bro,
him know
come on
you're
now.
all
Mirage
the
Actually,
Shut the
got
best.
the
hell up,
fucking
man.
title
If
fucking
only if
picked.
Canelo thought like that, we would have
Mirage
had
is
the
the
David
title
Benavidez fight
fucking
instead
shit,
of the
dude.
fucking
Hey, the
Crawford
same
fight.
guy
Y'all
that
Oh
all
said
know
that
that.
nah.
Benavidez
Let's just
could
cut
Hold
the
on, say
outsmart
that last
bullshit.
part again,
a
Ashley.
guy with
Hold on,
4
everybody. I
footwork.
Ashley,
got
say
a
that last part
special
again, Ashley.
announcement. Hold on, everybody. I got a special announcement from Coach Preem. Coach Preem, can you please drop that special
Be real,
announcement?
man. He would have got his ass beat.
I'm emotional.
My
Oh my God, you know who it is. It's Mr. Ass
Hey,
Cheeks. His name is Ashley Kneecaps. Emotional ass
your
nigga.
platinum hit
I told y'all, boy,
record. Your
y'all love
platinum
That
talking
hit
about another
motherfucker
man
is
record.
ass on here,
lucky
don't
that
you?
I had
You
to give
love
him
Hey,
talking
Coach
about
again.
another
Preem, man, I
man.
gotta get you on
First
the
one
track,
on
Coach Preem.
first shit
I
out
If
your
you
mouth.
want to
need some
give me
background
one-on-one with
vocals.
him again, I'll
Hey,
destroy him.
Supreme, how was the movie? It was good.
Hey, Preem, can I ask you a question?
Don't
Yeah.
talk about me. If it's about me, I don't want to hear about it.
Preem, Solid
Boxing.
has got a question for
Can
you,
I ask
Preem.
you-
Oh, Solid, what's up, Papa?
Hey, do you think your boy is going to get upset this weekend?
Oh, he's on about
Who's fighting
Diet?
this
Zayas.
weekend, Solid?
Who
Xander.
you,
Diet.
And
who you talking
next
about?
week.
My
oh,
man
Zayas.
Carissa?
Yeah, yeah,
My
yeah,
homeboy
yeah, yeah,
Carissa?
yeah.
Sander. He's talking about
Zayas?
Sander.
Huh?
You think
Oh,
he's
you
going
talking about
to?
my boy Carissa? My boy Carissa Shields?
No, I'm talking about Xander.
Oh, my bad, my bad. You talking about Xander. You talking about my boy Xander.
Listen,
I'm
man,
sorry.
don't
I'm
get
sorry,
mad.
Solid. I'm off.
Don't
I'm
get
off.
mad because your favorite female
Hey,
boxer
listen, listen. I'm off. Hey,
got her
Solid.
motherfucking
Hey, Solid.
check
Nah,
cash,
I don't
man.
think so.
Just
I don't think so,
go on
Solid.
home, hold that L.
You
Don't
heard?
get
Oh
mad
my
at Carissa.
God.
Oh,
Don't get
hold
mad
on.
at Carissa, man. Don't get
Hey,
mad
let
at
me
the
Hey,
goat,
answer my
man.
man Solid is
Don't get
G.
mad
This
at
is
the
Let,
goat,
let,
crazy.
man.
let,
Look
let,
here.
let
Yo,
she answer
Solid
Look
is
here.
Solid.
no.
Hey,
I don't
Preem.
think so.
Let Supreme answer Solid.
Supreme, man. Listen, man. Don't
I
get
don't think
mad,
so,
man.
Solid is.
Don't get
You heard?
mad at the goat. Don't get mad at the
That
goat,
Mexican
man.
kid is tough too, but
Hey,
he ain't gonna be.
Yes,
Nuke,
yes, yes,
can I bring something up?
yes.
Hey, everybody, it's a Kalisa Shields fight week. Nobody gives a fuck.
Completely
Exactly.
agree.
I thought he was talking about the other
Before we get into
homeboy,
it,
but it's all
before we
right.
get into that, let
Listen,
me
man,
just
you
pay
don't
these
have to
bills
give a
real
fuck.
quick, fellas.
Long as she get the
Hold on one
W,
second,
it's gonna
Ashley. Let me
go
just
to the
pay these
Jiggly
bills
Puff,
real
accolades,
what
man.
up,
quick.
yo? What up?
Hold on, let me pay these bills. Domo says
She
at
don't, you
Ashy
fucking ever
Knuckles.
dare say Kalisa Shields is above Katie Taylor. She's not.
Hold on. Domo says at Ashy Knuckles, so a reigning active titleist wasn't a good win. Then David making a sock'em bopper sounds on Vostok should look really shit. Then that's a very good point. Salute to Domo for the facts, and he really shut up Ashy on that one because Ashy has no response.
At all.
Every time I start talking,
Actually,
I
ain't
have
got
like
shit to
100.
say.
I have 100 motherfuckers just start spitting over and talking.
Pop,
So
you want to get
sometimes I
married?
just be quiet, man. You can't win on here. I got too many.
Because
Like I
everything you
told you,
say
Hey,
is a
well,
lie
I
that
got
comes
too
out your
many
mouth. You
haters,
know
man. I
nothing
got too
about
many
boxing.
Hey,
meat
yo,
riders
did
that
y'all
hate
hear
on me.
anything about Callum Smith
Oh, now we
supposedly
meat
supposed to
riders.
be fighting Morrell?
Yeah, when it come to me, yeah,
Hold on, we're gonna get right
exactly.
into that. Just let me finish this. We'll get right into that. Domo also says this one's for Mirage. He said those offers were both for the U.S. location, and that's exactly what Callum Smith said.
Okay, Eddie Hearn disagrees.
Yeah, and
To
Callum
argue with
Smith
Eddie Hearn.
disagrees with him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
of course.
bullshit
And
So
listen,
it
artist.
man.
sounds
He
like
just
Hey,
Eddie
states
Hearn
facts.
Mirage.
He
should
So
just
listen,
trump
states
Mirage.
Callum Smith. Like
Mirage,
they're both
listen,
saying different
Mirage.
things.
Don't even waste your time because if the roles was reversed, it would be them talking. Oh, David Benavidez is a duck. He's a duck.
Yeah,
He's
would you
this.
take
He's
Oh
that.
my
David's
Quack,
God,
quack,
word?
the
quack.
Would you
David
say,
Blah
Jigsaw
blah
would you take
blah.
Mirage.
Yeah,
David's
yeah,
And if
word?
yeah,
the
yeah,
roles
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
reversed with
So
David,
No,
all
then
Hey,
it would
no,
have
no.
been
hey,
hard.
hey,
And
every
I
hey,
know
article
y'all
you
gonna
don't
gonna
want to
all
y'all
see
they're
gonna
gonna give Callum
J-
Smith
y'all
JMA
gonna
said,
credit.
lady
hold on, fellas.
stress the whole
Let me finish
motherfucker?
these chats, and then I'm gonna let you guys get into it. JMA said, "Is David Benavidez' fault since 168 pounds?" That's a really good point. David should have fought Callum Smith at 168. He should have fought
Agree.
Why
Caleb
didn't
Plant
Callum
at
Smith
How
fight
do
168.
him?
we
David
listen?
Benavidez.
How do we
Hold on,
know?
fellas. Let
Yup.
me finish.
How do we
Let
know
me
Callum
finish.
Smith wanted
David
to fight David
Benavidez chose.
Benavidez?
Hold on, fellas. David Benavidez chose not to unify, and he lost his belt. So that's on
right.
David.
No, no. How do you know
And
Callum
one
Smith
and
didn't choose to unify?
hold on, Ashley. Hold on,
That's a
Ashley. I
fact.
gotta
That's a
finish. I gotta
fact.
finish. I gotta
Two things
finish.
can be true at
And one
once.
baller says Garage and Ashley like women from Thailand.
Hey, Mirage, I'm gonna
Hey,
show
bro,
you.
they're
Listen,
sitting
I'm
there
gonna show
Hey,
you.
drinking
Oh,
Mirage
Ciroc,
God.
and
pretending
Ashley
Listen,
like
about
they're
to
not women from
I'm
Dora
gonna
the
point
New
out one
they
Nutcracker.
thing.
Hey,
eating
listen, I'm about to
breakfast.
check
Hold
out.
on,
I
Point
got
Ashley.
out
I'm
it.
gonna
one
let
thing
Hold
that
on.
when
everybody
I
go. Let
Have a
me
start
good
just
night.
finish
explaining it,
this real quick. Let me just finish this real quick.
Hey, Nuke, check your email in a little bit.
Yeah, I got you. I got you, my brother. I got you, my brother. The pendulum step is a footwork pattern that involves a boxer bouncing back and forth. Yes, Mirage is footwork, dumbass. The Mexican Killer 6'9" with the quick body bag on Mirage.
It's basic ass footwork.
Uh,
Basic ass footwork.
Oh my
the
God,
the
are you
Gooch
David
grown?
got
says,
Shut
no
the fuck
footwork. He
up,
got
dude.
flat
hold
feet.
on. The
You
Gooch said
guys are
the Gooch.
impressed so
He
easily. You're
got
so
duck feet.
impressed so
Hey, he
easily,
got duck
man.
feet.
The
Duck
Gooch
feet
says
David.
Bud Crawford will
I
lose.
got a new name, Duck feet David. Ah.
The Gooch says Bud will lose his first. David will most likely beat Anthony Yard. Then he will fight Lemieux next year, which will set up the Porky Medina rematch in 2027.
And the
man.
Oh
reason Mirage
man.
is here is because
Mirage,
you're the only one that'll let him on the
hey,
panel.
Mirage, I'm gonna make one point that's just show you how fucking delusional these dudes is. Check it out, right? Now they
Yeah,
say
the
when
guy that said
they
David
say
got
when
footwork.
Benavidez was at
Ah.
one. They said when David Benavidez was at 168, right? It was like, yo, he should have enforced his mandatory. That's why he ducked David.
At
He ducked
175, he
Canelo. He
could
Why
have.
left,
didn't he
He
right?
could have
But
unify?
at
check, hold
175,
up.
but he went back to
Hold on, let him
Whenever I
finish
get to
his point.
talking,
Let
I
him
got
finish his
100
point.
people start talking and shit, right?
Let
Now
him
check this
finish.
shit out. Check it out, right? Now, basically, now they know all the reasons. First, they said Canelo was like, he's Mexican. Then he was like, he brings 25 pounds. Then there was another one. Then it was the 200 million, right? So
What does it
basically,
do with
they
the
saying,
mandatory?
listen, hold up. This is what they saying.
Who
This is
cares
what
what
they
anyone
basically saying.
says? What does that have to do with the
We
mandatory?
understand he came up with those excuses. But what David should have did was sign the mandatory and make him either drop the belt or fight him. Now, why would he have to do that when the man could? Now they overlook all those
Because
motherfucking
that's the way
excuses.
boxing works,
They
you
overlook
dumbass.
all the excuses that he put out there why he won't fight him. Instead of them to be like, you know what? Why the fuck you got to do all that when he never lost
Because
his belt.
Canelo's
He
already
never
done
lost his belt in the
everything, you
ring.
dumb
He
piece of
never
Yeah,
shit.
lost his belt
exactly.
in the
Hey,
ring. He lost it on the
Terrence
scale
Crawford
and he lost
enforced
it
his
to Grub.
mandatory.
So yeah, that should be one of the first dudes he should want to conquer, being that he's the king
Can
of
I
Why?
call this guy
168.
Why?
something?
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
does he
yeah.
have
So,
to
So,
do
so
that?
hold on.
Crawford
Let me go
but
to
enforced his
Jiggly.
now he got to
mandatory
jump.
Hold
in
on one
Now
second,
he
Palanca.
got to
Ashley.
jump for the
Hold on,
100
Bro,
Ashley.
give me a one-on-one
just
with
to
this
get a
stupid
fight.
piece of
That's sad.
shit.
I'm gonna give Jiggly the one-on-one fade with Ashley Knuckles because that got to get done. Let me just read these last three, and you guys got it. Toe-to-toe boxing says Sordo Ramirez is trash. Cut it out. So he's basically saying David might lose to the other guys, but Sordo, he's beating Sordo. Lord Scante 6 down says David fanboys don't want to admit that he's the William Zapata of 160 and 175. Lots of activity, but no pound. That's fucked up.
It's
That's
Ain't
fucked
great.
up.
nobody,
But
ain't,
Nick
listen,
Kid agrees. Hey,
That's
that's a
a
good one.
debate. Who's the
Domo,
hardcore?
hold on.
That's a
Domo
great
says,
point.
hold on. Domo says, Mirage, Eddie on video said we couldn't get to the right number for the fight in the U.S. That's a body bag.
ain't
Salute to
nobody
Domo.
dropping.
He
Let
Got
me
to
just
answer
pay
got
that
for
it.
first one.
Turkey.
He
Let me
Got
answer
Domo
to
that.
just
pay
Let
for
me
got
answer
it.
that
Turkey.
first one.
Hold on. And then Domo at Ashy, because what else had David done up to that point to get the fight? Why not do it when that was the only shit he had it
I'm gonna get
done to
you.
get the fight?
I'm
That's
gonna get
another
you.
body bag. See,
Listen,
these
man.
guys,
Okay,
Domo is
brother,
schooling
can
these
you
guys from the super
hold
chat.
on?
Yeah, the
Easy
person
First of
work.
like
all,
we.
Easy work.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how
I
corny
got
you
one
is,
more.
Luke.
I got one more. And Mexican 6'9" killer says since Mirage want to believe the promoter, why can't he believe David promoter saying they clearly declined the Smith fight? Another
Ooh.
body bag. Mirage is in hell. Ashy is in
Smith
hell.
never
Now
wanted to
I need.
fight.
First of all,
Smith
Hold
never
on. Now,
wanted to
now I
fight
need to
hold
anybody.
straight
on,
up.
bro.
Body bag.
I'm
Can
show
I
you.
be
I'm
in
gonna
here,
Let's
show you
Doug?
how
drop the bags
fraudulent.
real quick.
I'm
Now
gonna
I
show
need
you
a
how.
straight up debate. Hold on. I need Ashy Knuckles. I need a straight up debate with you and Jigglypuff. Will you reject the debate again?
What are we debating about? That's what I
Guys,
was
I'm
asking
out.
y'all. Ain't
What are we?
nobody
I'm
telling
off.
me nothing.
All right,
I'm
then.
This
off.
guy.
I'll
Cause
see
like I
y'all.
said, listen, man. This is all. I don't mind debating nobody, as long as we keep it clean. All that you a bitch ass, this and that.
Okay,
Listen,
okay.
I don't
We'll
have
Look at
keep
time
him,
it
for all
dude.
that.
clean.
He's already
I really
making
don't
fucking
have
weird
time
ass
for all
shit,
that.
dude. Like,
Either you gonna respect my opinion or not, because I'm gonna respect yours. I'm not gonna call you out your name and all that extra shit just because I don't agree with what you
bro,
say.
you refuse to debate me because my
Bro,
name.
like I said, I told you
You're
I
a
don't want to
fucking
debate
weirdo,
you on
bro.
the strength that you don't
gonna keep it clean with your mouth. I'm not with all that disrespect whenever I'm trying to debate a person. Either we gonna keep it clean or we not. So being that me and you can't keep it clean
Okay,
on
you want me
here,
to school you on
being that
facts? I'll
me and
school you
you
on
can't
facts.
keep it respectful on here with
Okay,
each
you
other,
want me to
what
school
makes
you
me
on
think we
facts? I'll
gonna
school you
keep it
on
as
facts.
respectful? Because if we
Okay,
ain't gonna get no
all
point
right.
across with us dissing each other. It's about the debate, my brother. The stats, the
Okay, let's
facts.
go. Debate. Let's go.
Okay, so what do you want to debate me on? About what?
Obviously, we're debating about your fucking man
Okay,
child, your
so
fucking
what do you
nut
want to
child.
know?
Like, let's go.
All right, so go ahead, boom, let's get it on. What you want to debate about? Go ahead, first
Okay.
question.
Oh God, this is gonna be funny. All right, so you want to claim that David Benavidez and the Callum Smith fight is on Callum Smith, right? It's not on David Benavidez. David Benavidez has nothing to do with the fucking
No,
cop out in that fight.
no, no, no. And unless you could explain to me how is David fought that he didn't take this money that Turkey offered him, because from what I
Okay,
heard,
so I'll explain
Turkey
it to
offered
you.
good
I'll
bag,
explain to you right
big
now.
bag.
He got flown over there to the fight to
Thrown
fucking
over
watch the
where?
fight and all that shit, and you tried to explain
No,
like,
I'm talking about the
well,
second fight. No, let's
are
not
you
talk.
gonna shut the
We
fuck
already
up and
know what
listen?
happened in the
Are you
first
gonna
one.
give me my
Hold
turn?
on, Ashley. You got to let him get his point.
Shut the
Then you
fuck
can
up,
get
bro.
yours.
Go ahead,
Hold
bro.
on,
Go
Don't take
ahead.
my
Ashley.
shit
Hold on,
off.
Go
Ashley.
ahead.
1
Go
second.
ahead.
Let
I'm
him get
telling
his
him to go
point,
ahead.
Ashley.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Jiggly. You get yours, and then Ashley, I'll get yours uninterrupted. Go ahead,
All right,
Jiggly.
so David Benavidez went there for the fight on the app on the fucking thing that he was gonna get the next fight if that's a big if fucking Beterbiev won the second fight. But if Bivol won the second fight, they're gonna have the trilogy. Agreed?
Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed. Okay. So he went there on that fact. So when he went there and Turkey was being like, hey, if this doesn't happen, we want to get you on a Callum Smith fight on the undercard. And David Benavidez before that said he was fine with fighting on the undercard. So that's already a double plus that he already agreed to that. And now all of a sudden he didn't like that he came there and said that. And that was your argument that you tried to put to us, like being like, oh, he didn't like that he was trying to put that Callum Smith card when he was trying to go to Undisputed. Like, you're like, what the fuck?
No. And I'm gonna
So
tell you.
there's
And so
that.
okay, can I
And then on
rebuttal
top
that?
of
No.
that,
Can I? No.
he's
Hold on.
like,
Let me
I only
rebuttal
want to
that.
fight in America. And
Can I
then
rebuttal that
Turkey
before you
offers
move
him
on?
fights in America, and he's like, oh, I don't want the Alcatraz fight. So not only did he turn down one fight,
Brother,
not
slow
only two
down,
fights,
man. We
Let him
can't.
three
finish,
fights.
Ashley. Let him finish.
He turned down 3 fights. 3 fights for Turkey. 3 fights for Turkey. And now all of a sudden he comes back with a PBC offer, and you're like, oh, Callum Smith's a duck because he didn't take the PBC offer. I'm like, bro, are you serious? He had 3 lucrative offers
What's really on?
from better fucking things, and you're gonna be like, oh no, Callum Smith's the duck. So where's your fucking argument for that? That's
Can
what
I
I
say,
want to know.
listen, man,
Where's your argument for that?
you made 3 different points that I can't. That's why I'm trying to say we're gonna have debate. When you make a point, let me have a rebuttal, and then we
Well, I
move on
made
from there
3
to the next
points,
one.
and I want to hear you break them down.
Can you repeat the first one? Go back to the first one. Start over, because you moving, and I don't get a chance to say nothing. Y'all keep saying let them finish, and you asking me like 3,
Okay,
4
the
different
first
questions.
one is he went to the fight
Say it slow, Jigglypuff.
to
Just a little
obviously
slow.
Okay, listen,
scout the
listen. I'm gonna
fight
get to that.
and
All
make
right,
a deal
okay,
with
okay.
Turkey.
I
Listen,
know
do
the
it with the
rest.
bouncy ball. He'll
I
And
know
you're
the
understand
still
better
rest.
with the
talking,
bouncy
bro.
I
You're
know
ball.
that.
not
Look,
letting me
that's what
talk.
I'm
How are
talking
you gonna
about.
hear me if
Bouncy
you're
ball is
talking?
crazy.
How are you
Look
gonna hear
here,
me if
man.
you're talking?
Am I going to debate you, or am I going to debate everybody else too, man?
Oh my god.
I understand. I get what you're saying for the first. I'm gonna answer the first one for you. Like I said, he said when he was on the fucking Henry Cejudo and the other dude fucking podcast, he said when he went there, they treated him nice. He said the deal that him and Turkey was talking about wasn't for him being on the undercard for the fucking rubber match. It was for him. It was for him to headline with fucking He wanted to make a headline fight with him and Callum Smith and Alcatraz. And he said he
But
felt the
that's an
fight was
if.
gimmicky.
You're not accounting the if,
Listen, man.
bro. You're not
I just
accounting the
explained to you
if they would
why
have
he
won or
didn't.
lost. That's the
Can you
thing you're
listen, man?
missing.
I just
That's the thing
explained
you're
to you
missing.
why he said he didn't take that fight. He said the fight that Turkey wanted him to have, that you keep claiming that was going to be on the undercard, it wasn't. He didn't want it on the undercard. He wanted to make a single like them headlining a
No, that
fucking
was
card.
after the fact,
That
bro.
was not
You're not
after.
listening to the facts, bro. You're not
Why?
listening to them
Listen,
at
man,
all.
that was not after. He said that's what they was talking about when he went over there. He said that's what the discussions was when he went over there. He said
They
he
were
was lined.
talking
He said,
about
"Listen, man,
if
listen. He
Bivol
was lined
won.
up
They
to
were talking
fight.
about if
He was
Bivol won.
lined up
This is
to
what
fight
our
the
things we're
winner.
thinking of.
Listen, man, he was lined up to fight the winner, but he wanted him to have a headliner. He wanted him to have a headliner
So,
to have like
oh my god,
the
bro. So
winner
you're
between him
arguing
and
for
Callum.
Benavidez having a
Whatever, man.
headlining
Listen, man.
fight
I'm gonna
and
let.
being.
Better yet, I'm not gonna tell you. You go watch the interview. Now, next
I've
question.
already
I
watched
didn't answer the
interviews.
first one. Let's go to the second question then.
You didn't even answer the first one.
I did
Body bag.
Look at the
Hey,
video.
And put up the
You got
the
bag.
YouTube.
body bag.
Yeah,
You got
you didn't even
YouTube on
answer
your
the first
phone.
one, bro.
I'm just telling you what he said. So you go look at the video and you get your
You
own.
can't even answer the fact that
I just
bro.
answered the question for
Oh
you.
my god,
You
bro.
said, why did he go over there and didn't take the fight with Callum Smith? I answered
Okay,
it for you.
let's skip all that. Let's skip all that because you don't want to answer that. Let's
Listen,
go
so
on to the
why?
fact that
That's 1-0 to
Benavidez
Jiggly.
said he only wanted to fight in America, and then he
Listen, hold on,
offered
hold on.
him an
How is that
Alcatraz
one
fight
nothing?
in America,
How is
and he
that
was like,
one
"I don't
nothing?
want
And
to
the
fight in
man explained
Alcatraz."
why he didn't take the fight. How was that one nothing when he asked why he didn't take the fight, and I explained to him why he said he didn't take the fight. So
Solid,
how
is
was that
that
one nothing?
1-0 or am I wrong?
I'm trying to explain how was that one nothing.
Solid,
He
is
asked me
Carlos.
why.
That's
He
Somebody.
asked
easy.
me
I
Is
just,
why. I
oh
told him
that
my
why.
1-0
god,
or
bro.
So
or
that's one for
This is
Jiggly.
why I
One
knew I
nothing.
destroyed this guy. All
So
right,
that
let's go
reason
to the
wasn't good
second one.
enough.
He
That
offered him
reason
an
that he gave
American
wasn't good
fight
enough,
because it's the
basically.
only fight he
Ashy, you
wanted to
gotta
fight
catch
in
up, Ashy.
America. He only wanted to fight in
Down one
America. He
nothing.
offered him an Alcatraz fight, which would be amazing. An Alcatraz fight. Didn't want to take it.
You know,
Yeah, now
Why
we
did he
took
want
it,
to take
and
that
Listen,
now
fight?
listen,
change. Now
listen, listen.
hey,
circumstances changed, and
Shut
he
the
took a
fuck up,
different fight.
Mirage. I'm
So
not
what?
talking to you.
So what, bitch
I'm
boy?
not talking to you, Mirage. I'm
Hold
talking
up,
to
Well, I'm
Ashy.
talking to
Shut the
you.
fuck up,
Now what?
Mirage. I'm not talking to you.
So
You don't
Who
do
the
shit
fuck
for
are you to
anyone.
dictate
Shut the
anything?
fuck up.
Jigglypuff. Am I getting it right?
Jigglypuff?
Jigglypuff.
Shut
Is
the
that
fuck
what it
up,
is?
Mirage. I'm talking to fucking Ashy.
Is it Jigglypuff?
No, it's Jigglypuff. Get it
Okay,
right.
Puff, whatever the
Okay,
fuck
it's
it
Mind
is.
your
Joey.
fucking
Go
business,
climb in your mom's
Garage.
But
couch and
Mind your
suck a
business,
fucking
Garage.
titty.
Let them
Shut
talk.
the fuck up,
Let the
bro.
men
I'm
talk,
talking
Garage.
to
Let the
Ashy.
chairs
so
down.
Let's flow.
we're gonna go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I can't answer 100 questions. We're gonna go back and
I
forth.
know,
So
fucking dumbass
you
Mirage
say
is trying to
okay.
fucking save
You
your
said
nuts.
David. You
Well,
said David. Let's just say okay. You say David. He ducked the fight. Okay.
I'm not
So
saying
when
he
listen,
ducked
man.
anything. I'm just
Okay, listen for
spitting
whatever
facts,
reason.
bro.
Okay, listen, man. For whatever reason why he didn't take the fight. When Turkey came
Okay,
for this fight, let's hold up. So I'm asking you, when Turkey came for this fight, right here, this specific fight that he's having with Anthony Yard, when the offer was first given to
that's
Callum,
four. That's
hold up,
four
man. Can you
offers
let me
forward,
finish
bro.
asking you? Can you let me? I sat and listened to you. I just need you to listen first
All
before
right,
you answer.
let's ignore everything before. Okay,
When
let's go
Turkey
for
came,
four fight agreement.
when Turkey came for this fight right here, right? And he turned the offer down and Anthony Yard took the fight. So you're telling me reason why he didn't take the fight is because since David didn't take the first one, he said, fuck it, he's not gonna take this one. That's what you're telling me? I'm just asking you, is that what you're saying?
What was that?
Like you told me, you heard what the fuck I said.
No,
Are you
you
trying
start
to
playing
Brain.
say
dumb now
that
as if
fucking
his ears
like
don't work suddenly. You gotta fucking listen and answer.
So like
Mirage,
I
shut
said,
your
I'm gonna
fucking
say
Mind your
it
bitch ass
again.
business.
up?
I'm gonna say it
That's a
again because it's
fucking bitch.
1-1 on that one because you got real quiet on that one. Like
Well,
you got
no,
real
because fucking
dumbfounded.
Mirage's dumbass keeps on
Nah,
talking
he
over
wasn't
you.
talking when I asked you that question, man. So I'm not going to even repeat it because you heard what the fuck I said because I said
No,
it real
because
nice and
Mirage's
slow.
dumbass keeps on talking
Nah,
over you,
Mirage
dude.
wasn't talking, man. 1-1, man. It's your turn. Go ahead, your turn.
What the fuck did
Question.
you say?
I'll give it 1.5. I'll give it 1.5, but go ahead.
What the fuck did you say, bro?
One of y'all repeat it for him. I'm not repeating it again.
Okay, of course you don't want to repeat it because you know I'll destroy you.
Yeah,
Repeat what
okay.
the
Well,
fuck you said.
well, what
Repeat what you
happened?
said. Are you
Wasn't
scared to
nobody
repeat
talking? I
it?
said it to you. Which your mic went out or something?
Repeat what you said, brother.
I forgot what I said. How about that?
Oh, now
Just
you
say
So
it,
move
forgot
Ash.
on
your
to
Yo,
the
own
Ash,
next
point.
just say it
question.
again, man.
Now you forgot your own point. You don't even know
Yeah, I
the
did.
point
So
you
we're gonna
made.
move on to the
Actually,
next one.
Now you
repeat
don't
it
know
for
the
him, or
point
else
you
I
made.
gotta give you a 0.5 point. I can't give you the whole 1 point. You could. Hey man, just repeat it for him, man. You want the whole 1 point? Give it
I
to
don't
him.
care if you give it to me or not. You heard it. You know it's enough for a point. You just want to give some pushback because of who I am. But
No,
other
I'll
than that,
destroy you
other than
on
that,
this
it would have
point
been
too. I
anybody
just
else.
want
You'd
to
have been
hear
like,
the
yeah,
point
I
again
ain't gonna lie.
because
That was
dumbass
that. He kind of
Mirage
made a
started
point.
talking over
He
you.
kind of made a point on that one. It would have been anybody else. You would have said that. He
I
kind of made a
wasn't
point
even
on that one.
talking at all, man. Why you trying to blame me to escape
Exactly. He wasn't
getting
talking
your
at
ass
all.
cooked, man? When you get cooked suddenly your headphones don't work.
Hey,
Well,
why
what
don't
did
you
you
shut the
say?
hell up, Dirty
I didn't hear
Diana?
what you said. Get
Just
the fuck out of
repeat
here,
what
man.
you said and I'll destroy you.
Listen, man, I done told you. You heard what I said, man. And if you're not going to
Oh
answer,
my
like I say,
god.
move on to the next question, bro. Because I'm not going to keep repeating myself. Y'all told
Oh
me to
my
repeat
god.
it
All
before. I
right,
said
that's
it
a
2
body
times.
bag on your
I said
yourself.
it to you 2 times, and you didn't answer.
Another one. This is kind of sad. This is like watching, a guy get beat up in the Walmart parking lot. It's just
Yeah, well then you should go help Jiggly Cups or whatever his name. Help him up off the ground because I'm beating him up right
they're
now.
gonna go back and start
Next
tapping on the
question,
names.
man. Can we move on to the next question since you
Hold
want
on,
to debate?
Jiggly, you good, Jiggly? Right now it's 2-0,
No, I'm
Jiggly.
good. I know
Yeah,
I'm
it's
fucking destroying this
2-0.
guy.
It's
Let's
2-0.
go.
It's 2-0.
hold on. Solid is T. Are you there?
Yeah.
Solid is. Who do you have winning this debate, Jiggly or Ashy Knuckles?
No, I think it's 1-1. I think
I give it 1.5 because the second question he didn't want to repeat it. So
Okay, so you got Jiggly in the lead, Carlos. Solidus has it a tie. Round one. Who do you have in the lead? Round one.
What I said, I'm gonna repeat the shit, man.
Hold on 1 second. Round one. Who do you have in the lead right now? Round one. Jiggly or Ashy?
Because Ashy. What was that?
Who's in the lead? Round one. Jiggly or Ashy?
Oh, that's 2-0 for Jigglypuff.
There we go. So we got 2 votes for Jiggly. 1 is a tie.
Y'all
Mirage,
niggas, y'all
the voice
glazing
of
right now.
reason.
That's all that
Mirage.
is. Y'all
Mirage,
glazing.
who's
Y'all,
in the lead
I
right now?
forgot.
Mirage. Hold on,
forgot. I'm the visitor.
Let me just get a poll of the people.
I forgot. I'm the visitor and y'all
I
the
know.
home
Just
team.
1 second,
That's
Ashy.
what's
1
up.
second. Ashy, don't get emotional.
I'm gonna
Mirage.
be honest.
Don't worry, Ashley, I got you when it's my turn.
Mirage, who do you have winning?
I got Ashley already like a triple body bag. I'll give him triple body bag already.
So
Fucking
solid is
Hey, let me get the one-on-one with you, fucking
Can somebody
Mirage. I'll
tell me?
fucking destroy you
I'm
too.
gonna repeat the second. I'm gonna repeat the second question. And
I got it, man. I
want
got
you to
you,
give me the
Ashley. I'm gonna
question.
say the score. I got you.
I want you.
I got you.
I want you to
It's
repeat the
2-0.
situation. What I said was, I said, say if we give you David Benavidez was ducking Callum Smith, right? I asked you. I
never
said
said
when
David
Turkey
Benavidez was
came.
ducking Callum Smith.
I said, listen, man. So you won't say you didn't hear me. I said when Turkey came with this offer, this one right here that fucking the yard took because Callum Smith didn't want it. And everybody's saying the reason why he ain't take it is because he wanna keep his position with the intern bird so he can have a fight at fucking Bibble. Now he could get the WBC belt and don't have to be a Reggie belt holder, but he decided not to fight that. So explain to me. So basically, you're telling me that he didn't want to fight him because David didn't take the first fight, so he like fucking. I'm not gonna take this fight. Is that what you're saying?
My main question is why
Hold
did
up, no,
David
there
Benavidez
you
push
go with the
that?
question. You can't answer a
his
question
man.
with
What's
the
his
question.
bullshit?
You
Interim
can't
to
answer a
get that
question with
fucking
the
belt
question.
when he was injured. That's my fucking main
Hold up,
question.
man.
Why
See,
did he push to get
See,
that
you
belt when
can't.
he knew he couldn't
You
make the
see that?
fight?
You see the hopscotch you just did? You just jumped from one point to a fucking other. I
No,
asked
that's
you a
the
simple
fucking
question,
point that needs to
man.
be
I
hollered
asked
at.
you a simple
Why
question,
the
man.
fuck
Go
did
ahead.
he
How you
make
want
that
your body
mandatory
back?
when
Zip
he's
the
fucking
unzip,
injured and
man.
can't make
Let
the
me know how
fucking
you
fight,
want to get
bro?
put in the dirt on that one.
He's gonna get a fucking email belt
Can
when
we
he
get
can't
a
even
point,
fucking
yo?
make the fight.
All right, yo. What's the score on that one? I just asked him because he just jumped from a whole. So I just want to know. You just came with a question when I asked you a question.
So
I answered your question. I asked you a question. You came with a question, man.
Okay, let Jiggly respond.
Oh no. He just said all thing I want to know why I didn't get the body back. Why when he started stuttering to my own thing he want to know
I
is
didn't
something
stutter at
different
all.
from what I asked him. Y'all didn't say, oh, that's a body bag. What
Because
happened,
I
man?
didn't stutter at all.
What happened, man?
I have my own fucking.
Preem, is that a body bag, Preem?
Hold up, man. I thought this was you got to keep the
Absolutely not.
same energy channel. That's what I
Nobody
thought.
believes it was a body but you, Ashy. Even Mirage don't believe it.
Nope.
Not with a body bag yet, yo. He ain't even, not yet.
Mirage won't even come to your support.
Not yet.
No.
How when he
You wish, Ashy.
how is
You
not
wish.
a body bag when I ask him a question and he's trying to answer the question by asking me a question.
I didn't ask you a question.
What
I
world does
just
that
stated a
fucking
fact.
what world does that happen in? When your mother asks you, did you
I
touch?
guess what he was
Hold
saying
up,
is
when your
that you're
mother
using the
asks you,
same question that he gave you
listen, man,
the
when your
first time, so you're trying
grandmama,
to take
Because
it
I
around
stated a fact.
with
when your
different
grand,
answers.
And
listen,
it's
man,
because
when
your
your grand,
question was
listen, man,
dumb. Your
hold up,
question
man,
was
when you,
dumb.
He's
listen,
just trying
man,
to say
when
the
you get
same
caught
question that you
stealing,
just gave him was the same question that he gave you at
listen, man,
first.
Ask me the
All
question
you're doing
again,
is
and I'll
turning it
answer it, and
around
it'll be
and
like,
putting in
when
different
dumb.
words.
when you was a little kid and your mama asked you when she told you don't go down the street or she gonna whoop your ass, and when you went down the street and she asked you why you went down the
I threw
street
a piece of
and
poop
I
at
told you
you
not
and
to,
told you're a
did you
piece of
tell your
shit.
mother? Did you give your mother an answer why, or did you say only thing I want to know is who let you know I went down the street? I mean, is you gonna get an answer or is you gonna ask your mother a question with the question? I mean, which one is it gonna be? because y'all love to dance because I'm the visitor. Oh, that's a body bag. Y'all quick to scream body bag, but your boy just got stuck with asking me a question when I asked him a question, and it's not a
Do
body
you really
bag.
want me to answer your dumbass question?
Oh yeah, you said you wanted to debate.
Answer it. Ask it
See, that's
again,
another
and I'll
body bag.
destroy
I
you.
thought this was a debate, so of
Ask your
course I
dumbass
want you to
question.
answer the question,
Ask your
idiot.
dumbass question. Ask your dumbass question.
That should be a body bag all by itself. He said he wanted to debate, and then he gonna ask me, do I really want him to answer the question? Come on, man. Listen, man. Is this?
I just said.
Am I playing checkers
Pose
or am
your
I playing
question
chess
again.
with you?
Pose
Let
it
me.
again.
You already asked. You already
Pose it
used that
again.
excuse once. You want
Pose it again.
to ask it twice.
You never answered the
You get
question
excused
about
all
Cal
day
Smith. Can
asking the
you
same
answer the
What
question, man?
question did you
Listen, man.
need to answer?
Inquiring minds want to know, man, the answer. We've been waiting, man, for about 15 minutes now. Can we get an answer?
No, you haven't. You just asked it a minute
Well,
ago.
can you answer it now?
What
That's
question
all.
did you have to answer?
Stop dancing, man. Take your shoes off and let me know what you. Give me
What
some
was your
feedback.
question?
Oh damn! Here we go again. Here we go again.
What was your
Damn,
question?
that should be like a triple body bag. That should be about two.
That should be a
about two.
DQ. That should
Yeah,
be a
that should be like a
DQ.
mini
That's a
cemetery just
fucking
because
KO.
he asked that redundant ass question all over again. You see the minds that I'm working with.
Because you won't pose your question again. That should be a
This
triple
is your
body
brain
bag
on
on
drugs.
yourself because you won't even
Boys and
answer the
girls, this
question
is
again.
what
You know I'll
happens.
destroy you.
This is what happens when you get on fucking other people's channel and just jump on here to run your fucking mouth but don't know nothing and gonna hear a whole
Hey, guess
soliloquy
what? I've
and
been
then ask after it.
following
What was the
IBFP for
question
5 years.
again?
You stupid
After
piece
we
of
just
shit.
said it, he asked that like 15 minutes ago. What was the question again? Listen here, man. Nuke,
What was
you're
the question?
embarrassing yourself, putting jiggly cheeks on here, talking about he want to fucking debate somebody, man. You need to have a strike on your fucking channel for even putting this guy on the fucking mic.
Oh man.
That's sad, man.
Oh man.
Listen, man, what they call the motherfuckers that's back up on the Olympics, can we get back up in here for this guy?
All right. So
Yeah,
let me
yeah,
ask you
I'm gonna
this.
But you
debate.
think you're tough.
Listen. I'm
You think
gonna
you're tough.
debate. I'm gonna debate Nuke. I'm gonna debate
I
Nuke right
should have
now.
known. I
Nuke,
told you,
you
any
ready?
grown man,
You're
any
not
grown
shit.
man
Actually,
that
you're a piece of
any
shit.
You
grown
ready, Nuke?
man that
Ask
mixed
your
the
question
word
again. I'll
jiggly
destroy you.
in his
You ready,
name,
Nuke? I'm gonna ask
I
you a
knew I
question,
shouldn't
Nuke.
have fucking debated you. I told you,
Let's debate. Let's debate, Nuke. I'm gonna
a
debate.
grown ass man
So
who
so what
fucking
do you
started
think
his
that
name off jiggly.
so what do you
That's
think
fucking
about
sad.
that guy that speaks in our channel, Ashley? I think he's pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's the
Here we
best
go to
debater
glazing.
ever, man. No
Here
one
we
can
go to
beat him.
glazing. Here we go to glazing. There you
Yeah,
go.
but he only
You
got
the
a couple
Pied
of, he got
Piper.
a couple
They
of,
go, listen,
he
everybody
only
has a
throws a couple of
position.
words here and there,
Everybody
he
on this
doesn't really
channel
do
have a
his homework like
position.
that.
You're like R. Kelly. You the Pied Piper of glazing me. So you be me writing me. You are the Pied Piper. You be the first one to jump out your mouth to talk about Ashley
And you're
Knuckles.
the
So yes,
Kanye, and
grab
we're
your flute,
fucking
R.
the
Kelly.
fucking.
Preem Kelly. That's your
Damn,
new
Jiggly
name.
Pump, how you gonna let
Preem
him talk to you
Kelly.
like
That's
that,
your new
Jiggly?
name from now on. You are Preem Kelly. There's no other way around it.
Damn,
So
Jiggly.
Preem Kelly, what else you got to say?
Damn,
Let's
Call
go.
him,
you
Jiggly.
Preem
Come
Kelly,
on.
Preem.
Preem Kelly. Let's
Hey, yo,
go, baby.
who he
I don't
talking?
want
He
to
talking
listen,
about
man.
Preem,
I don't
got
have
it.
no baby oil over here where I'm at.
Ashley
There's
Yo,
no
Knuckles,
baby
come on,
oil,
it's better than being
and I
Ashy
do
Diddy.
not have
Yo,
no
it's
intention
better
of
than
coming to
being
any of your
Ashy
fucking
Diddy.
freak off parties.
Ashy Diddy.
Ashley Knuckles, sounds
Ashy
like a
Diddy, because you
pound
be
Yeah, I know
dancing
he's
around
butthurt.
all the
You be
questions.
dancing
You be
Yeah, I
around,
know
dancing
he's
around
Ashy.
all the
butthurt.
questions
You be
like this.
dancing
Oh, like
around,
your fucking name
Ashy.
was Carlton.
You be
You know what I'm saying?
dancing
You be
around,
dancing
He
like
won't
this,
Ashy.
renew
nigga.
his
Like
contract.
Carlton.
He knows he's
You be
lost.
dancing around,
You don't
Ashy.
want to go with me. You don't want to go with me there. You won't
Listen,
go with
man.
Green Kelly, but you
Listen, man. You
definitely
could go
Ashy
wherever,
Diddy.
Preem. I told you,
You
nigga, I'm
Ashley
always
Diddy.
ready. Listen, I'm always
You
ready for a
Ashley
clown like you.
Diddy.
You could never out talk me, son.
Ashley
So don't ever
Diddy,
think
that's
I will
you.
ever
You
back
like, I
down. Because the
can't
only thing
stop.
you could
I
come on
won't
here and
stop.
do
I
is
can't
sing a
stop.
song
I
to a
won't
grown
stop.
ass
I
man.
can't stop. I
You
won't
sound
stop.
Ashley,
you know how
Shut the
foolish you
hell up. You
sound
don't know
singing to a
anything.
grown man, bruh.
You don't know
You're
anything about boxing, but you know what?
emotional. You be
You
trying
know
to
what?
hit
You're
harmonize
entertainment.
like you trying to get
So
on
we listen
America's
to
Got
you.
Talent on this
Look at
I
him.
like
motherfucker, bruh.
listening
He's
to you
so
because you're
All
entertaining.
emotional.
for a grown. I
Look
know
at
you're
him.
not
He's
because
You're
so
the truth
entertaining.
hurts.
emotional.
I understand the truth
You're
hurts, man.
entertaining. I
I
think if
beat
they
I
him.
made a new
understand.
one,
I
Living
beat
Color,
him.
you
I
would be
I
there.
beat
understand,
this
bruh.
guy.
Listen, man, I could run with the best of them, bruh.
No, you
Motherfucker,
can't.
me and you from the same, but you from the Bronx, I'm from the Bronx. Bronx. What the fuck are you talking
No,
about?
you ain't from the fucking Bronx.
Yeah,
You are not
whatever,
from the Bronx. I'm
bitch,
Brandon.
whatever.
I'm Brandon. Look.
If
Look at
listen,
that.
if I'm
You
not
see
from
that
the
right
Bronx,
there?
you damn sure ain't from the Bronx.
You
I
see
put
that
that.
right
I put
there?
that
I'm
on everything.
Brandon.
You
I'm
know why you
Brandon
ain't
from
from
the
the
Bronx.
Bronx?
Brand.
You know why?
Brand, nigga,
I'm gonna tell
Brand.
you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Remember, I'm
I'm gonna tell you
Brand.
why you're not from the Bronx.
174th.
Listen,
When we
man, I'm
bump
gonna tell
niggas off,
you.
we show no
I
remorse. When
told
we
you
turn your brain into
164th in
on
Prospect,
tomato
my nigga.
sauce. Get out of here, son.
164th in Prospect, my nigga. 164th
Get
in
out of here, little
Prospect.
man. Get
Nothing.
out of here, little
Okay,
man.
whatever. But like I said, I'm gonna
Get
tell you
out of
why
here,
you're
little
not for the
man.
Bronx.
I seen big
And
niggas
channel,
like you
pay
get on their
attention.
knees
This
when
guy,
there's a
Listen,
this
fight in the
dude.
anybody
tunnel.
in it.
Man, get
Listen,
the hell out of here, little
anybody.
nigga.
Listen, man.
You know what?
Anybody in the
Please don't let this
anybody
man.
in here that
Please,
know
Hold
everybody,
on,
anything
hold
about
don't
on,
let
any
this
of
hold
that.
on,
man
hold on.
fool you.
Hey,
Hold on.
hey,
Let
one
This
me
second,
just
man's
one
say
second.
this.
delusional.
Give me
Give me
this.
2
Let
Chief,
me
I'm gonna
just
go
seconds.
ahead
this
and
man's
announce the
delusional.
winner.
let me just
I
finish
got
one
it.
thing and I'm
Let
gonna
me
shut
give
up.
it. Let me
Hold
give
Let me
on
just
you
say
one
this
two
second,
one thing.
Ashley.
I'm gonna
I'm
shut
gonna
up.
go
Right here.
ahead and
It's
announce
real
the
quick.
winner.
It's
You
not.
got
Hold on.
10
So the
seconds.
way, hold on. I just want to get everybody. Who did everybody think won the debate before we go ahead and before we announce the winner? Mirage, Solidus, round one. Carlos, who do you guys think won this debate today?
I choose you, Jigglypuff.
Who won this debate?
Yes.
Of course, yeah, you know they gonna meet
Was
Rod Blaze,
was
man. Come on, stop.
Jigglypuff tough? I feel like Jigglypuff tough.
Solidus and Mirage. Who do you guys had winning the debate?
Obviously, they're
They won't even speak up for you, Ashley.
Damn.
Listen, man, they ain't speaking up for nobody. I ain't hear them say nothing.
Solidus, Solidus, Mirage. Do you guys want to weigh in on this?
Sometimes silence say it all.
I think
Sometimes a quiet mouth says it all.
Ashley won.
What?
Okay, so you got one for you, Ashley. Mirage,
Solidus, you're a
did
fucking
you
weenie.
did
Hey,
Mirage?
look
Who
at
is
the
your
haters in
vote
the
for,
background.
Mirage?
Look at the haters in the background. Like
Mirage,
fucking
who
Cat
is your
Williams
vote
just said
for?
something.
Mirage is scared to vote, so Mirage don't want to vote. So we got one
Mirage,
for.
no, man. Listen, he don't want to hurt Jiggly Cheeks' feelings, man.
He
That's
don't
all
even
it
like
is, man.
Jigglypuff. Why would he care?
Listen, man, because you know why? Because that's his guy. He don't want to give me the benefit of the doubt.
So right now it's
Relax,
2-1.
Ashy kneecaps.
He'll give him the
Hold on.
benefit
Right
of the
now
doubt
it's
before me.
2-1. Hold on. Right now
Relax,
it's 2-1.
kneecaps.
Right now it's 2-1. Preem.
Cream
Who won
Kelly.
the debate today?
I mean, Ashley was almost there, but he dropped the fucking baton. He ain't make the lap.
Cream
I
Kelly.
gotta give it to my man Ashley. I gotta give it to my man Jiggly all day, every
No,
day.
you said it first. You said Ashley. I got to give it to Ashley. You said
Nah,
it.
man,
You
you
said
dropped
it
the
the first time.
baton. You was
You
there.
said it
You
the
was
first
almost
time.
there with the
Ashley,
baton,
Nah, brother.
and you
You
dropped this shit.
listen.
You
It's not my
dumbass.
fault. It's not my fault.
Yo,
You just made the mistake and said
Carlos. All
Ashley
right, let's go
first.
to Carlos.
Not
Let's
my
go to
fault.
Carlos.
Hold on.
Dímelo.
Carlos
Yeah,
already
I already
said
said it.
Jigglypuff. So now it's
He was more
3-1.
consistent.
It's 3-1. And Mirage, one last chance. Mirage, did you want to vote?
Of course he's gonna vote against me. This guy hates me.
I mean,
Fuck
yeah,
you,
but
Mirage.
after
Mirage
what
won't
he
even
fucking
vote. So I'm gonna cast my vote. So hold on. So it's 3-1. And
Of course I will lose, man. I ain't gonna get a fair fucking shaking here.
No,
Stop.
you're gonna get a fair
Stop
shake.
it.
You're gonna get a fair. I
Stop
thought
it.
it was a very interesting debate,
He'll
but
get
I
fair
gotta
shake.
go with the facts and never feelings. Oh shit! Flame on said I got ashy knuckles.
Oh, Flame on
Of course he does. His favorite boxer is Tank.
He's one of the
What
wedding
is a
crashers.
crossfade? What is a crossfade? Said Ashy Knuckles won as well. That's another 2 debates.
Damn.
So does anybody else
Damn,
have
Ashley.
Jiggly or Ashy? We got. I'm gonna have to put a poll
We
up.
need more,
So
bro.
it
Like I
looks
said.
like it's
Yeah, put a poll up.
3-3. So I'm gonna put a poll up after this,
Nah,
and we'll
there we
decide
go.
who
Hold up, man.
won
Why
the
we
debate.
getting no.
Yo, Ash, relax.
Hold up,
It's
man.
3-3.
Hold up. Before when it was
Dude, I
about
was
to
doing some
hold
shit. I
up, man.
wasn't here, man. I got Ashley, man.
Let me say
Ashley Knuckles,
something.
of course.
Let me say
Fuck.
something. Let me say something. Before,
Yo,
listen,
Carlos,
when
who
it
you
was
got?
3-1, when
I
it was
already said it,
hold
man.
up, when it
I
was
had
3-1,
Jigglypuff.
Oh,
and
you did?
everybody
Yeah,
thought,
you can say it again. You get to
listen,
vote twice.
hey, when it was 3-1, when it was 3-1, and everybody thought it was going to be a landslide. Oh, it wasn't no poll
Carlos,
put
you
up.
get to
But soon as
vote
I
twice,
caught up,
Carlos.
I'm gonna put a poll up. I'm gonna put a poll up now. Yeah, that's why I say, man, I'm not gonna get.
Well,
They're
because
gonna move the
it's
goalposts on
getting
you.
done, bro.
Hold
They're
on.
gonna move the
Okay.
goalposts on
Hold
you.
on. Caribou says Ashley won. So now it's 4-3, and AC says Jiggly won 4-4. Mike
Pull a
Trades
poll up.
4-5.
Put a
No,
poll
Ashley
up.
don't want
Hey,
a poll. Ashley said he don't want a poll.
did you get my
Ashley, do you
vote? I
want a
got
poll
Ashley.
or not, Ashley?
I mean, you can
channel.
put it
It's
up,
your
but I
channel,
mean, I
dude.
already know what the
It's
outcome.
your
Yeah, you can put
channel.
it up.
Put a
I
poll
don't have
up.
a
Okay, then
problem.
let me put the poll up right now. I'm
Listen,
gonna put the
and when you
poll
Hey,
up
put it
right
up,
now. We'll find out who
did you
won.
and
get
for
my
y'all,
vote?
and listen,
Did you
and
get
for
my
y'all,
vote?
I
and
got
for
your
all
vote,
y'all,
Mirage. I got your
All
vote.
listen,
right.
man,
Your
for
fucking
all
vote don't
y'all,
count, Garage.
listen, man, for all of y'all in the chat that's voting, make sure y'all analyze the debate we had. I
And
answered his
analyze how
questions.
Reality,
stupid
He
you
Jiggly
didn't
are.
needs
answer
Yeah,
my
to tell. In
questions.
my
So
we'll
you
opinion,
got to
analyze
Jiggly
weigh
how
that
needs to
into
tell.
the
stupid you
factors
are.
too.
Done.
I answered all his questions. I had to tell my story over like 3, 4, 5 times, and he still asked the question. He still asked the question. What did you say again? See, I can't win, man. You can't win.
No. I got a question for you,
Well,
Ashley.
because
Wait
you're
up,
a
wait up.
Hold on.
dumbass
Who
and
is
your
this,
fucking
man?
shit doesn't
Who
make
is this
any
Round
sense.
asking me
one,
a
bro. I
That's
question?
got
the
a
reason
question for
why.
you. But let
First,
me
can you
tell you,
let me
bro.
know who I'm talking to first?
Round
Let me know.
one. Let me tell you.
Round
Round
one.
one.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you, bro. And it's not a bad question for you or nothing. I'm just saying, if you had a live, and I'm trying to back on you and destroy you,
Right.
and you get a little booty tickled. I'm not saying you would, but if you do,
Pause.
will you
No, he
block
will.
me?
will
you
get booty
block me on
tickled.
your
That's
channel? Would
Ash
you
Diddy,
block me?
nigga.
No,
Would
I
you
Oh,
block
listen. No,
me?
listen, man. I don't have no issue. I don't have
that's
no
Ash
issue.
Diddy.
If I was
Okay.
running, if I was
The
running my
poll
own
is up.
channel, I definitely wouldn't ban you off the
You
Oh,
off the
put in
show
no,
that
no,
because
work,
no, no. Actually,
Ashley.
because
You
for
put in that
one
work, Ashley
because
Diddy.
for one
Go
I'll
put
for
hear
in
one
you.
that work,
if I had a channel, that means I'm gonna have some
Ash
kind of
Diddy.
fan. Somebody is tuning in to look at something. So yeah,
I
they're gonna
think
want
I'll
to hear
hear
the
you.
motherfucker talk shit. That's
Ashley
gonna make the conversation more
Diddy.
juicy. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't
Okay, no,
ban
Hey,
So
you.
but
right now
Preem,
we
did you
got
but
listen
two
there's a
to
votes.
lot of
It's
people that do
50
Hey,
that,
50.
Preem,
bro.
did
There's
you
a
listen
lot
to
of people that
Everybody
DPS?
do
go ahead
that.
and just vote. Everybody go ahead and vote. We got the voting panel up. It's 50 50 right now. And let me read these super chats and then we'll check
Did you
back on
listen to
the
that
poll. If
Look
you
at
Daddy
I
haven't
Fat
bet you
voted,
Step
the
go
stream?
vote.
panel. I bet you the panel on there voting. I bet y'all done jumped out and voted, ain't it?
No, I'm not voting.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't
Hold
say
on.
nothing. We good. You got
Hold on.
my
Let me
vote.
read these two and then I'll check the
I
poll
already,
again. JMA says,
I already know Preem Kelly did. I already know he did.
oh,
I
here
already
you
said
go.
something.
I already know Preem Kelly did.
I already know
JMA
my
said,
man Ashley Diddy.
No, he did.
JMA says, let me show you how ignorant you are, Ashy. The Mexican thing was versus Zurdo Ramirez with Canelo Alvarez. That's a body bag.
Huh? What? What is he talking
Lord
about?
Scante 69 says Monster Energy 1-1 Black and Mild.
Hold on. How was the body?
Damn.
I didn't even catch the. I didn't even
Black and
understand what he
mild.
said.
God.
I didn't even understand that what he said about Zurdo. What did he say? Zurdo and what?
Hey,
And so
Preem, did you
when you were
listen to that
saying that
Daddy Fat
Canelo
Snap?
didn't want to fight Mexicans.
No, I said that's what he said at first
Oh
about
man, you saying
Benavidez.
some racist shit
I ain't
already?
say nothing
Did
about
you
no
listen to
fucking
that Daddy
Zurdo.
Fat Snap
Yo,
stream?
Ash
I didn't
Diddy
bring
is
nothing
already
up with
on
no
some
Zurdo.
racist shit.
Hold
Say
on,
what?
hold on, hold on. We
Hold on, man.
have
I got the ambulance riding past. They got the
Did you
sirens
listen
and
to
shit
that
on.
DPS?
Actually, that's the fire truck. My bad.
okay. We have 13 votes. 62% is for Jigglypuff. 38% is for Ashy Knuckles. There's one guy
Damn.
in the
Listen,
comments.
man, y'all acting like this gonna be a shock. Like,
Damn, bro.
Ashley
He
Knuckles gonna
tried,
pull
bro.
out. He's gonna win. Come on, man. Don't,
Yo, you tried, Ash. You tried, man. You tried, Diddy.
He
everybody
tried.
talk
Yo,
shit to me
Diddy.
on
Yo,
this
Diddy,
channel.
you
I'm not
tried.
gonna win.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't
I
stop.
know.
I got you, dog.
No doubt. Listen, man.
Hey,
Me and you in the
Preem.
same boat. But you know
Hey,
what? I'm
Preem, did
getting
you
out.
listen to that
You
Daddy
won't.
Fat Step song?
Hey, listen. I'm getting out.
Oh,
You
yeah.
won't.
Yo, you know how he is, bro.
Hold on. The poll, all the votes are not
Diddy
in.
getting out.
Now the
Kelly
lead is
ain't.
dropped. Hold on. The lead is dropped to 56% for Jiggly, 44% for Ashy. It looks
Damn,
like
that's
the
a
tide is
close.
turning. So we got to give
Uh-oh.
the poll a couple more minutes. El Caesar, my brother El Caesar said it wasn't even a debate because Ashy Knuckles' feelings kept answering the question with the question. So technically, Ashy
Man,
lost
hold on. I
by
answered the question.
disqualification.
That's what I said.
Is that true, Ashy? Just be real.
Hold on. How did
It was
I
you was
answer?
changing the questions around.
He the
Yo,
one who
Diddy.
answered the
Yo,
question
Diddy,
with a
you was
question.
changing it around,
Hold up,
Diddy.
man.
You
Hold
was
up.
changing it around, Diddy.
Hold up.
Just
He the
that,
one
Diddy.
who answered. He the one who answered the question with a question. How that get turned on me that fast?
Because you're weak as shit.
See, I told, like I
Ah, you
told you,
got
man.
Jigglypuff.
I told you
You got
Every
that.
step
Listen, man.
Jigglypuff.
you take,
That
You
right
got
there proves.
Jigglypuff.
That right there proves
every
I would never.
move you
Yeah,
make.
you
Being that
got
the truth. Being
Jigglypuff.
that the truth was right there in
Oh,
his face, the man still says, "Because you
Jigglypuff,
weak.
tackle attack.
It's because you weak." Damn, you could have came a little harder than that, bro. You know what I mean?
Mommy bang
Jigglypuff,
on
quick and
Haney,
sweet.
Get a little
You
hair
just
on your
seen.
chest,
you don't
man.
know me.
Get a little hair on your chest, man. Put a
Here's
little
the
bit more bass.
microphone,
Yeah,
Matter of fact,
Jigglypuff.
you don't even
Show
got to
your
get hair on
real
your
you
chest.
talent.
want to try to fight me again?
Put a little
You
more
trying to
bass
fight
in your
me?
voice and say it more convincingly. Then I might be a little nervous when you say it.
A tackle attack, Jigglypuff.
Tackle attack is crazy.
When you lose your arguments, you want
He
to try to
did
fight
it.
people.
Jigglypuff won.
Damn, you happy?
Well, yeah, he
You
won,
happy?
bro.
That nigga say, "Yay!"
I'm not
You still
happy. I
listen.
just
You
want
Bro,
still
this
do that when
coward
your
to fucking
listen,
disappear.
man.
when
You still do
David
that when your
wins, you
mother give
say,
you a birthday cake.
"Yay,
Right
David."
now,
So
when your
what the
mom
fuck
give
you
you a birthday
talking
cake,
about,
you
bitch?
still say
At
"Yay" and
least
blow out the
Jigglypuff
candles,
knows
ain't it?
who I
You
am.
clap your
David
hands. You
don't know
clap your
you,
hands and have your little
dumbass.
party hat on
David
your
I'm
head.
not
don't know
clapping
you.
anything.
Shut the
Oh,
fuck up.
B
Hey,
Diddy,
I
B
got a
Diddy.
special.
Hey,
I
yo,
got a
Diddy.
special
Hey, Diddy, come
announcement.
on, Diddy. You talking about
I
blowing
got a
out
special
candles, Diddy?
Hey,
Come
yo,
announcement.
on.
Kels,
Hold on, a special
Kels, chill,
announcement.
Kels,
The
chill,
Gooch
Kels.
said the
Right
Gooch
there.
salute to the Gooch. He says Mirage subscriber update is 270. Laughing my ass off.
hey, I said Ashley
Damn.
Knuckles. I said Ashley, and my
Y'all
watchers
raw as
all like, "Who
fuck,
the fuck is
man.
Ashley? Who's this bitch Ashley?" I was like,
Who's
"No,
this bitch
it's this bitch
Ashley? Who's
motherfucking
this bitch
Ashley right
Ashley?
here."
You know what? The ones that talk talk like that, y'all and everybody know this. That's why there's a shame for people like you. The ones
Oh
that
my
talk like that,
gosh.
the ones that talk like that is always the softest one in the room. Every
Bro,
time.
I just told you,
Hold
bro.
Every
He
time.
actually
Yeah, I
won
know.
by
Every time.
decision, bro.
Every
Come
time.
on,
on, hold
It's
on,
never
hold
the
on,
tough
hold
ones.
on.
Listen, the tough ones don't
Bringing
never
up
just be
David
running their
again.
mouth. Unless you
Hold
like
on.
four
This
experts
look
What are
or
you
like
shit
trying to
like that.
do?
the poll right now switched to Ashy Knuckles 57%.
He wants to
Jigglypuff
get all hard
is
now
at
and fight me.
43%.
Go ahead, say yay. Say it now.
That's what I'm
And,
saying. Say
Say yay
yay,
now.
Ashy,
Say yay
yay.
and it
now.
Hell
looks
yeah,
like
You
people
fuck.
in the
Ashy.
comments are saying
Don't
Diddy
get jealous
Knuckles
because I can
won.
grow a beard.
Start doing your
I don't
bitch
see shit
shit.
in the
Come on,
comments.
manpower,
going on?
bro.
Do your
That's
shit,
manpower.
cheerleader. Come on, pom pom
So
head ass.
all I can say is that's the last poll so far. We'll see if it changes tomorrow. But as of right now, Ashley Knuckles.
You're in the
You
lead.
a
How many
bitch.
body bags I get for that, man? He
Ashley,
called.
you are
Listen, man. He
barely gonna
called me
win.
out. He called me out, and I'm winning. And I'm winning the poll going in
Hey
at the end of the
Diddy.
show.
Hey
So how
Diddy,
And
many
you
calm
got
body
down, Diddy.
bags do
Calm
I
destroyed.
get
down,
for
baby.
that, man? Do I
Ashley,
get
You
one or
got
do I get more?
destroyed.
Hey Diddy, calm down,
Hey,
Diddy. You talking about
hey,
blowing out candles? That's
Ashley,
not
I
calm
good.
know,
down.
I
Not good
know,
here,
I
bro.
know. Hey, Kels.
Your
I'd rather
mind
be.
keep
Listen,
telling you
man.
Now there's
no,
a Kel
but
in
Listen,
your
here.
listen,
Kel
man.
and
your
Lil
Peel.
Diddy.
body
There's a Kel
telling
and
you
Peel.
yeah.
Yeah, you like.
Fuck
Yeah,
out of here.
you like saying that to them little girls, ain't it?
Get out of
Yeah,
here. Hey
Oh,
Diddy.
now you're getting
yeah,
some
Kels.
pedophile
Yo, you
shit.
see
Weird,
A Diddy
bro.
over
Yeah,
here?
that's
Little
my
Hey,
girls?
hey
man.
What the
Diddy.
fuck are you going on
That's
Hey
why
about?
you
Diddy,
be
can't
blowing
stop,
your
won't
flute.
stop.
Little
That's why you be
girls?
Hey yo,
blowing your
can't
The
stop,
flute.
fuck?
won't stop.
That's why you be. That's
Little
why you be
girls?
blowing your flute.
Some weird ass
Go ahead
shit,
Hey
and blow
bro.
your
Jiggly,
little flute.
Jiggly, he can't stop,
Some
won't
weird ass
stop.
shit.
He can't stop,
You
won't
be
stop.
Little
blowing your little
girls?
flute. Like I said, I know you love me, bro. I know you love me.
Him
hey,
and his
dude.
fucking
I
new
know you
edition
love me.
background right
Nah,
there,
that's
starting
some
with
weird ass
garage.
shit, bro.
Ashley, you
Goddamn
got
Kels, man.
roasted. You
Because it's
got
the
your
old
ass
edition,
roasted.
starting
Hey,
I
with
ain't gonna
hey,
garage
lie.
dude.
and
I'm gonna
Can't
fucking
ask you a
nobody
question, dude.
can't
Hey
nobody
Diddy.
beat you in the
But
motherfucking verses,
still
Kels. I give you
raw.
that. You the motherfucking man, nigga.
Hey Diddy and my
You the
man
motherfucker.
garage
Hey, go
right
ahead and
He's
there.
sing
got
that
some
shit.
shit to
My
talk,
Hey,
wedding
bro.
crashers.
He's got some shit to talk.
ladies and gentlemen,
Booty
everybody,
tickle head ass.
we gonna
Booty
let
tickle.
Kels take us out here with his #1 hit. You're Emotional. Go ahead, take us out with it. Come on, baby. We ready.
And first of all, see, hold
Sing
on,
it.
hold on.
Come on, man.
I would
Come
say
on,
that,
man. Can
but
we get
you're
the
so
tune, man?
stupid. You
Can we
stupid.
get the
That's my
tune,
man
man?
Carl Thomas. That's the #1 hit for his.
Kels, no,
You're a
Kels,
dumbass.
no.
You don't
This
know
is
what you're
your
talking
team.
about.
No,
Hey,
this
Nuke,
is
put
your
a
song.
body bag over there.
This is
Talking
your
about he
song.
talking about that
No.
R. Kelly
No. This
shit.
is
Put a
this
body
is
bag
your
there. He
song,
don't know what the
baby.
fuck he talking
No,
about,
this
man.
is your
Shut
song.
up.
This is your song.
Okay,
Shut the hell
This
up.
hold
is
on.
your
One last
song to
super
me.
chat. One last super chat, and then Mexican Killer 69 says Ashy must be cotton soft from how he talks. Laughing my ass off.
Hey, yo,
And the
Preem.
She
final
is.
vote on the poll is
Hey,
the
yo,
final
Preem.
vote on the poll is 53-47. Ashy Knuckles. We got a winner. Ashy Knuckles. Preem, take us out.
Hey, yo, Preem. You on my
He's
dick.
emotional. That's what we know. He is better than me and Nuke too. Emotional
Damn, he left.
motherfucking A Diddy
He
kneecaps.
He
quit.
left.
He rage quit. And by the
Yeah,
way,
he go there.
my vote on the
Ah,
debate, it was a clean sweep by Jigglypuff.
Hey, Nuke, I got
Undefeated,
a
in
question
my
for you,
opinion.
Nuke, real
I
quick.
don't even think it was a match. Salute
Hey,
everybody. We'll see you next
all right.
time.